people come to St. Patrick's Cathedral to pray. One couple allegedly came to the New York City landmark to have sex. Good morning!
Based on a dare from radio hosts here in New York.
Hello.
They fired these two guys for orchestrating an obscene stunt in New York's most famous Catholic cathedral.
Shock jocks Opie and Anthony had encouraged the couple to have sex at locations where a producer was waiting to call in the play-by-play.
Opie and Anthony were fired and their nationally syndicated show canceled.
Did these shock jocks simply go too far? When they crossed the line?
This is outrageous.
Oh, dear.
What are you, stupid? Huh? Just when everything was going good.
Greg Opie Hughes.
I like yam bags on the tool.
And Anthony Cumia.
I'm hoping for a big, fiery rear ender.
Broadcast an outrageous live account of a couple allegedly having sex right in New York St. Patrick's Cathedral on a holy day of obligation.
Presided over the slaughter of a wild pig. Closed down San Francisco's Bay Bridge. Encouraged teenage girls to run naked. And invited listeners to compare the taste of eggnog and urine.
You're screwing everything up. Shock jocks.
Not only does it involve obscenity in the most extreme form, the nerve of these people to actually have it as a setup.
No crap, Sherlock. Die.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
Don't just stare at it, eat it.
Stop laughing at me! Stop laughing at me, you... I'm sorry. I don't think everybody laughs. You're stupid! Stop laughing at me! Stop laughing at me, you... Stop laughing at me! And that's my Stop laughing at me! Stop laughing at me! And welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. It's the O&A virus. We're now on XM satellite radio, and we couldn't be happier. Want to say hi to everybody that turned on their radios overnight. Got to start the show every day with that, because this is a very, very interesting thing. This O&A virus slowly but surely spreading every single day, man. I got to go right to the phones because Kevin wants to say hi. He's in New York. What's up, Kevin? Kevin!
Hello?
Hey, Kevin.
Hey.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
boy.
the phone.
Did we go through the checklist there? Hey,
we
Kevin.
didn't go through all the all systems go checklist.
They were in here doing the all systems go checklist. Kevin. All right, we'll put Kevin back on hold. Hopefully
You just
we'll get
hold
there.
on.
He had something cool to say, and then there's a guy in Sacramento. It's 3 a.m. there, and he's drunk playing poker. I want to see what he's all about. Now we can do it? Jaime rocks. Kevin, what's up?
What's up? Hello? Look at that. 2 seconds, and Jaime has it fixed. You
Jaime,
are the man.
You know you're moving your family up to New York, right? You just don't know it yet.
We need him here all the time.
We're going to negotiate. Hey, Kevin, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, I'm just calling to wish you guys congratulations. And
Thank you.
also see if I can make amends.
Amends? What happened?
About 4 years ago.
Oh, I don't want to talk to you. That's Spaz.
Oh, Jesus.
Spaz, you're dead. Figure it out. Oh, my God. He tricked us pretty good, though. Joe
Very
from
good.
Sacramento, what's up?
What's up, man? O&A, baby!
Jesus. It's 3 in the morning.
What's up, O&A, baby?
All right.
What's up, guys?
Oh, this is bringing back such great memories for me. I remember being like these guys.
Yeah, we're going to get into what we're like these days in a moment, but that's why I wanted to go to this call. What's going on in Sacramento right now, Joe?
Right now in Sacramento, it is 3:07. We're playing poker, and I'm whooping my boys' asses at poker right now, man. We're listening to O&A live, baby.
Nice.
You're doing the Texas Hold'em?
Hell yeah.
Nice. It's the only game to play these days.
Only game anyone plays now. Texas Hold'em.
And now the media is getting all paranoid because they're doing all these articles. Are our high school kids hooked on Texas Hold'em?
It's true. Like a lot of people in high school are playing poker now.
In
That's
the
what they're doing.
schoolyard and at lunchtime.
Yeah.
We're not in high school, man.
No, I understand that. I can figure that much out. So how much you up?
What's up?
How much are you up?
I'm up like $40 right now, man.
$40.
Oh, wow.
High stakes game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whopper, man.
If you're up $40, I say you're about 22 years old.
Dude, you're right on, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I remember playing poker as a high school kid, and if I went home with 20 in my pocket, I was like, oh man, I'm rich.
Great.
You know what you ought to do, though, just to have fun? Play with Monopoly money.
Yeah, because it's the game. That's the fun part.
Right, the camaraderie with the boys.
Yeah, you play for fun.
Yeah.
And then you divvy up the money when you're done, and you give it back.
That's right. You all take turns with the girl who's on the poker table, passed out. Throw her down the stairs, and you laugh about it.
All right.
You guys, you don't know how psyched we are to listen to you live right now, man.
You don't know how psyched we are to be here live.
2 years for you guys, dude.
I know. This is what's so weird about this whole XM satellite thing. Every day, people are discovering that we're back. It's like, hello, do you read a fucking newspaper?
Really?
It's taken a long time to get the word out that we're back. But spread the word in Sacramento for us, all right, Joe?
Oh, hell, I've been listening to you on the internet for the last 2 years, man.
Yeah, speaking of the internet, will you get the eBay list? People are getting out of control with selling O&A merchandise.
Yeah.
And we don't give a crap, but some of the stuff they're trying to sell is just absolutely hilarious. Is this the latest one?
Yeah.
Like this morning?
No,
get this morning's, because I saw a few new ones up there.
Oh, really? People
yeah.
posting new ones now?
Oh, yeah. So
it's not like we're Marilyn Monroe, you know? Some kind of the items that you can't possibly get anywhere else. They're selling stuff you can get anywhere.
Well, you know what? We went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. When
How was that?
I didn't go to it.
I missed that trip.
Oh, you didn't go either.
I heard it stunk.
I would never go.
It's pretty much families going through dead rock stars' closets and going through their attics.
I'd rather just go to the
Finding
Hard Rock and get a Ronnie James Dio burger and sit down and look at the trash on the walls.
You know, the Hard Rock Cafe here in New York City has better stuff than the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in
Hall
Cleveland.
of Fame.
They
Why
got
the
so
hell?
much garbage up there.
I heard it sucked. Everyone that went that day with you, Steve C. and everyone, just said, and Big Kev said it stunk. It was boring as hell.
The building is absolutely, beautiful. It's unbelievable, right on the water and stuff, and state of the art. But the stuff in there is like, who cares? I didn't even find the Doors exhibit, one of my all-time favorite bands of all time.
Did you have a little map that they give you when you go in? Ooh, if we make a right, we can get to the Aerosmith display.
No.
We turn left, and John Lennon's pants are around the corner. Let's take a look at that. Ooh, I want a picture of that.
It was a huge disappointment. And then they have, like, Alan Freed, one of the first DJs.
Hey.
His ashes just on display there.
Wait, his ashes, like of course he's dead, but they cremated him and left his ashes
You're
there?
walking down a hall toward, I don't know, the cafeteria area, and all of a sudden there's just a glass, window, and there's his ashes just sitting there. I'm sure that's what he wanted.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted
remains.
to be on display. Doesn't his family have any say in that?
I'm sure they probably made some
That's
good money
really
to give the ashes up. I don't know.
I probably thought it'd be a great honor to be featured at that awful building.
I can't see going to these Hall of Fame things. Like even Cooperstown, the Baseball Hall of Fame.
That was pretty cool.
What's cool about it? I've never been. Perhaps I'm wrong. But to me, it just seems like something that would be really boring.
Go ahead. Well, I haven't been there in a very long time, but it's very cool seeing all the old baseballs and autographs and stuff Babe Ruth wore. That's kind of cool.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Do they have Joe
problem with
DiMaggio's penis with Marilyn's lipstick around it? Nothing like that?
They do have a picture of her face with his World Series ring imprint on it.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. The coolest museum I've ever been to is the one I went with you, Anthony.
The Air and Space Museum in Washington.
No.
That one's cool. I like that.
That was
high tech.
That was definitely cool.
Museum of Natural History, cool, in New York City. Dinosaur bones and stuff, and the cavemen down there. And
we were down there. Remember, they were getting the Indian Museum together, and they didn't give it much land, and we were laughing our asses off. I'm like, oh, look, they can't even do the Indians right in
Once
the year
again,
2004.
Shortchanging the engine.
They're putting this huge museum together, and it's on this tiny plot of land.
What are they going to have in their slot machines and blackjack tables as their little engine exhibit?
And here's a stick you made and called a tool, and here's something you killed in war. End of display.
There's a rock you use to paint your face with. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated.
And here's those awful cave paintings with the old cancer leg horses you put up, idiots.
No, I'm talking about the Muter.
Oh, that thing. No, see that.
The Muter Museum in Philly.
That was disgusting.
That was the coolest museum I've ever been to in my life. And it's a tiny little place in in downtown Philly, and most people don't even know it's there.
It's a tumor museum and a human freak show museum.
It's like a medical museum, sure.
Yeah, medical museum. So they go back to like the 1800s, and they have bodies in there and bones of like Elephant Man type bones. And what about the woman that was buried and they dug her up years later? And because of all the lye in the ground that she was buried in, she turned into soap. They call her Soap Lady.
Soap Lady.
And they just have her under this glass display, this dead body that is turned into soap.
I'm trying to remember all the other stuff they had, but it was a great day.
I think all women should be like that, so after you fuck them, you don't have to shower.
Auto clean. Nice.
Hey, we got Max on the line. He's trying to say that he's got an O&A trucker convoy going. Mm-hmm. I want to know what a O&A trucker convoy is. But I think they're still talking. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's go to Max and see what this is all about. Hey, Max, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Let me get my trucker lingo out so I could talk to our brand new trucker listeners. We're not used to this. We've been doing radio for 10 years. We've never had a trucker audience.
Got a couple new words for your trucker dictionary if you want.
All right, let's hear a few more.
Truck stop prostitutes or lot lizards.
Lot lizards.
We heard lot lizard.
I know that one.
And they got a lot of these chicks that hang, like, I don't know what you call them, truck driver groupies. You know, they'll go with the driver for a while, and then they'll hook up with another guy and go with him for a while. They call them sleeper leapers.
Yep. Sleeper leapers, we heard that.
But what? All right, what's in it for the girl, though? I mean, is it?
Well, it's usually
a brick over the head and a shallow grave on the side of the interstate.
Usually it's these scungy, nasty-looking bitches that, you know, pretty much anybody with any respectability wouldn't want to have nothing to do with.
Yeah.
And they're broke and they need a fix or God knows what.
It's never like the movies where they're a young teen runaway that you grab up. It's some toothless 50-year-old woman.
So you got the sleeper. So you got the sleeper leaper, and eventually you're going to have to call the meat wagon, right?
Well, pretty much. So I was also going to tell you the night before.
That would be an ambulance, Anthony.
Of course.
Okay. Huh?
I was over near Tucson, and I threw my door open. I just dropped my cigarette. This damn lot lizard walked up, and I hit her in the forehead with the door and knocked her out.
You knocked her out?
Knocked her unconscious, man. It scared the shit out of me. I was like, you know, if you ever park too close to something and you're not paying attention, you throw your door out open and it just stops. You know, what the fuck?
So you had a killer, right? I understand.
And there's this bitch.
So that's how you made it look like an accident, yes.
This kind of looks like a cross between Roseanne Barr and Madeline Albright. I was like, holy shit.
Wow.
I walked into the truck stop and I said, hey, you better call an ambulance or something. There's a knocked out lot lizard out in the
Hey, I'm gonna try my truck lingo on the trucker.
All right, Opie, give it a try.
So, did you knock out the sleeper leaper because you're a strawberry cowboy?
No.
And you had a little anger?
No.
Gee, what's a strawberry cowboy? Gee, I can't figure that one out.
Yeah, it was a bona fide accident, man. I got the hell out of there quick. I didn't feel like going to jail.
I gotta think you truckers are loving listening to Opie and Anthony because we're so naive as far as this whole trucker community thing goes. We have not a clue on the East Coast, man.
I got an 18-year-old son, and we live in Dallas, and he's over in Iraq right now. But he turned me on to you guys back when you were on KLRF in Dallas.
Yeah.
You guys were on after Russ Martin down there. And I was pissed. I was like, the day before you guys got booted off the air, I heard you one day, and I loved it, so I turned the radio on the next day, and there was some goober that was local down there. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, we figured we'd do one show, entertain you, and then end on a high note.
It worked, though. I was hooked, man, so I am so damn glad you guys are back.
All right, so what is an O&A trucker convoy? You got a bunch of you guys listening right now?
What I was wanting to do was not, when I get back to Dallas, I got to get me a new computer. I wound up chucking it at my girlfriend a couple of weeks ago and busted it.
I love Texas. Just throw a computer at her stupid face.
All right.
Get my computer up and start a, Opie and Anthony Trucker website.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's cool. When you get it up and running, just give us an email. I'm going to let you go for now, all right, Max?
All right, you guys have a good one, man.
You're in Arizona. Watch out for those alligators.
Alligators?
That's what they call blown tires on the side of the road, too.
Oh, an alligator, right. The tread, very, very creative, you truckers. I like that.
Yeah, I like
You guys have a good one, man. You're right.
All right, watch out for the pickle parks. All right. I'm learning this stuff, Anthony.
Those truckers, Opie. Little frightening sometimes. Little frightening.
They have to be laughing at us because we don't have a clue.
No. I like watching those shows on A&E. You ever see those crime shows where they solve the crime? They show you how the crime was solved. It's real life and stuff. So many truckers involved with those murders, man. So many. They always find the evidence in those sleepers. God knows what's going on in those sleeper cabs. I'm not saying all of you guys are sick, twisted bastards, but, I think it's just part of being out there on the road. You're all to yourself. Got really no ties anywhere. And you just pick up these broads, and I think if you feel so inclined to smash them over the head, I think you do.
Just seems to be easier to dispose of them.
Right. You don't really have a
highway.
place. You're kind of out there all over. The crime scene is the United States of America.
A lot of lonely road.
Yeah.
I mean, look at us in New York City. We can't dispose of a body here.
Very difficult.
Unless you're the mob.
Yeah, then you put them in a 55-gallon drum and you dump them off in that lot in Queens. But if you're driving around and your home is your truck, you just pick up that teenage hooker. Hey, you drive with her a while. Hey, you wrap her over the head. And off she goes onto the side of the road, and then you're gone. It tells me that happens a lot.
We really... All right.
What's the problem?
Nothing.
What's the matter, Rope?
Less complaining today. James from Tennessee. What's up, James?
How's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
Hey, I just I work for a courier company. Yesterday, I do a lot of traveling myself.
I bet.
Yesterday, I'm in Georgia. Okay, and I'm listening to you guys, and I'm thinking about Jimmy because whenever I'm going into this Chevron station,
love it.
Good looking chick. She's walking out of the bathroom. She leaves like an 8-inch log.
Oh,
in the damn toilet.
Really?
Yeah, she's a good looking chick, and I'm thinking, hell, this is Jimmy's thing. So I talked to this girl. She's going to New York Wednesday.
Well, what'd you say to her, ma'am? I noticed your log, and I have a friend. You guys should have coffee.
Yeah. No, I said, I know this guy. I said, have you ever heard of Opie and Anthony? She said, no, I never have heard of that. I said, well,
sounds like a girl that should listen to our show, leaving logs in the toilet.
And you know what?
You're very thoughtful, sir. Yeah. So you want this girl to come to New York and take a little dump on our friend little Jimmy Norton, huh?
Well, sir, I hope it was hers.
I thought it'd be a pretty good bid if she come up there and did take a dump on Jimmy. I mean, he's into that shit.
Well, sir, I hope it was her. What if she just walked in to fix her makeup, and then she comes out and that log belonged to a trucker? So I fly her up here, and I lay back with a smile on my face, and she hits a soupy evacuation all over my chest and neck. Did you ever think of that, fellow? Do you understand the hazards of that game? I mean, she sounds like a great girl.
Along with the suppository you talked about last week, huh?
I think it's funny that he approached her. Not only that you noticed that you had to tap her on the shoulder and have it offer. Well, I noticed you left something in the bowl.
That's some log you left there, darling.
I like this guy. Right on, James.
Anyway, she's gonna give you guys a call anyway today. She wants to play What's in My Pants.
All right, cool.
I hope so. I like her to play What's in the Bowl.
Yeah.
James,
her name's Daphne. She's from Blue Ridge, Georgia.
All right.
She's about 5'1". This is no kidding. She weighs about 115. She's probably got C, double C, something like that.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Well, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. And James, how long have you been listening to the show?
It was the very first day that you guys came on. It's the first time I'd ever heard about it. I heard the plugs and everything.
And you're already hooked with the virus or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, man.
I work for, like I said, a courier company. All right. We all travel to a bunch of places that can't pick up radio. So we all bought XM.
I was just hoping for a yes or no, but that's okay. All right. Thank you, James.
All right.
Phones are doing well. Let's go to Denver and see what David has to say.
There's a whole nother part of this country, Opie.
I laugh.
A whole nother part.
And they're laughing at us because I'm sure we sound funny to them, too, out there.
A whore.
David, what's up?
Hey, Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
I've been waiting 2 years to talk to you guys.
Oh, cool.
I'm excited.
Well, make it good because some of these guys are slowing us down a little bit.
In Denver.
Oh, I know. This guy, he's gonna be hard to follow quality radio that these guys are providing for you guys. But I gotta say hi to Norton.
Hi, sir.
How's it going, Jimmy?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? My throat's a bit sore. To be honest, I was very restless my sleep last night.
Your immune system a little down?
No, who knows? I mean, let's hope that's all it is. Start to panic.
Hey, David, what do you got?
Acting up?
What, sweetie?
I just want to say, if the ninja's acting up, you know,
the ninja.
Oh, I don't have the HIV. I do have a little pimple on the side of my bag. But I know that's from whacking and dozing off without getting that little oil out of there.
Yeah.
Nothing to be alarmed about, folks.
I got a question for Anthony. I mean, Opie's been talking about what he did the 2 years that you guys were gone. Talking about going to the Grand Canyon, dying over there, and being the comedy groupie that he was.
Yeah.
So what about Anthony? I mean, were you just playing any Ever Queer Again, or
yes.
any new programs you were working into, new games?
Mine was a lot of video games, and then I just would get little hobbies. I got into the radio control helicopters for a while. That was a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to getting back into that. I did nothing. I did nothing for 2 years. Opie was traveling. He's off. I'm trying to call him up. Where is he now? Oh, he's in Canada with a comedy tour. He's in L.A. hanging out with Super Agent Bob Eatman. He's at the Grand Canyon. Hey, Ope, where are you today? Oh, I'm on the X at Dealey Plaza in Texas. Oh, great. Where are you today, Ope? Oh, I'm in Orlando. He's all over the place. Where am I? Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn today. Where am I? Oh, I'm 2 feet from where I was yesterday when I talked to you, Opie. Opie's already taken like 5 planes to places, and
I was a little
I'm in the
restless.
same place.
I couldn't sit still. I had to get out on the road.
I just stepped off the planet.
I should have got myself a big rig.
You
hit the highway.
Could have made a little money.
You see me in a big rig? Forget it. All right, thanks, David.
Hey, thanks a lot, and I want to say thanks to Finder Music, O&A Virus, Whackback, HeatABully.com, and all those guys because they keep my O&A.
We need award show music.
I know.
Thank you, mister.
We need award show music so we can play that over the callers that just keep thanking people when we
all
want to
the
hang
great
up.
websites associated with the Opie and Anthony Show, you can find them on opieandanthony.com, okay?
Right.
All right, well, we wanted to try the calls today because we didn't go to them much yesterday. And
well, sometimes you go to the calls and they really stink, and then we have to punish the callers by not taking calls.
Yeah, because you guys are part of the show, too. You'll figure that out as we move on here. You're part of the show. So when you say, oh, man, they weren't that good today, well, what did you do to make it good?
Mm-hmm. You remember the other day? We had a little problem with our own Eric, right?
Right.
And what happened? He was punished.
He sure was.
Now the callers, they do the same thing. You screw up, you're going to get punished.
You're going to send the callers home?
We send the callers home, and they shan't be on the show that day.
All right.
But now today, we're kind of off to a better start. I think a lot of the new listeners need to be brought up to speed with the program and how interactive it is and how they're able to contribute. And some of them know how to do this, and some of them don't, Opie.
This is what I'm noticing, and XM has to get on the ball. We have more new listeners than old listeners listening right now, which means they're just not promoting us properly.
Mm-hmm.
All our old listeners are still out there trying to figure out where we are.
Dude, when you coming back, dude?
We didn't have truckers calling when we used to do this radio show, and that's all that's calling right now.
I must say, we never had truckers call on our old show.
No, the satellite radio is the hottest thing with the truckers.
I think you're wrong about them not promoting, though. I mean, I called up and talked to people at XM, and they didn't deny that you were on.
I want them to be proud that they have Opie and Anthony.
I want
I'm not
a
really
billboard.
seeing that yet.
I want billboards. I want some I've seen the TV commercials where the guy drives his car into the office building in the elevator.
Right.
And he drives up by his cubicle, snaps his XM out, and puts it in the boombox near his desk. Why can't we be in that commercial?
Well, when they were wooing us, remember they said, we're going to have a national commercial.
National commercial with us.
Maybe the license plate says O&A on it if you look real close.
Yeah, maybe that. O&A on his little wow sticker on the back of his car as he drives it into his office.
We were supposed to have a national Opie and Anthony commercial.
What happened?
I don't know. Well, I know what happened. We signed those contracts. That lawyer lady grabbed them and ran out of the room. We didn't even celebrate. Next thing you know, they're kicking us out the door on a train back to New York. That's what happened.
You'd think we'd learn.
They kissed. They wooed us like you wouldn't believe, and then as soon as we signed that contract, it was like, "Hey, what happened?
What about the TV spots?
Right.
I want to be on TV." We actually had an idea for a commercial.
We have a great idea for a commercial,
but now we couldn't do it because it's too late. Because we're back. This was something before we came back. We wanted to do like the scene from Brubaker,
right?
When they let him out of
solitary,
let him out of the hole, the box,
and it was really bright, and they couldn't see, and that would be us, and we would.
Yeah, they would open up this tin shack on a prison yard, have like a corrections worker open it up, and the sun would shine in. We'd be trying to block the sun from our eyes. We'd be in chewed-up prison attire and kind of limp out of there.
Emaciated.
Like we've been in solitary. We've been in the box for 2 years.
And then the rest of the prisoners would slowly start.
Do the slow clap.
And then start chanting. Yeah. Start chanting O-N-A.
Right.
Slow. And
as we get out.
And then it would build.
They're back.
They're back.
On XM Satellite Radio.
Oh, they loved it while they were wooing us.
Oh, well, we're actually calling a production guy now, remember? Maybe they were calling up a company that was going to produce this whole thing.
Maybe the slowdown is they're trying to figure out which director to use.
Maybe that's it.
Do we go with Spielberg?
Who do we go with?
Who do we go with? Maybe they're still looking over scripts.
Yeah, that's probably it. They need a good director of photography because it should be a really nice shot of us coming out of there. It's got to be lit right. Of course, they're still working on it.
Yeah. No one marketing we've had for the show so far besides like whoring ourselves to the media and making believe we're sorry for what we did.
I know, every interview. Would we shut up already?
Yeah, we're really sorry. Figure it out. It made us bigger. Read between the lines. I don't want the media to ever figure us out, actually. I think we got.
Sorry. I don't think everybody loud.
Yeah, that's us.
No, that was you when we were being interviewed by the New York Times yesterday.
Right. And here's a clip of Opie from the Post interview.
I'm sorry. I don't think everybody loud.
Right. He understands.
Just act stupid, and they'll accept your apology.
Yeah.
No, I saw a little ad in the Boston paper one day in the sports section. That said we were back.
There you go.
Stop.
That's what we got so far. And the other thing they promised us, and remember, we love XM Satellite Radio because they get pissed off down there.
Oh, don't get us wrong, but
we love being here.
You did say that we were going to have a TV commercial.
And they did say we were going to have a huge 18-wheeler truck with Opie and Anthony are back.
Oh,
XM
right.
Satellite Radio. And pretty much the 4 months we weren't allowed to broadcast, that was going to be crisscrossing across America.
Right. The
hanging
big
out with all
O&A
the
tractor
good
trailer.
buddies out there.
On display at the pickle parks.
Right. Instead, they almost made good. They put our cartoon characters on the side of a XM Satellite Radio van that now just sits in the compound and they don't really drive around.
Sits in the XM parking lot in D.C. Yeah. Tractor trailer, big TV campaign, or a Ford Econoline van.
That sits in the parking lot.
Yeah.
They drive it out of the compound. Everyone who lives around there just jumps on it. like in the amusement park. Turn your windshield wipers on quickly.
We just pissed off a trucker. We can't.
What did we do?
We cannot piss off the truckers. We understand this is how this show is going to grow.
Really
Johnny from Michigan. What's up, Johnny?
Did anything?
Welcome back, fellas.
What's up, Johnny?
You guys are like your career is like a cancer that it keeps coming out of remission. But anyway, you guys have pissed me off this morning.
What did we do?
What did we do?
I've been listening to you guys for 2 weeks, and now you got this new truck driving audience. I've been out here 4 years. We got a bad enough fucking rap, and here you guys are talking about murder and rape.
I'm just saying what I saw on those A&E shows. You know?
Those are the things we like about you.
Yeah, that
investigative reports. Death on the highway.
That's what's endearing, bro.
And you guys are just Satanists that have sex in churches.
No, I know. We got our own problems. Trust me. You can't take what we say on this show seriously, Johnny, or you're never going to have fun with this show.
No, I really don't. I've been listening to you guys for fucking years, man, and it's great to have you guys back, but,
No, dude, nobody means anything. Just get in your truck, you murdering, crank-doing motherfucker, and just go and kill and rape and stab and molest children all the way across the country.
Hey, listen to you now, pal.
All right.
Down there, Jimmy. It's not time to get you fired up yet.
All right, Johnny, thank you.
Hey, you guys have a good one.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Don't take what we say in this show seriously.
It's funny, he doesn't mind me joking about having AIDS
right.
or eating anthrax, but don't make fun of the old truckers.
Don't make fun of them. Stop it.
We're just a bunch of idiots.
Of course.
We mean nothing. All right. Yes, Ant?
To the trucker out there.
I'm sorry. I don't think everybody loud.
I'm Giovanni Ribisi.
I think we just have to play that clip, and all is good with the world.
All is good, Giovanni.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody loud.
I always play the retard. Look at that. All the truckers are smiling now. All right. You can tell we're a little low key today.
A little woozy today.
We're fine though. We're getting started. We're warming up.
It's because we were partying last night. Yeah! Nice partying.
Why don't we step aside? We'll talk about that next.
I stink.
Our lives used to be so much cooler.
I used to be the party guy.
Now.
I was party guy. Now I'm pussy guy.
You were...
I was awful last night.
You were a drag. We'll get into it next, okay? Also on the show today... supposedly that couple's going to try to outdo Tennessee from yesterday, the Boston couple.
That'd be nice, but Boston couple?
O'Reilly vows to fight harassment charges.
Good luck, Bill. You're going to need it.
And other things on the way.
And
so
Rich Voss.
Yeah,
Voss
I saw
here.
Voss in the
yeah, he's here.
Is
he here already? Good.
Yeah, we can't call it the green room. He's just wandering around the
He's
cubicles
not pretty
out there.
early for a comic.
He's a mess. His eyes are all red, and you can tell he's totally out of it.
Probably hasn't slept.
Yeah.
He's probably been up since last night.
All right, why don't we step aside here?
Opie, Anthony, Dance Party Weekend.
Wait. No.
Here's another bunch of genetic defectives who've been turned loose on answering machines. These guys who cannot resist the urge to put music on their outgoing message. You know, some guy spends $8 at Radio Shack and suddenly he's a fucking record producer. And because he's busy in the basement jacking off his dog, I have to listen to substandard music. And it's always rotten music, you know? It's either new age, that pointless, meandering zombie noise played by pseudo-spiritual lunatics who think wind chimes are a musical instrument. Or else it's soft rock. Soft rock, that lame-ass, weak, non-threatening suburban white boy junk played by bands like Men Without Testicles. Oh, and folks, on these answering machines, do me a favor, would you please? When you record your outgoing message, don't bother telling me you can't come to the phone. I understand that. Apparently, that's why we have these machines. And don't tell me to leave my name and number. Somehow, I figured that out. And if you work in an office, never mind that stuff, I'm away from my desk. If you had to take a shit, say so. You say, hi, this is Mary Louise. I had the Mexican jalapeno bean chili dip, and I washed it down with a gallon of gin. I'll be in and out all day. Hey. There are some more people who ought to be strapped into chairs and beaten with hammers. People who wear visors. Let me ask you something. What the fuck is the point in wearing half a hat? Either get a hat or don't. No one's interested in the top of your head. Go back to the store and tell them to give you the rest of the hat. They cheated you. Better still, get yourself one of them little Jewish hats and sew it to your visor. Then you got yourself a full-fledged fucking hat, my friend. Here are some more musical vermin whose mothers we wish had had medical plans that included abortion. These singers who think they're so special they only need one name. Bono, Sting, Jewel, Tiffany, Prince. What a crock of shit. Get a fucking last name, would you please? I got a nice two-word name for you. Pretentious cocksucker. How do you like that? Bono, Sting. It's not bad enough the music sucks, but with no last name, you can't find out where they live to throw a fucking bomb through their window. It's frustrating. Here are some more people who deserve an inoperable tumor at the base of their spines. These guys who fly around the world in a fucking balloon. You know, What is this, 1850? Get a fucking airline ticket, will you, please? When are the media going to realize no one's interested in some rich trouser stain who's so bored he's got to fly around a balloon all day? I hope the next guy gets hit by lightning. It flies around in little fart circles. And lands in a sewage treatment pond and sinks with the rest of the turds. Mr. Lighter Than Air.
Opie and Anthony. Yeah, I fucked him.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Thanks for checking us out today. We're still trying to wake up a little bit. This is the first day I'm trying to wake up in 2 weeks. It finally hit me.
Why, you've actually been sleeping?
I've been trying to sleep, but my body's saying,
Good luck.
When you spend most of your life, staying up at night and sleeping late, and then next thing you know, you take on a new challenge and you have to be up at 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, your body fights that, I guess.
I haven't had to wake up in the morning for over 10 years. And this is just not my style. I am a night person. Yep. I'm a sleep late person. And this just doesn't cut it. It's going to have to, but I'm trying to get used to it.
Yeah, we'll definitely make it happen.
But it last night was a prime example of what happens when you have to change your lifestyle and get up early in the morning and go to sleep early. And I failed the test.
Yeah, we were invited to the Sync magazine party because we're in the latest issue of Sync magazine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really don't know why we're in the magazine. And they're kind of bummed.
They're fans of the show, and
everyone gets bummed
because
we trash just about everything. And we walk in and like, oh, we hear you didn't really like your feature in our magazine.
Aww.
I'm really sorry. We did the best. We're like, shut up. We're just having fun, man. But it is
like it.
But it is a little strange. We had a guy interview us for over an hour. And my quote is, I'm such a retard with this stuff. And Anthony's quote is, we're going to have women call in and rub themselves with the phone. If we guess from the sound whether she has a strip or the triangle, she'll win something big. And then it says, don't like it, don't listen.
Yeah.
And we're playing with, like,
radio-controlled cars.
Radio-controlled race cars, and they got a picture of us trying to figure out how to make these things work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all the article is.
There you go.
And I thought they were doing, like, a big expose on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, it's a quick, one-hitter right there on the back page.
And I got to love my family. I take my brother to this Sync magazine party, and I go, in a way, you're kind of proud you're in a magazine. I'm just a stupid guy from Long Island, and I'm in a national magazine, so I'm showing my brother, like, look, dude, what do you think? You're a big brother there. Oh, my God, that's awful.
Oh, jeez, great.
Like, that's an awful picture. I'm like, well, all right, thanks, dude. Thanks for the support.
I think it's fine. And the people from Sync were very cool.
It really is fine. I call it I don't know, there's nothing to it. It's a nothing to it page in the magazine.
There you go.
You're not going to really learn anything about us.
No.
You're not even going to really, I don't know. Yeah, you're just not going to get anything from it. That's all.
You'll see us, and it says XM Satellite Radio.
That's all we care about.
That's it.
Opie and Anthony, XM Satellite Radio. That'll gain a few more people to this O&A virus thing.
Opie, it's more promotion than we've gotten from XM.
Good point.
So I have no problem with it.
No. They XM trumped the Sync people. They put the ad for our show with our caricatures.
Yeah.
In Rolling Stone magazine, the latest issue of Rolling Stone magazine, we have a little ad.
All right.
Well,
that's cool too.
You got to slow down as you're reading the pages to see it. Slow way down.
Slow down.
Actually, I think it's in the CD review section, so they even got good placement.
So the people at Sync are really cool. They had a party last night. And, I love a party. I love a good party, especially when you're invited as a VIP, because, we're in the magazine. And when you're invited as a VIP, it's free drinks. And I love parties with free drinks.
The VIP thing is hilarious because we show up and they're like, oh, you're in the VIP section. And they got these really hot women to escort us to the VIP section. And I'm thinking, wow, I can't wait to say hi to Donald Trump.
Yeah. You go to the VIP section, and I was like, where's the VIP section?
Right.
And I was in it.
So
I had no clue.
And I'm saying to the girl, well, can you get me a seat next to Tyra Banks? I want to see what she's all about in real life.
No, the closest you got was a seat next to the guy that works at a bank.
Know what?
Nothing?
No.
But I had something there. Apparently I was wrong. A little early.
Because your first instinct, you were probably thinking of another Tyra who's awful that you could mention, but there is no other Tyra.
You went right through my whole mindset right there.
There's no other Tyra.
Stink on ice.
So we go to the VIP section and hang out with the rest of the zeros.
Yeah.
And then we discovered, I guess, we were the biggest thing there because, they got the photographers coming. And
well, they had the chicks from the game, the Swedish gaming chicks.
Which are much hotter at night, by the way.
Oh. Yeah, at night, they were kind of dressed up in cooler clothes. There was one chick that was pretty tall in a little skirt. Pretty hot.
Yeah.
And then there was a little one that looked like she was 10 years old. She put her hair down. That was all right. And there was a waitress walking around or something that had the black pants that were pulled way down on her hips, and she was kind of looked like she was drunk and she was dancing and stuff. Really hot.
Yeah. So, it looked like it could have been a really good party.
But it wasn't a celeb-packed event.
No, we don't really care about those events.
No,
we
you
never
know what
have.
it is?
It's just funny. We like to, go to these things every once in a while so we get goof on it a bit.
We're hoping to see Tyra Banks, and you wind up seeing Tyra Iron.
we saw nothing there. We saw nothing. So, I don't know about you, but, man, all of a sudden, the sun went down. Because the party started really early. It started 6. And 7 o'clock rolled around, and I'm like, I start panicking. I'm like, it's bedtime.
That's what blows.
You start panicking when the sun goes down when you do this morning show.
Yeah, you're like a vampire. It blows. I love going to parties. I like hanging out. I could get a few in me, and believe me, I'll be chatting it up with everybody, having a good time. There was a whole display of a brand new NVIDIA video card. That bunch of people around, they had this huge screen and a graphic playing that was amazing. The new NVIDIA 6800. I would have loved to have stood up, walked 10 feet, and listened to the presentation and seen the card and everything, because I'm really into that, high-tech stuff and video gaming. I couldn't get up. I was sitting like a lump of crap on a log.
Yeah, you didn't move.
I didn't budge.
At one point, I did stand up to try to be social, and all of a sudden, my sweatshirt that I was holding, pretty much went up on.
Oh, that was great.
Flames.
Opie stands up. He's kind of looking around. He's holding his sweatshirt over his arm like you would just fold it over your arm.
I'm not focused. I'm so out of it in a complete haze.
And these parties are they're the very small little tables. And there's candles everywhere. Well, Opie is standing with his sweatshirt over his arm, and the sweatshirt is dangling over a candle. And I see it start smoking.
I had no idea. Yeah.
Oh.
So then Anthony snuck out, and everyone's like, "Where did Anthony go?" I'm like, "Oh, he went to have a cigarette."
Yeah.
Yeah, go have a smoke.
That's the lingo for. Yeah. He's going home.
I gotta go. Because normally I would sit there. I tried drinking down one Jack and Ginger, and it was like I was nursing it. I couldn't get going. I couldn't get into party mode because I was exhausted. And it sucks. I love parties. It stunk. And the area, oh my God. Ben, what area is that?
That isn't even Chelsea. I don't know what the hell that is. They like to call that Chelsea Heights to be nice.
I got out of the cab, and all I saw was residents of the neighborhood jumping up and down on Samsonite luggage.
It
was awful. Throwing it, and they couldn't break the luggage. I was stunned. It was
29th and the West Side Highway, where they park all the buses and stuff.
It's the bus parking.
Ruby
Falls.
It's where the Schwoogies intersect with the Strawberry Cowboys.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. Right?
Dude, the space is great, where it was. But I told Anthony on the way out, I'm like, whatever you do, take a left and go get a taxi.
Don't go right.
So
he tells me don't go right.
Yeah,
stay on the road, stay off the moors.
Yeah, never go right.
Where was it? What and what?
It was on 29th between 11th and 12th.
Yeah, it was in that.
Oh, yeah.
It was in that weird area, man.
Well, right when we pull up, the first thing we see is a big bus, city bus, is making a turn, making a right turn.
See, but I didn't see that part of what you're about to say.
Oh, this is great. You didn't see it?
No, I saw the aftermath.
Yeah.
All I heard was a guy yelling and screaming like he just got stabbed.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't know what was happening at first.
Oh, all right.
This guy is banging with both fists on the door of the bus.
I do believe he was a dothead.
Yeah. He's screaming, though.
Screaming and
like
yelling.
Screaming. Like that man scream when only horrible things are happening. You'll hear the man scream. Like if he's getting a knife plunged in his chest.
Whoa, let me correct you. Yes, it's a man's scream, but it's so horrific that they start sounding a little female.
Right, that's what I mean. It's
okay.
that scream that a man only makes when he's being stabbed or his child is pinned under a vehicle.
Right.
So he's banging on the side of the bus doing, screaming. So we're looking over like, oh, my God, someone's got to be under the tire of the bus. Tire of bus. No? And he's just banging on the bus screaming. So we notice as the bus is still moving a little bit, a car is also moving on the corner. The bus had hit the car and was dragging it.
Dragging and pretty
this
much
guy was
running it over.
the owner of the car.
Yeah.
He was in it. He had jumped out when the bus started running it over, and he's banging on the side of it. And the bus keeps moving. It was hysterical once you realized, no one was under the wheels.
And the city bus driver could give a crap.
Oh, they don't care.
He's like, dragged? He's like, what?
It was dragging the bus. Yeah, waddle-doodle. Yeah. No wonder they drag cars behind buses. Yaddle-doodle-dee. What, fired? Not me. Waddle-doodle. Yeah, it was the guy. So he's pounding on the bus, and his car's being dragged. The city bus driver opens the door. What?
What the?
Yeah, my God!
That's exactly how
he was
sounded.
Screaming. It was man scream.
I'll bet it was one of those taxi commission guys, one of those livery drivers or livery drivers.
Oh, probably. God, I hate them.
Oh, they're awful. It would have been better if it was this kid.
Oh. Under the wheels.
All right, well.
And I had to leave, like you said. I had a room in the city last night, and I was asleep. I went to sleep. Normally, like Ben, how long did you hang out at that party?
I hung out till about the end, till about 10, then went
till about 10.
Restaurant. I was home by like 10:30.
I close parties. That's my job. I close them. I'm the last one to leave.
Ben's like Austin Powers at these things too. You just giggle and laugh.
He knows everyone.
Ben just is so at home at a party. It's unbelievable.
He gossips, little chatty.
He gossips. Yeah. He likes to. He works the room better than
business cards are being traded.
Not his though. He doesn't have them.
No, he didn't have his cards.
He's jotting it down on scraps of paper.
I'll tell you what, he was handing out yesterday because he doesn't have his own XM satellite radio cards yet because they take forever with anything down in Washington. It's unbelievable. So we're still waiting for business cards for our guys so they can hand them out when they're out and about. Mm-hmm. So he didn't have his cards, so he was handing out the escort cards to everybody.
Oh, you are?
I'm the hottest out of all my friends. That's the hottest thing ever. They are all in love with
the escort cards.
Yeah, the escort cards that could also be used as a weapon.
As a Chinese star, you could throw it.
If you're in trouble in some of these neighborhoods in New York City. Look at
razor sharp metal.
It's a metal freaking card.
Yeah.
This will cut your neck.
That's a prison yard weapon.
Right. So
that's great.
Oh, this opens locked doors very nicely too.
Oh, that's right. I bet it does.
Very
Doesn't
nicely.
bend up like an Amex would.
So yeah, Ben was just rocking and rolling. He was enjoying himself. And then,
your family was having a good time.
Yeah, I brought my brother and then
cracked open that bottle of rum that was on the table, didn't they?
What kind of an animal? Your brother just reaches over the table and just opens up the bottle of rum.
My brother works on Wall Street. He is an animal, and he thinks
I never saw a bucket of Coronas disappear so quickly either.
Yeah, my brother, he thinks Aunt and I are pussies because he's been doing this lifestyle for like 10 years. He gets up at 3:30.
Oh, he does?
Oh, and I'm sure he was one of the last to go home yesterday.
How does he
guarantee
do
it? I don't know how he does it. He hasn't slept in months. He just likes to rock and roll. And then he invited my cousin out last night. We got to get him on the air soon. He's like one
maniac.
He's one of these New York hipsters, man. He knows.
Oh, really?
He knows everything about this city.
He walked in. I thought it was Moby.
I know.
I thought Moby came in.
You know what I love about New York? I was saying this to Opie.
You just take my face and just like shave all my hair, you know, make me bald and put some hip clothes on me. That's what my cousin looks like.
Pretty much it.
You know what's great about New York, though? Ope's cousin shows up. You know, he's got the Moby shaved head. He's got the bright red sports jacket on, and he's got, like, Converse All-Stars and, like, ripped jeans. Now, only in New York. That's what's great about New York. That's totally acceptable. And then those guys picked up chicks in about 2 seconds. They were gone.
See, that's the difference, you know, and he was hanging out with his friend Andre, who Andre is, like, just huge in the whole, spinning scene and all that. He spins at all the hot places in the city, you know. And they go in the VIP room. They knew within seconds that there was nothing going on there, so they went to the regular area and picked up girls within like minutes.
Your cousin?
Oh yeah, these guys are like real players, man. These guys don't mess around at all.
Damn.
I pick up my share of women with some smooth lines in clubs.
Yeah. But you pick up threes. These guys pick up like supermodels.
So what?
Like
What's
it's
the difference?
nothing.
So
like it's nothing.
They all make the same noise when you strangle them.
And my cousin, he invents all sorts of things.
Invents things?
Yeah, he invented this contraption that you could smoke pot and no one knows you're smoking pot.
There's a useful device, sure.
And I don't want to give it
the
away.
The smokeless pipe or something?
No, I don't want to give it away, but you blow the smoke through this thing and it just it doesn't smell like pot smoke anymore.
What about the smoke?
It's perfect for the dorm rooms, let's just put it that
Wow.
way. You don't have to put the towels under the door anymore, it's, to make sure the RAs don't catch you smoking pot.
What about the smoke coming off the joint or the pot with a thing?
He's got it all figured out. Maybe we'll have him in to and demonstrate his device because this guy loves his pot.
I saw an infomercial for that on one of the late night channels.
Really?
No.
Oh,
Jesus!
I wouldn't be surprised.
Could you imagine that? Yeah. Smoke your pot, people.
Shark bait.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's loud.
Oh, that blew out some eardrums.
Ooh, is that loud? Hey, how you doing?
All right, shark bait. Let's try that again. What's going on?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Opus and Anita?
All right, he was waiting to get that out. Got as good a reaction as my banker line did.
Shark Bay, we're a little slow, so we're hoping that you guys have a little more energy today. So come on, let's get right to the point. Go.
All right. It's not pickle part. It's pick a part.
It's a what?
It's a pick a part.
Pick.
You know, like one of those junkyards where you go with your own tools and get your engine parts that you need for the rest areas. It's pick a part, not pickle part.
I say punch out now.
All right, we're going to punch out. All right.
I say punch out. He was going nowhere.
Robin from Florida, what's up? Robin. Wow, what happened to the phones?
Robin.
So, yeah, that party was a disaster last night. But it looked like it was a cool party and all. But
it was one of those parties that would have been great with a lot of booze in you. Like, you got to kind of be drunk, and then you talk to people, you kind of mingle around, you know, make those network connections like Ben does. But when you're exhausted, tired, because you've been up since 3:30 in the morning, and you can't get one drink down you, what a faggot I've turned into.
What are you having? Those parties stink.
No, I kind of like parties. Like, any kind of party. I don't care. Like listening to those guys earlier, the phone call where they're all 3:30 in the morning out there, and they're playing poker and stuff. That's great stuff.
Well, the house parties are much better than one of these. Like,
you know the table
joints.
is full of beer cans and smoking butts and playing poker.
They got the card table out.
They don't care about work in the morning.
No. Why do we have to care about work in the morning?
I don't know.
I kind of like.
How long have we been
retired.
back on? 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, and it's like, it's ruined my lifestyle.
I'm already starting to try to figure out how we can take a day off.
Oh,
I'm just like,
I know.
When
but the worst thing
listeners
is,
understand that we're going to take a day off.
The worst part of it is a day off for what? To sleep.
I know. This weekend is just a sleep fest for me, without a doubt.
Fridays, you're still tired because you've done the show, so you can't go out Friday night unless you sleep after the show.
And there's a baseball game too.
Yeah, there's a ball game now. Yeah. And then Saturday, I guess you could do whatever you got to do Saturday, but you're so screwed up from sleep Friday. You can't even enjoy Saturday, and then Sunday, forget it.
Well, you don't want to
go
sleep
to bed.
all day Sunday.
Yeah,
Because then you won't be able to sleep
Won't
Sunday
be
night.
able to sleep Sunday night. That's what it is. You can't go out Saturday because you can't sleep late on Sunday.
It's a bigger problem than that, though. We gotta our bodies have to adjust to this.
Body clock, like you said before.
The body clock has to adjust. You can't just you can't just sleep all day Sunday and think that's going to solve the problem that we're all going through right now. This is the growing pains of waking up early. So.
Oh, it stinks too. I'm tired. My throat hurts.
You're getting sick now, right? You're getting that thing that everybody went through.
Last night for 2 hours, I'm trying to sleep, and it's just swallow, ouch, swallow, ouch.
Oh, I hate that.
It feels like a ball of snot is in the back of your throat, and you just can't get it down.
You think one good gulp is going to get rid of that sore throat for the night?
Ain't going to do it.
Not at all.
When I popped in a leave, I would have had a better luck eating a sea urchin. That did nothing to help my sore throat.
No, you're done. You're the next one.
Yeah.
It started with Anthony. This is the first day I actually feel 100%.
Was your body achy? My back's like a little achy.
All my joints achy.
A little achy rub.
And no, I got it from Filthy Injun Chips at Foxwoods.
Nah, it's going around.
Filthy chips.
Even Master Poe has it.
Master Poe's got the...
He had something.
He had it, but he kicked its ass and threw it out of his body.
Came and went. And
with his own fingers. He put his fist down his own throat, pulled it out, and punched it. Love that guy.
Oh, by the way, we forgot to mention, the only reason we went to the Sync magazine party, and we do love the folks over there, and we're going to do some stuff with them with the radio show, was for the free stuff.
Yeah.
Where's our free stuff?
Where is that, Ben? Aren't we supposed to get gift bags?
It's getting delivered.
These party gift bags that, you go to these parties, you get a gift bag.
Yeah, the gift bag.
And this one's got some cool stuff in it.
What's in the gift bag?
TiVo. An MP3 player, a phone that's not even out yet.
Wow.
Phone 9, but I called because Ope was bringing his brother. I was making sure it was cool to bring his brother. And we're just going to send the baskets over to the office for you guys tomorrow. And I knew the only reason Anthony was going was for the gift bag.
No, I really would have liked to have partied a little bit.
You're such a liar.
I know I like partying.
I know.
I would think Opie would be there for just the free stuff.
No, you're such a liar. I know you like to party. You walked in. I could tell you were tired.
Yeah.
You went to the VIP section, okay? You sat down, and you
drink.
And you knew very early on you weren't getting your gift bag, and I could tell that your mood changed. You're such a liar, dude.
I was trying to enjoy myself.
And then the realization happened. You're like, wait a minute, we're not getting crap for this.
And I looked at my watch.
Aunt and I sunk up. We're like, all right, what time are you going to sneak out? I'm going to try to make it to 8 o'clock.
Oh,
I don't even think you made it to 8.
I didn't make it till 8. I was out at 7:45.
Yeah.
7:45, I'm out. Taxi. Taxi cab, please.
Here's what the worst part about being in a VIP is when nobody cares about you when you're there. Like when you're in VIP, but they still know that you're just a schmuck who's in VIP. I've been VIP'd in Vegas. Nobody pays attention to me.
It's like you keep waiting for someone to remove you from the area.
Or just to go, oh, you belong here. Would you like any girls?
Oh, no.
I just kind of walk by and look at me like, who's fat tits in the VIP area? It's awful.
Whose friend are you?
I didn't go to the VIP area thinking I was cool. I went to the VIP area thinking, wow, look what we could check out. And we got to check out nothing.
Yeah.
Those clubs suck. You never meet a chick unless you got the look like with the red jacket and the ripped jeans and the sneakers. It's true. You need a certain look. I don't have it for those dumb clubs.
So you dressed very nice today, Jim.
Yeah. Well, I'm snazzily dressed because of the Donald Trump roast.
You know who's hosting that event?
I don't know who's hosting it. It's Regis. Oh, yeah, Regis.
Regis.
Yes.
Maybe you could get him to sing the song.
Oh,
hold on.
I can never remember that tune.
What's that?
Got so many tunes in my head.
How can you not remember it? I can't get it out of my stupid head.
Let's see if this works.
I got
today.
a couple of tots.
Yeah. Gonna be at the Donald Trump roast. I'm hosting the event.
You make me feel so
and Jim Norton's gonna be there. And Rich Voss.
You make me feel so spring is sprung.
There
and
it is.
Every time I see
he's
you
gonna be
grin,
hosting the event.
I'm such a happy
And believe me, when
the moment that you speak.
I was just going to interrupt with another non-funny thought.
I wanna go
another statement.
Yeah, we might have to send you home today.
I'm tired, dude. I've stunk for the last 3 days. You think I don't know that? I'm a dead weight.
You got rave reviews for Tough Crowd last night.
Yes,
I felt very good on Tough Crowd, but in studio, I have been a fucking brick in the swimming pool, just sitting here.
No. We've gotten some very, very kind reviews
I'm just
for
very
your
tired.
performance on the program.
There was that,
very tired.
There was that line yesterday. Yeah.
This is why you have no friends.
What was that?
No, but then Wednesday when you were talking about
That thing. I remember that.
I think there was something that you said was
my
funny.
mind.
Wait,
Thursday, yesterday maybe? No,
Tuesday.
Near the end of the show.
It was very good Tuesday.
Tuesday, and what was that?
I don't remember.
That's true.
I always like wipe it out from day to day to come in and be fresh for the next show.
You make me feel so young.
All right, this guy, we deserve this, and then we'll take a break and we'll regroup. It's Steve from PA. What's up, Steve?
You guys are crying like pussies about sleep. Truck drivers, we drive trucks, get 3 hours sleep, get back and drive another 600 miles.
But we don't think we could do crystal meth in a radio show, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got piss tests to worry about.
Really?
If you were back in Boston, I don't think your old buddy Rocco or Greg Hill would be crying about sleep.
Hey, dude, shut up.
Whatever happened to that fat bastard?
Rocco?
He was fired from a few stations that he tried to hook up at, and then we just haven't heard from him.
Yeah, he's
kind of disappeared. Last I heard he was selling cars or something.
Yeah, you can actually hear his spots on AAF. That's the funniest thing. Hey, it's Rocco. Come down here to Kia Auto, whatever the hell he's selling.
I'm selling Kias.
Someone knows why Jim Norton is sick. Yes, Joe.
Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome back. It's been a long time since I had so much fun again in the car.
Morning, Joe. Thanks for calling the program.
Jimmy, I'm wondering if you're making the connection between the sore throat you had today and eating a little ass on Wednesday.
That's right. You were eating ass the other night.
Oh, please. I laugh at ass eating. No, I'm sick because these two disease factories across from me have both been sick for 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's licking hooker ass, and me and Opie are the ones that get you sick.
We haven't even touched you. We haven't even given you a fist or
Nothing.
a handshake, and you're licking ass.
Well, we're all talking into microphones. Believe me, that's what it is. It's going around.
I could see the illness germs that you have in you now, just like hanging onto her asshole, seeing your tongue coming over, going, quick, jump across. We can get out of this asshole. And they just all going, jumped over, off the bunghole, right onto Jimmy's tongue, and that's it.
It's like the Cubans trying to make it to America.
Yeah, they're floating over on tubes through bodily fluids. Whoa, we made it! Quick, run for the beach.
Great to have you back, guys. I got a new reason now to hang out in the tool shed with the XM radio.
The germs are on inner tubes in that girl's ass, trying to make their way
making their way over
to America,
kissing the tongue they land on. Oh, thank God, we're out of there.
Let me punch out while I'm ahead, guys.
Bye, fella.
Hey, look, that guy just woke us the fuck up.
I don't like the fact that you're implying that her asshole cold is behaving like Elian Gonzalez and leaping into my eager, stupid mouth.
It was. You don't know what's dangling down there. You're digging right in like a pooch.
Oh, dude, I was like a fucking baby wipe. I was right in.
Ass equals Cuba. Your mouth equals America.
Yep. You're Florida.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
man.
my tongue is even shaped like Florida.
Like Florida, right.
I'm trying to find.
You got the little Cuban ass and little germs making their way over. You have no Coast Guard around your lips to protect it.
My throat
It was
hurts.
done. And now your throat hurts.
It's terribly.
It's just going to get worse.
Well, how did Ope get sick? How did Aunt get sick?
We know how.
I got sick from dirty chips at Mohegan Sun and Foxwoods. I know it.
Okay.
And there was some hacking towel head sitting next to me.
And I got
really
screwing up the whole table.
A sand golfer?
Hitting on a 13 when the dealer's showing 4, you stupid fuck. God, I hate that.
Oh, why do you hate that? Because it won't bust. It'll bust the dealer, right?
Let the dealer bust. These idiots that think one guy. This guy comes over. Now, I was finally sitting at a table where everyone knew their place and what to do. This guy comes over out of nowhere. He's drunk off his ass. He's got chips in his hand. He puts them down. He pulls a 14. The dealer's showing something low, 2, 3, 4, whatever. He pulls a 14. He's all drunk. He just puts his chips down right before the deal, pulls a 14. Everyone's waiting, stick. He goes, hit me! Boom, picture card. He busts, walks away. He was there just long enough to screw everyone up because the dealer hit, would have busted if it wasn't for this idiot that came over. You want to kill these people. And they're usually Asian.
You got to be.
This guy was just a drunk, stupid white guy.
You got to be a team player when you're playing.
It's a team effort. If you don't know how to play, go somewhere else. Play the slot machines, you old bastard.
Was the Asian happy or sad, or you couldn't tell because you were only looking right at his face?
Jimmy, I couldn't even tell. It was like he was emotionless.
Ugh,
They have the best
fucking
poker.
yellow mummies.
They have the best poker faces. Anthony.
What did he get? Did he get a good deal or not?
Right.
I don't know. He could be sitting on pocket rockets.
You know,
could have big slick.
Anthony, I was going to have a surprise for you, but I think I got to talk about it so we can maybe make this happen.
I hate surprises.
I love a surprise.
No, it's a good surprise for you, though.
Yeah.
We're trying to get you into the World Series of Poker.
Oh, that would be great.
See, I knew that would be a good surprise for you.
Yeah.
We're actually working really hard in Washington to get you in the World Series of Poker.
I would absolutely play in that.
And we would be playing with XM Satellite Radio's money.
Oh, fantastic.
What is it? Is it like you have to have 10,000 or something?
10 grand to get in.
We're trying to get you in.
And there's a couple of thousand people that play.
We're trying to get you into the World Series of Poker.
Whittles down to the final table, and the winner last one that just ended got $5 million.
Right. It was going to be a surprise, but maybe if we talk about it on the air, maybe that'll help us get you in there. So
let's work on that because I'm a Hold'em playing fool.
All right.
I love it.
Well, in honor of the diseases and the germs jumping from
girls' anuses into Jim's mouth.
Into Jimmy's mouth.
That's not true, ladies. Those girls I'm to try to hook up with are going to think, dude, I have asshole germs in my teeth.
This is called a radio seg. Just enjoy it, okay? In honor of that.
Sit back and enjoy.
Sorry.
In honor of that, there's a little song that Anthony sung a while ago with his brother, Drown, Cuban, Drown.
Oh, remember that one?
We'll break this out on the new show, and we'll continue.
Drown, drown, Cuban, drown, drown, Cuban, drown, yeah, Cuban, drown, 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 Cuban, drown. 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 Let's hear it for the refugees, give them a hand. From the days just to open up a taco stand. 20 Cuban float on a wine bottle cork. Guantanamo Bay is just a 5-minute walk. Turn around, down, 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 Cuban drown. Cuban drown, down, 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 Cuban drown. Cuban drown, down, 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 Cuban drown. Cuban drown, down, 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 Cuban drown. We took all your relatives, stay away. Remember Ricky Ricardo, Babalu, Aye. Mamacita, she's as big as a boat. You'd shove a motor up her ass if you thought she'd float. Turn around, down, 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 Cuban drown. Cuban drown, down, 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 Cuban drown. Cuban drown, down, 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 Cuban drown. Cuban drown, down, 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 Cuban drown. Cuban drown. Drown, drown, Cuban drown, drown, Cuban drown, yeah. Cuban drown, 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 Cuban drown. Drown, 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 Cuban drown. Cuban drown, 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 Cuban drown. Cuban drown, 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 Cuban drown. Cuban drown, 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 Cuban drown.
Coming up next on Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton sings
Forget Me Not, you sightless twat. Your dog just shit on my...
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, call him, please.
This is Mike Matthews of Collection.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling in regards to your delinquent account with Dr. Cumia.
Yeah?
It has been turned into our collection agency for the amount of $43.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, sir, I'm not.
No, hold on. Let me tell you something. That doctor had me come in about 6 months ago for a full physical. Put me there in his little examination room. Told me to get naked. I'm sitting there butt-ass naked for about 20 minutes. Finally, he comes in and he says, put this gown on. I tell you, the gown had lace on it. And he told me finally, he said, going to check my prostate out. Told me to bend over. So I'm thinking, hey, he's a doctor. He's going there. I'm bending over and stuff. Checking my prostate. Turn around. The guy had both hands on my shoulders. I'm thinking, damn bit funny right now. I'm just in there laughing at my experience I gone through.
Sir?
Yeah?
Your medical history is irrelevant to us.
Well, I'm telling you, he's not getting no money from me. I went there to get a physical. Told me to put a 90 on. I put the thing on. He checked my prostate out. Had both hands on my shoulders and everything. I can't even look at my wife the same way. Come out, Bob's cutting the grass next door, and I get kind of sexually aroused. And I don't even know which way I'm coming or going.
Do you understand?
Have you talked to them over there? Have you talked to them?
Yes, I have, sir. I've talked to their...
Did he ask about me?
Sir, the doctor's not even involved. I'm talking to their accounting department.
I mean, he's still jogging and working out the weights and everything.
I have no idea,
He's
sir.
getting kind of buffed there for a while. I think he got up a little bit like Brad Pitt. You know, he's kind of
Sir, is your good credit history worth $43?
Hell, a lot of opportunity for $43. Don't worry about that damn $43. Maybe I'd call him up. If he knew you were calling me right now, he'd probably be pissed because he don't know that you're. I'm sure the hell he don't know what this is all about.
Sir, your account has been turned over to us. It leaves our hands and goes into a lawyer's hands.
That's much, boy, I tell you what, you're about as much pain in the ass than he was. I'm going to go. Screw you, buddy.
Heather. The Maverick Minute from Maverick Business Consulting.
Welcome, I'm Bill Stark. And I'm Dr. Marty Cohen. The subject we've been discussing this week is crisis leadership. Yesterday we spoke of 5 key challenges for a great leader during a crisis: to inform, direct, manage expectations, touch, and inspire. Tell us more, Marty. You can help people in crisis manage their expectations by conveying, for example, that within what is possible, their very best is being done. Messages such as this will help people maintain perspective and tolerate uncertainty longer. And? Competent emotional leadership also speaks to and about shared values, those things that bind us as a company or as a community. When we remind people what we're about, we inspire them to function at their best. And in order to do all these things, a leader has to be highly visible and visible often. Speaking of crises, Doc, we're out of time. Join us tomorrow for more about effective crisis leadership.
Maverick LLC, we make change possible. Log on at maverickllc.com.
It's everything. XM 202. XM News, talk, sports, and information 24/7.
For 7 cents a day, you can get Opie and Anthony. Or feed this little kid with the flies on his face. But you want to laugh, don't you? You don't want to be depressed watching starving children. So turn them off and turn on Opie and Anthony.
And we'll send you a photo of the child you're helping in the outfit of your choice.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Everybody say, when you hear the call, you got to get it underway. Word up, it's the code word. No matter where you say it, you know that you'll be learned.
That's corn. Word up.
There you go.
What the hell is that?
The truck horn.
Oh, I thought it was Jim Norton blowing his nose. This is the O&A virus spreading across America. Thank you for checking out the program, and thank you for turning this show on to others. We greatly appreciate that.
Just to scare people driving in their car every so often. They'll just be driving, have the XM cranked up in the... what was behind me?
You know what we got to get? We're still building the show. I don't want to wreck it. You know what we got to get?
I know.
Okay, and this.
Yes. That was always a favorite.
Yes.
Those sounds are great.
It's too bad we have short-term memories, or this show would have been a lot better by now. We actually need our fans to email us and remind us of things we used to do. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh yeah, that's
terrible.
Like bits we should have remembered, Anthony. You know, like some guys like, when is Anthony going to start doing the Mike Tyson voice?
Oh yeah.
And I remember reading that, going, oh, that's right, Anthony used to do Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
On the show.
I need the bullhorn though. We haven't gotten a bullhorn yet.
I know. It's kind of cool how slowly but surely, like, we add more things every day.
Yeah, cool's one way to put it.
Lazy's another way.
Lazy, and we should have had it done is quite another way.
You get a lot of emails that say, hey, guys, you had 2 years. Where's all your stuff?
Yeah. 2 years we had.
First day here, you should have walked in with a shopping bag with a bullhorn and some horns.
Right, all the little goodies.
You know, that's what makes this show so good, though. We're just lazy.
If you want to remember what you used to do, just listen to the other radio DJs around the country.
Ah! Oh, are they hoo-hooing us?
Oh, I was in one radio station. I swear to God, they did a bit, and I'm sitting there, and they go, "Yeah, that was O&A's, but we had the same agent." I go, "It doesn't mean anything. You can't just take their bits. What do you know?"
I don't like that you just decided to start talking without the big intro. You
sorry.
really think you're a star now.
I thought you
the
were
old
the
days, you would sit there in the corner and wait for your big introduction and stuff. Now you're like, you know
old
what?
days, I'm not your shine boy anymore. Okay, let me tell you something, pal. I'm a big. You know what? I got out of bed for this. Okay, I'm a big act now.
Oh, he put a shine on your shoes. Forget about it.
All right, I'm sorry, you're right. You're right. I should have just started talking. I didn't realize.
Making his first appearance on the show, and so far it's better than Frenchie's first appearance. And,
Yes.
And Tom from Narlands.
Yes, all the people from the old days of the show have come back and tried to reprise their roles on the program and have failed miserably.
Frenchie, after, we attacked and he's going to come in with Frenchie, maybe he should come in as Britain or something, you know what I mean?
That's true. He comes in, and we hadn't been on the air since the war started in Iraq, and we had the problems with France, and now we get a Frenchie guy. He's not a sympathetic character.
Yeah. Come on, Norton was going to trash me on that one. No, yes, you were. It doesn't matter.
I'm too tired. I'm achy.
So I want to say hi to an old friend who came in 4th place.
Oh, my God.
In Last Comic Standing 3.
4th place on a show that came in 178th place.
Yeah. No, you came in 2nd place, didn't you, in the first one?
No, the first one I came in 3rd. I came in 3rd.
You came in 3rd?
Yeah.
Who beat you? I know that stupid Dat
Fan. And
Ralphie May and the Zipper. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That would make
You know, I know you guys are kind of close with Ralphie.
Everybody is.
Yeah, you have no choice but to be. Stop it.
So are you going to trash him? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to trash him. I don't think he's all that funny.
I disagree. I saw him at Caroline's. He killed.
Ralphie sells out all over the country. His race, okay? He thinks.
So it's Rich Voss, everybody.
Yes, Rich.
It's so cool to be in here. It's so cool just seeing you guys working
back.
again. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Last night, I was. Computers are so hard. Like when you're trying to put a link on richvoss.com to sell your DVD, you're up. No. Here's the deal. I just want to do a plug. Last night I was. Here's the deal.
God.
Here's the deal. Last night I was with my girlfriend in the hotel room, right? So she had a couple drinks and she's kind of buzzed. So we're fooling around a little. I go, well, let me just write this thing for the roast, right? I go, oh man, this is when I like her, because I might, be able to get, balloon. But anyhow,
really?
No, I won't. But in my mind, I think I can.
When she gets a little drunk, you think?
Yeah, but she's just so, she's sexier when she's a little buzzed.
All
women
are, Rich.
Who is it? Huh?
They're always sexier when they're buzzed.
HBO's on. I turn. It's Taxi Cab Confessions.
Oh yeah.
And the girl in the back seat's really hot. And I turn. I look. I go, that's Brandy. I used to fuck her. And I go, that's a girl I used to bang.
Come on.
I swear. Really? Yeah. I go, I used to bang. And I go, oh, I mean, I know.
And she's on Taxi Cab Confessions?
Yeah, she was on Taxi Cab.
Awesome.
Way to throw a little cold water on the chance of getting sex.
On my own block.
Wow.
Yeah, you cock blocked yourself.
Why didn't you just look at Tommy Morrison and say, we used to share a needle?
You idiot. Well, that's something to be excited about. One of the girls you're banging is on TV now.
So the girl's on TV talking about how she likes to give head and this and that. I'm going, she wasn't like that with me.
Yeah, never happened.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Man.
That's classic. So
nice.
Well, already a good story. I'm off to a good start.
It was an okay story.
What was it?
We helped it along with a lot more laughing than we usually
do.
Yeah, okay?
It's
Let's
a funny
calm down.
When
a
does
little
that
bit.
happen?
Jesus.
You got the Trump roast later on?
Yeah.
We're all going to the Donald Trump roast today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, they flew me and her in first class. They give us a nice room for 2 nights. Everything's paid for.
Are you admitting that you're finally dating
know,
Bonnie? Or
No, I just know that I'm going to tank it and feel bad that I took all their money and all their, No,
you're planning on sucking at the roast?
Well, this way, I can't be disappointed when I do, but I don't set my goals high.
That's true. Good way to go through life.
Well, I don't know. I think it's going to be okay. We do a lot of roasts. I did one on TV a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, right.
I roasted
TV.
Jay.
On Last Comic Standing.
Yeah, that was a good 2.5-minute roast.
Some of those things were brutal.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Some people are just
let me tell
not
you.
funny.
Last Comic Standing, I really enjoyed the first one. Kind of liked the second one. The third one was a complete disaster and a horrible idea. Obviously, NBC saw the ratings and they wanted to throw another version out there, but they didn't think it through.
No, I mean, how do you start a show 3 weeks after the other one?
I understand. Because the interaction in the house and stuff is kind of what makes it, kind of fun.
Yeah, they should have just called this, upscale Star Search. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Upscale?
Yeah, well, whatever. It's because there was more comics.
We got the National Enquirer, and every National Enquirer has OJ on the cover.
That's right.
OJ going to jail?
No, he's not.
His best pal finally tells all. Yeah, whatever.
Who, Kardashian?
I don't think Kardashian's talking.
No,
he's dead.
He died, bro.
Took it to his grave.
Oh, when
what
did he
was
die?
in the bag? What was in the bag?
Yeah.
He died like last year.
Yeah, he died a year or two ago. Thanks for nothing. You could have at least told us what was going on. Last comic standing, producer. This is in the gossip section. Jay Moore is still standing. Luckily, after comedian Gary Goldman slammed him into a wall with fist cocked and threatened to deck him. Why are you such a jerk? Howled Goldman, who ranted he was sick and tired of Jay needling him and the other comics. The pair were pulled apart before blows were struck, but Goldman's still gruesing. Gruesing?
Did he really say, why are you such a jerk?
A jerk.
Wow, that type of language. I'm glad they edited that out.
Look, jerky.
So was there anything to that? Or was
I wasn't in the room, but I heard.
Was Airsick involved? Was it another fake fight?
No, I heard this was real. I mean, I wasn't in the room.
So
I don't
what
know
was the
happened.
problem with Goldman?
Did Jay steal his material?
I just, why? Gary's not a ventriloquist. You know, I mean, listen. I guess it all came down from season 2. Maybe he's just tormenting him, this and that, or
trying to make a little drama. I think.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think Jay
it would have been a good fight. Jay could fight though. Jay's not.
Yeah, Jay's a fighter. Guy
know.
was a wrestler. I had Fight Club with Jay. Remember? He took me out in no time.
Yeah,
kicked my ass.
Are we gonna bring Fight Club back?
I was a bitch. It's one of those things that you can't bring back or lose. It just happens. I think after we're here for a while, tensions build and people want to kick ass.
My best Fight Club ever was when I kicked the shit out of Frenchie.
Frenchie was bleeding.
I almost killed him.
He was a bloody mess on the floor.
And you guys were cheering me on, and I just, my mind went blank when I had my knee up against his neck and his head was against the speaker. Remember, he was screaming.
He was all bent up, and he had carpet burns. He had
everywhere.
carpet burns all over him.
Well, he didn't get the carpet burns. I had him in this hold where I had my knee up against his neck, so his neck was getting twisted really bad into a speaker, and he was on the ground. And he was screaming, let me up, I give, all that crap, right? And then he did the thing you never do in a fight. Like, I had him bad. Yeah. So I let him go because, there was nothing he could do in that position. He goes after me as soon as I let him go. I'm
Tries
like,
again.
Right, that's it. How many rug burns did that guy have?
He was a mess.
He was a mess.
The most degrading thing, though, when you made him go in the train car to sign the surrender. That was wonderful.
That must be really hard to beat up a skinny French.
I know. Trust me, I know. It wasn't.
And this ballet dancer came in, and
it wasn't that much of a challenge. I've had.
Well, you had a fight with the other guy, didn't you?
I've had a lot of great fights.
You had a fight with another French guy underwater.
I had a lot of great fights.
Opie's the only guy that could go on one of these scuba outings in the Bahamas, was it? Where was it?
It was where we
Turks and Caicos.
Turks and Caicos. I went back there.
Everyone, you do the scuba diving thing. You take the course and you go scuba diving. They take you out to a reef. Maybe what's the depth? 30 feet?
No.
50?
They take you. Technically, because I'm not certified, they take you down like 60 or 70 feet.
Oh, 60, 70 feet.
We definitely went down a lot further than that.
And most of the people go to these things. They have a wonderful story. Maybe take the underwater camera, get a little fish photography. Opie gets in a fight.
Underwater.
With a guy underwater. How do you fight underwater?
It's a true story.
It's like James Bond with a knife in his mouth trying to cut the guy's air hose.
Well, what happened, I was kind of experienced as far as these dives because I was there for a couple weeks, so it was like probably close to my 10th dive. I was
still in the men of the Calypso started brawling.
Right. I was doing like 2 dives a day. I was really into it, but every time you went out to go for the dive, there was like, quote, newbies. I know I'm not, but I had a few dives under my belt.
Newbies. So. Like Ope's going down to the Titanic to pick up some wreckage.
I know. Newbies. And they got
the day before you were in the pool at the resort learning how to breathe through the regulator.
Absolutely. You're 100% right.
Day 2, look at these newbies.
Well, that's the scary part when you go on these resort dives, though. They put you in a pool, and you're feeling real confident stuff, and, it's only 8 feet, and you're underwater, and you're like, wow, I can't believe I'm breathing underwater. This is great. And then you think they might, take you to the next step where maybe they take you out in the ocean a little bit off the shore.
Where you would normally do the snorkeling.
Yeah, let's take you 20 feet out or whatever, or 30 feet out, okay?
We don't have time for that, man.
Oh, no, you jump on a boat. You ride for a good hour. You don't even see land anymore.
Just away from land for an hour straight at full speed.
Yeah, because they're finding the reef. And next thing you know, the next day, you're right. You go from the pool to jumping in this massive ocean.
Yeah.
Where you're literally only a couple hundred yards from the shelf where it drops down like a mile.
Oh, you could look down and see that darkness?
Oh, yeah.
The scary darkness that the monsters come out of?
Oh, yeah.
You could not get me to do that. Call me a pussy. Go ahead. Pussy. Yeah. I'm afraid of the monsters in the water. Monsters.
They take a big step from the pool to the ocean. So we're going out there, and on the way out, like you said, it's close to an hour. You know, they're going over everything.
I love how responsible they are too. The hour that you're driving out is called the booze cruise.
not with the. Oh, we got
get all tanked up and then put the tanks on and get in the water.
What was that guy's name? The captain who was like banging the chick on the way back from the booze cruise.
Oh, she was like on her knees in front of the captain's console.
Yeah. She was blowing
getting
the guy.
A blowjob on the way.
And there was
on the way back.
Oh my God, that is one of the best stories. That was Turks and Caicos too when we went down there for Sam Adams.
It's just nothing but drinking and sex.
Well, and they say whatever happens on the booze cruise stays on the booze cruise.
They come up with that one.
They have all these like drinking games on the beach, and everyone gets just completely gone. Most of the people have to be held back on the boat. They're so fucked up,
puking.
And on the way back, I remember that one guy who was driving the boat was driving extra slow because he was getting head.
Yeah.
And remember what was going on behind him? Like nasty, like storm clouds.
All right. Yeah. The ocean was getting a little nasty.
And it wasn't just you and I and the people we were with. Everyone was pretty much like, dude, could you hurry up a little bit? These clouds are getting a lot darker and a lot closer.
He didn't care.
But he's slowing down because he's getting action all the way back to the resort.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going out there. And they're giving instructions and making sure your equipment's okay and what to do if this happens. You know, you really
the hand signals.
Oh yeah, you gotta listen, right? And there's this French couple, because Turks and Caicos, it's like half French, half English, and half Brazilian. I mean,
stupid French.
The place rocks actually as far as Club Med, and this French couple, they're just not listening. And it was just pissing me off.
Of course, I do not need to listen.
They're not listening. They think they're better than everyone else.
Suck it.
And everyone's like trying to pay attention. They're speaking in French, so other people aren't even hearing. They're just being a major distraction to everybody. So I take notice, and I'm like, I already hate those two, you know?
So you had a problem with them before you even went in the water?
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm starting to think it was Opie's
No,
fault.
that's the key to the story. I mean, you know, these two people were assholes, okay? So then it's time to jump in. I jump right in because I've done a few dives at this point, so I'm not as scared. Because, you know, after you go from the pool to the ocean, you take your time going in. You're like, ugh. But I jumped right in. I'm like, I want to get right into the water, and I go down to 70 feet or whatever it is. And then they tell you when you're down there, kind of just hang out and check things out and wait for everyone else to finally get down there and get situated, and then we'll take you on a little dive around the area, okay? So I'm at the bottom. And I'm just hanging out, checking it out. It's like being in a huge aquarium. It's awesome when you relax. And I'm watching these people slowly but surely descending from above, you know, nicely. The people that were listening are descending around me. And now, hey, oh, look, I got a fellow scuba buddy right next to me. Hey, how are you? You kind of wave at each other because you're all happy. You're in this whacked out atmosphere. And they're checking things out. And next thing I know, I look up, and there's the French couple flailing, out of control, coming down way too fast. Cause
French bread in their hands.
Right.
They're on a bicycle with a beret on.
This is a true story. Like, out of control. You're supposed to, you know, descend slowly, obviously, because you got to adjust and blah, blah, blah. I could explain why. But they're coming down way too fast. And I'm looking up. I'm like, holy S, this guy's going to land on me. I'm like, no way, right? Sure enough, he just crashes into me with his flippers. The flipper hits me in the face, his body. I'm like messed up. I'm like, that's it. So I push the guy. I just push him in.
How do you push underwater?
That's the best part of this thing, because it sounds like, you know, I'm such a tough guy. But, you know, try fighting underwater and see how ridiculous you look.
You really get a good example of that Newton's third law underwater.
Oh, without a doubt. So I push him. It's all slow motion. Fighting is what it comes down to. So I push him like this. And he, like, backs up like 2-3 feet because, wow, there's a lot of power when you're underwater.
Yeah.
So then I could see the look on his face. He is just livid, and he comes after me.
I surrender.
Right. It takes him a while to come back toward me, and I see him coming, but, you know, everything's very slow underwater.
Pull the knife out of your leg sheath.
Yeah. So he
got him.
So he comes back at me and pushes me back. I'm like, that's it. Now we got problems. So I punch him in the face.
You swung.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it took forever to get there, but I said, you know what?
Don't move. This punch is coming.
Oh, yeah. So I punched him in the face and pushed him again, and then we just started fighting and wrestling, and that's when I tried to pull his air hose out.
So now attempted murder. You're trying to kill this guy.
No, I'm not trying to kill the guy because we're only 60, 70 feet down. Pull the air hose, he's going to panic, he's going to go up, and then I'm going to be able to enjoy my dive.
I think there's a problem there, though. 60 feet.
No, you could get up. That's why they take you down only 60, 70 feet.
Yeah, you could go right up.
You have to be down there a long time to not be able to ascend really fast.
I got labins.
And if I'm wrong, don't call me because we don't need to the details of diving today.
Mm-hmm.
But so then, he comes back out at me, and we're kind of wrestling and rolling over and stuff.
Fighting underwater.
It's a true story, man. I can't make this crap up.
Only you.
And so then the guide comes down, sees there's a problem, and I think to this day the guide just thought we were both kind of just having problems.
Having sex?
Yeah, really. We were just having problems, and it's our first dive, and we're a little out of control, and it kind of separates us, and we go on the dive, and then
monster rain.
The rest of the dive, I'm elbowing them and pushing them and stuff, and that was that, more or less.
Little brawl
underwater
with Frenchie.
Did you make up when you came over the water?
No, then see, he didn't speak English, so we kind of just glared at each other above water. Fighting underwater, see, with me, after the fight's done, I'm fine. I got my aggression out. I didn't really need to take it above water. I just did it. But I just glared at him all the way back to the resort.
Let's take this into the oxygen, pal.
Yeah, that's right.
Take it above water.
We're gonna take it above water. So,
was he staying at the same place you were?
Yeah, I saw him for the rest of the week. The guy was just an ass. He was just an ass.
People wondering if you pulled off the Matrix pose underwater. You could have done that.
I think it was before the Matrix movies, but you know what? It was very similar. That whole.
You could do some cool stuff underwater.
Oh yeah.
And the skipper's getting blown. There's a groupie for everything in this.
Yeah, the skipper on the boat driving back from the booze cruise getting a blowjob.
This guy
we're ready to get engulfed in a storm.
True story. This girl was completely hammered, and the best part about it is because we all took a charter from JFK down to Turks and Caicos. Okay, so you see all these girls saying goodbye to their boyfriends and husbands and all this at JFK, and they all look normal, and they're almost kind of like in their business suits and stuff. God, within a day or two, they are just sloppy drunk in tiny, tiny little bikinis, just getting action everywhere. This one lady was blowing the captain. That same lady I watched get back off the plane at JFK and run into the arms of her boyfriend. Like, hi, I had such a good time down there.
Big kiss.
Because all the New Yorkers go down the same flight. Yeah. So, you see them down there, and then you see them when they come back up to New York.
Getting salty captain seat all over her boyfriend's face.
Oh, this guy rocked. You just know every week he's just, seeing the new talent coming to the resort.
All the Club Med employees down there, they were all, trying to pick up on chicks. Who was the one trying to pick up on Sandy? The circus guy, the friggin' trapeze guy.
She had the trapeze guy going after her, the big black guy.
Right in front of you. They don't care either.
Oh, they make it sound like, oh, hey, man, it's all good. Their phrase is, it's all good.
It's all good. That's supposed to erase everything.
Well, wait, it's not all good. You got your cock out.
You got your cock in her ass.
Wait a minute. What is that?
It's all good, man. It's all good. Not yet for you.
Well, we're all
like, me, you're stretching her all out.
Well, we're all smoking illegal Cuban cigars and drinking the stupid rum punch drinks. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah,
but wait a minute, pal. Your cock is out.
Your cock's in my girlfriend.
Now I got a problem.
It's now all great.
Right. And these guys, all they have to do is sun themselves and work out all day long. And, you go down to like a Club Med after working your balls off all year long for your stupid 2-week vacation. You don't have time for a gym or to go out in the sun, so you're just a
flabby, pasty mess.
Yeah, you're a blubbery mess, and you want to feel good about yourself. You take your shirt off, and these guys that are helping you on these excursions are like freaking supermodels staring at your chicks. It's
guy's a trapeze artist.
Right. How do you compete with a trapeze
artist?
He's
all cut, and he's doing flips on a trapeze, and then they try to get you up there. You're in the harness looking all awkward. Your nutsack is coming out of your pants.
And your chick is checking it out. Wow, she really wants to go bang you.
The guy that's doing the triple flip and catching the other bar, or me, like, I can't even go halfway without falling onto the net. But the nice harness eases me down gently.
Yeah,
I look like a complete tool.
We were doing the basic moves. I remember that it's like, they want us to hang upside down and swing a little bit, and I had to tell them to stop because I was getting lightheaded.
The blood's rushing to my head. Yeah, it's rushing to mine too, man. Wait till your girlfriend comes.
Yeah, I was, I was definitely much more out of shape back then.
They know the deal.
My beer belly's almost hitting me in the face back then, and I'm like, oh, yeah, my chick is so turned on.
They know how to make the guys look stupid, and they know how to look great in front of the chicks. And if there's any problems between the two of you, it's over, Johnny. It's over.
That's why I show my girlfriend I blow him first.
The best part, you got to talk about the ex-Marine that now is like the captain on some of these excursions.
Oh, he was the snorkeling guy.
The snorkeling guy that did everything he told us that we weren't allowed to do.
I'm an ex-Navy SEAL. And now he's taking tourists out for snorkeling excursions on these little reefs.
Right.
And he was so serious about his hand motions. If there's a problem, don't wave. You are to take a fist and bang it on the top of your head. Do not touch any of the sea life below the surface. You are just to look and take pictures. And then we're out there.
This is exactly how he talked, and it's not even doing a bit here.
He does this perfect sea hunt dive off the back of the boat with the knife in his teeth.
That was so he could, secure the anchor, remember?
I will now secure the anchor.
He throws the anchor over his back and does this perfect dive into the water.
He turns around, winks to the girls, and dives off the boat.
And you're the blubbery white mess on the boat, and you're supposed to compete with this crap.
Where'd he go?
Right.
And he comes back up with a huge starfish in his hands. He's not supposed to touch the sea life.
He's got sea life and a knife in his teeth. It's like, oh,
This
God.
is some of the sea life you will see below the surface. But do not touch it. Only I know how to handle these creatures of the deep. Freaking guy was slitting wrists and slitting throats in the Nam. And there he is, showing a bunch of flabby tourists the starfish and trying to fuck your girlfriend. Great.
It's exactly what goes on down there, man. They're just waiting for you to fall asleep early.
That's it.
Your whole deal, if you go to Club Med with your chick, is to try to stay up as late as possible.
Oh, you just got to watch them.
Because, come on, man. I mean, chicks think just like guys when it comes down to it. They see these things walking around the resort, and they're hoping you're going to pass out early.
Yeah.
Because at Club Med, there's no time to go to bed. People just stay up 24 hours a day. I remember nodding off at the quote, disco.
Yeah, the disco.
Wanting to go home and going back to my room and crash, but I just didn't trust these animals down there.
You wake up in the middle of the night, she's gone.
Yeah, oh no.
She duck walks back into the room 4 hours later.
I love the smell of your chick in the morning. Smells like my victory. Sure does.
Yeah. A couple Club Med stories. I don't know how we got here.
Remember, I was married at the time, and my wife went skydiving.
Oh, that's right.
Tandem skydiving, where they're supposed to clip you into a harness, but for some reason they don't use a harness. He just has a boner, and she has to sit on it, jump out of the plane that way. I remember that day. I was on the beach because I wouldn't do it, and she's strapped to a skydiver doing the tandem dive, and I look at the plane. It's way up there. It's a little dot, and I see them jump out, and I'm like, 1,000, 2,000. Please don't open. Please parachute. Don't open. This could save me 50%. This could save me so much money. Big canopy. Shit. Hit the water. Hit the shark-infested water. Please. Please. Sorry. What are you going to do? It opened.
It sure did.
How she was able to get a drink at 10,000 feet, that's beyond me. But
this is the only time Anthony makes people uncomfortable in the studio.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
It happened.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not uncomfortable.
No?
The parachute opened, and so did Ant's wallet.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Made the same sound.
And she went and got a big, huge snow shovel.
Pull that ripcord. Here it comes. Thank you.
What? I believe if a woman's with a guy supporting him through his career, what's a little bit...
Yeah, in here every day writing bits for me.
Yeah.
She taught me the Brokaw impression.
Oh, man, someday we do have to get into that. Mike from Staten Island. Hey, Mike.
Hey, boys, how you doing?
We're rolling, so help us out here.
The Staten Island, you belong in the dump in Staten Island.
Frenchie's actually on the line. We'll go to him in a second. So,
his second appearance.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, it's Mike from the old SaveEddie.com. We were in Turquoise, in Club Med.
Right.
You all eat together and everything. You hang out in there, and we're sitting down like 6, 7 of my friends. Some guys are staring at me, and I'm saying, "These guys keep staring at me." I said, "What the hell are you looking at?" He goes, "In France, only the pigs eat the corn." I said, your fucking mother's a pig. And then we started this big brawl. We got thrown out like the second day there.
No, you did?
There was the French guy?
Yeah, because I was eating corn, and he's looking at me. And I said, I had to say something. I said, what the hell are you looking at? He goes, in France, only the pigs eat corn.
I guess French people don't eat corn? Is that the...
I guess. That's what he said. I said, your mother's a fucking pig. And then it was like 7, and we just had a mad brawl. He threw us out, and we got arrested.
Yeah, but don't you think that you should have handled that a little bit better and said maybe found out what he meant by it?
Fuck them French. I hate them anyway.
All right.
It's a French compliment.
I haven't had good experiences with the French. That's for sure.
No.
Because they're awful.
No one really likes the French, and you know that the French don't like Americans. It's just
They're
the way
jealous.
it is.
They're jealous.
I'm very jealous.
And ever since Russia fell and the Soviet Union fell, Europe has been obsessed with banding together and finally being men. Why weren't you criticizing the U.S. when you were afraid Russia was going to kick your fucking cowardly teeth in?
That's right.
As soon as the Cold War ended, Europe was like, we don't need the U.S.
They were petrified at any moment that the Soviets were going to take over their countries, and they goddamn well would have done it if it wasn't for the U.S.
Yep.
And now that the Soviet Union's gone, they're all one big happy family that doesn't need us anymore.
With their faggoty Eurodollar, 1 unit for everyone, jerk-offs.
1 unit.
Ugh. Fucking worthless countries banding together to be one good one.
Now they're all pals, but you could always depend. Germany will screw the whole thing up eventually.
They'll do something.
Decide to goose step into someone else's country.
They'll see some happy Jew in France and just attack the whole country. There are a bunch of anti-Semites too in France. No wonder Sharon hates them.
Mm-hmm.
What? Were we just talking history? What?
Little bit.
Not history, just modern day stuff.
It's the same. Yeah, it has an impact on where we are now with the French.
That's right. Globalization.
Globalization.
Let's say hi to Brooklyn.
Yo, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the house. What's
in the
up?
hizzy.
In the hizzy.
One of my best friends works down at Club Med in Cancun.
Yeah.
Lives in the village. He gets more ass than a toilet seat.
Of course.
We saw
more ass than Norton's tongue.
We saw it for ourselves. It was unbelievable. All these, they're called GOs. You reminded me of that. I see that on the screen.
Yeah.
These GOs, you pull up to the Club Med resort, right? And they got the drinks already flowing, man.
Oh, get them drunk quick.
And the GOs just all line up, and you could see it in their eyes. They're just checking out the new talent and you know who they're going to go after that week.
It's like a drunken entrance to Paris Island.
Yeah.
You get off of the bus or the van that they bring you in, and they separate you from your luggage immediately. They go, no, don't worry. It's all loud, and they're like, come on, whoa, everyone's drunk and partying. They separate you from your luggage and say, don't worry about it. We'll take it to your room. And I'm like, they're like, aha, you Americans, you're so paranoid that something's going to happen. It's my luggage. They separate you, pump you full of drinks. Before you walk 10 feet, you're drunk. And then they try to pump your girls the whole time. Whole time.
Well, according to this guy, his friend gets more ass than a toilet seat. Why, are some of the girls down there like doorknobs because everyone gets a turn?
All right, we got Rich Voss in the house today.
The disgust on your face.
We probably got to take a break. I got the eBay list in front of us. You want to go over this really fast?
Yeah, a couple of items up for bid.
All right,
from the O&A show.
Man, there's a lot of action if you go to eBay and punch in Opie and Anthony. People are just selling all sorts of crap. This is the funniest thing they're selling this week. Opie and Anthony's first week at XM Radio.
On what? CD?
Yeah, they're selling our first week of broadcast.
Isn't it being rebroadcast?
Yeah.
How much do they want for it?
So far, well, the bid's up to $3.
$3. Doesn't that pay for a month and a half of our show?
Yeah, that's what I don't get. I saw a few of these going earlier in the week for over like $20. And at that point, it doesn't make sense because you get the service and hear the show live every day. But someone's paying for it. Oh, here's another one. Opie and Anthony's first XM radio broadcast. Only the first show, which stunk, by the way, so don't buy it. $3.99 it's up to.
Ooh.
And then this is the stuff. All our old material, because we're not allowed to play it anymore, is selling like crazy on eBay.
Like hotcakes?
He almost said hotcakes.
He came so close to saying hotcakes. Selling like anything.
I'll say.
Opie and Anthony 10 CDs, volumes 31 to 40, going for $15.50. Then someone's selling DVDs of us. I don't know where they got the video.
They're jumping off the shelves.
Yeah. DVDs.
I'd say.
Oh, wow. Opie and Anthony, XM Satellite Radio, week 1. Mm-hmm. Another one of these. It's up to $20.51. That's what I'm talking about.
WEAK1.
But at that
sure was.
But at that point,
yeah,
it doesn't make sense to spend $20-some-odd on our first week of broadcast because that'll pay for the service.
Mm-hmm.
But someone's paying. It just
Be
goes,
dialing people.
Oh my God, they're already selling Opie and Anthony's second week at XM Satellite Radio, and we
$3. It's a bargain at any price.
We haven't even finished our second week of broadcast, but it's already up there for sale, Anthony.
Get a free Who's Your Daddy shirt with every order of the CD. Week 1, people, week 1, week 1, week 1, be dialing. And the McGuire and Sosa rookie card.
This guy is smart. Opie and Anthony, XM Satellite Radio, first and second week for $10.51 so far. Ooh. And then all our shirts are selling. The new Opie and Anthony XM Satellite Radio shirts, they're up to like $46 a shirt.
$46! Be dialing.
Radio promo.
You're not going to find this every day.
Radio promo shirt, rare, going for $26. Autograph T-shirts. Just goes on and on. I'm trying to find. Oh, here it is.
Autograph T-shirts.
The Opie and Anthony.
I've looked at some of those and had no recollection of my autograph ever looking like that. Who signs them?
Opie and Anthony XM Radio keychain, rare.
Rare.
Going for $10. $10. Those cheap things that we were passing out.
Wow, I didn't know I had a rare item right in front of me. There was
Look,
about
you
100
can put
of
your
them.
keys right on it, people.
It just goes on and on. There's like 50 of these things. There's WOW shirts. There's press passes they're selling. Opie and Anthony Ungagged Pass when we did the Ungagged special for XM. Opie and Anthony Stone Pony Roadshow poster going for $1, Anthony.
A rare item. We got some of Black Earl's sweat. That's really rare because he never does.
We should give them real stuff to put up there.
You want, like, real items?
Man, I should have gave you...
A bill Black Earl actually paid at a restaurant. This is a rare item, people. Earl's wallet. It's welded shut with cobwebs.
Why don't we, like...
Black bastard.
Why don't we grab stuff from our houses and put them up on eBay?
Personal items
like
from the
stuff.
house?
Dude, I was getting ready for today's show, and I staggered into my bedroom, and I have my dirty clothes everywhere.
Opie's dirty clothes.
And you know I've been sick for like 2 weeks.
Germ-infested dirty clothes?
So I got a pair of my underwear in my bedroom.
Oh, no, stop it.
I'm not even exaggerating. It looked like a used shoe shine rag. It was unbelievable. I'm like, I was wearing that, and I didn't notice.
Like you checked your oil with it?
Looked like a 2-year-old's crayon drawing.
Now, that would be very funny to have a picture of that up on eBay.
Dude, I was so mortified.
Bid on it?
I was completely mortified. I went right to the sink and scrubbed this thing out. I'm like,
why?
Yeah. Usually I just throw them away when it gets like that. It was unbelievable. I'm like, wow, I must have been really, really sick.
Sometimes when you live with a girl, you got to, do a little pre-wash.
Oh, without a doubt.
You can't leave stuff like that laying around. It's just, damn well it'll just wreck everything.
Well, for $20, Norton would have paid you to drop it on his chest.
Ugh.
Do you wear tighty whities?
Tighty whities? What do you wear, boxers, Norton?
No, I do the boxer...
boxer briefs?
But yeah, thank you. That's
Can't
what's
make
happening
the commitment.
these days. The boxer briefs are what happened.
That's a good picture.
All right, will you stop showing pictures? We're doing a radio show.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, did he show you his penis?
His cock picture. Oh, it looks like him.
It does.
It did. It looked like you.
Except slightly taller and better dressed.
Yeah, we should auction off Voss's Mercedes, someone is saying on the phones. All right.
Personal items from home.
How about Voss's cock picture? They'd love to see that online.
You going to let that get out? Get out on the internet?
Your cock couldn't drip out.
Let's say hi to Frenchie in Brooklyn. Frenchie!
Hello!
How are you?
French people are the best in the world. Fuck off, Americans.
You know, you French...
Yes, we didn't need you in the World War II, so shove it, you faggot.
You're all pussies and ingrates.
Yeah,
yes, that's what French people are anyway.
Look at Frenchie, all brave again on the phone. You were in the studio. We had a horrendous segment going with those Swedish game chicks, and you had nothing.
They were little bitches. I told them.
Oh, listen to him now. Listen how brave he is
you're
now.
Brave. You know, I think we play all the shows from the week during the weekend. You know, one of the shows you'll hear Frenchie being the biggest pussy right in front of people.
What did you think of the?
Just like the Red Sox, you faggot.
What did you think of those chicks, Frenchie?
They were nice and cute looking, but they were whores anyway.
Yeah, he said they were nice and cute looking when they were here. And to their faces.
You know what it was? He heard the accent. He thought they were German. That's why he opened the door and just invited them in.
That's right. I love the Germans, man. Can you buy next door for me, man?
Hey, say hi to Rich Voss.
Keeping the Germans all strong with fresh strudel.
Hey, what's going on, stupid?
Hey, what's up, you little dwarf?
What did he just say?
What'd you say?
What did you just say?
Dwarf, you fuck.
I'm a dwarf.
Dwarf.
Hey, listen, today at the Trump roast, are you guys are you making the pastries? Are you doing the
Why don't you
catering?
go back
You half a
according to your
faggot,
hoarding
shut
law,
up.
in
You
LA,
pastry popping douchebag, okay? All right? In
Why don't
2
you
years, you have gone from pastries to danishes, okay? You
I
eclair
take the Danish,
faggot,
I shove
shut
them
up.
up your ass, you
Yeah,
little
you're
bitch.
shoving them on my ass along with your tongue, all right?
Yeah,
And if you shove them on my ass, yeah, okay, you zero. Listen to me. You're in Brooklyn
You know
now?
what?
You're working in
like
Brooklyn. You were
dirty
demoted from
assholes over
Manhattan
here.
to
They don't
Brooklyn.
even fucking
Yeah, where are you going to go
try.
after Brooklyn? Perth Amboy to make fucking jelly donuts? You
What, you
stink in
suck it,
any
you
state you're in,
faggot.
stupid. Everywhere you go, you leave a trail of
fucking
stench.
Mercedes from
Shut up.
Why
Shut up.
you taking it,
Shut
talking
up.
to a fucking
Speaking of hot
whore, you
tapioca, I was going to
cocksucker?
clean off your wife's back last night when I was done, but she likes the taste of it, that double-jointed whore. Shut up, you creep. Shut up. I heard you and Norris are on tour, the co-MC tour. You both stink. You make the pastries and he smells.
Good look at you.
Let me,
Stupid bitch.
what do you have for that, Frenchie? Let's see if Frenchie's got something. Go ahead.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What do you have? What's your comeback? He just talked all over you. We're going to give you a couple seconds here.
I told him to take a tour in Germany. See how they're looking at him when he's going to be there, that little bitch.
That's it?
Wow.
That's it,
That's it?
That was kind of anti-Semitic.
That doesn't
Are
matter.
we
to
really
me.
liesning to the death of Frenchie?
I know.
sorry.
It's unbelievable. You better come back as a
really
guitar
loud.
act that's in the closet.
That little bitch over
Frenchie,
there.
I think you're really rusty. You don't have those snappy comebacks.
It used to
I
be
was
good.
wagging him all along. What are you talking
No,
about?
you weren't. I destroyed you.
No, you
I
did
destroyed
not,
you. Hold up a white tissue, okay? Here's
Yeah,
the thing.
tissue, yeah.
All right, you know what? Start off with Laverne and
Why don't
Shirley
you
and work your way
suck
up
it,
to the
you
pros like
stupid
me,
bitch?
okay?
What?
You heard me. I'm done
No,
with
I
you.
did not hear
All
you
right?
with you
I'm
stuttering-
done with you. I was going to let you drive me to my next gig, but you know what? You're screwing that up right now.
Oh, yeah? Well, give me a favor. Don't do me any favor. You
Do me a favor. Don't do me any favors. Oh, boy,
Yeah.
you really got me on that one.
Wow.
Oh, my
Don't
God. Now
forget,
it's
the
Dr.
French
Seuss
always
coming at
better
me.
than the Americans.
Oy,
Don't
shut
forget
up.
that.
Do me a favor and don't do me any favors. While
yeah.
you're taking off the kid gloves, aren't
I'll
you?
tell you.
Voss is walking in without
I'll
a
tell you.
shot being fired.
I'm telling you, I'm rubber and you're glue.
Yeah, why don't you go back to L.A., you
I'm sorry, I'm rubber and you're goo. What? Go back to L.A.
Watch out, Voss. Next he might go, with friends like you, who needs enemies?
I don't get mad, I get even.
Revenge is a dish best served cold. Slave with a white hat.
Exactly.
Oh,
a
Jesus
disc fist
Christ.
served cold?
When does your calling card run out? Because this is starting to bore me.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
You're
Well,
done.
You don't have
You're
anything
done.
between your legs, you stupid prick.
Shut up and call Joey Reynolds.
All right. There he goes. It's Frenchie.
Oh man!
Watch.
We have a 3 strikes you're out rule on this show. We've incorporated the 3 strikes you're out rule. That was number 2 for Frenchie.
Watch Ben's phone start ringing with text messages.
How was my appearance?
How was my bid?
I did good. Your phone sucked. You couldn't hear me. I was rolling. Rolling like the panzers over your country. Jackass.
All right. We got Carlos Mencia checking in. Also, we got to talk about Bill O'Reilly today, man.
What happened?
I brought in our Bill O'Reilly interview.
Oh, we have the interview that we did?
Yeah,
he was very pompous and holier than thou.
And talking
with
about
sexual content of our show.
He thought Ant and I we were all just about sex.
Turns out, according to the lawsuit that girl is filing, he's more of a wild man than we could have imagined.
You want to,
Mr. Dildo Sex.
You want to tell Carlos we need a little more time? What?
At 8 was the only time.
All right. Well, we'll figure it all out.
May I help you?
Yes, I'm calling about the job.
Yes. Are you currently working downtown?
Yes, I was cutting hair uptown, and now I want to get there because I see what you say about the Wall Street thing there.
Right.
Now, I could probably bring in a lot of clientele.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be interviewing all next week.
Okay, great. Listen, what about styles? What kind of styles are you looking for?
We do it. Well, we do everything.
Right. All right, look, I'm pretty far out there. I've done some wacky shit. I used to shoot people's heads up with Novocaine and carve grooves in their head. I mean, if that's too far-fetched, you gotta let me know.
Well, first of all, we work on Wall Street, so the people here aren't going to be that wild.
Right. I did a lot of work in the village, man. I'm crazy. I'm a nut job. One time I gave this guy a haircut, he didn't like it. He kicked my fucking ass all over.
If you want to come in one day next week, I'll be glad to see you.
Right. As long as my appearance wouldn't bother you. I'm carved from head to toe. I'm a lunatic. But I'll come in and we'll shoot the shit, and you can see some of my work. Okay?
No problem. If you want to stop by one day next week?
Whatever's fine. Listen, I'll bring my children down. I carved the shit out of their heads, too. But it looks good. It looks good. You never heard of that before?
Excuse me?
Did you ever hear of that procedure?
Yes.
Is that something or what?
I don't think anyone down here would want that done, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
All right, great. Well, I'll come down and you could show me your shit and maybe kick me around the office a little and we'll throw ideas back and forth, okay?
There, you want my address?
Yes, please.
All right, we're at the Trade Center.
Oh, holy shit. All right. Okay, I'll see you then. I'll see you what, Wednesday? Next week?
Wednesday's fine.
Okay. I'm so happy. Bye-bye now.
Okay, see you then.
Ever been to a great party that you wish never ended? At Liquid Metal by Phone, hundreds of singles in your area are smoking, drinking, and becoming friends with other singles. Here's Brian. He's 32 and delivers pizza for a popular national chain. Right now, he's talking to Brenda. She might be pregnant and loves taking ecstasy. Jose is talking to Michelle, and Michelle is secretly talking to Jennifer. She's bi-curious and wonders what it would feel like to be with another girl. Karen just got off on some pretty serious acid and thinks she's talking to a giant tulip. And Roger doesn't know he shouldn't waste those roofies on Sarah because she's desperate and will sleep with anybody. With Liquid Metal by Phone, you can choose dating, relationships, or more. It's a free call to hear what's going on. Then you can send voice messages or even talk live now. Liquid Metal by Phone.
Where metals click.
Now's the time to get that second, third, or fourth XM radio you've been eyeing. The Delphi XM Rode 2 is the smallest satellite radio available. Rode 2's built-in wireless FM modulator makes it easy to enjoy XM in any car with a radio. In stores now. Plus, you can add up to 4 additional XM radios for only $6.99 a month per radio with family plans. Go to xmradio.com to check out the latest products and to find out more details on Rode 2 and the XM family plan.
Red 36! We got you on. Yeah, baby. College sports are coming. On XM. Tell me where to play. ACC football. Watch the pass. X10 football. The Big Ten. Football, baby. College style. Is that all you got? Woo! Football. I got you, man. Yeah, baby. Men's and women's basketball.
Now playing. For specific games, schedules, and channels, go to collegesports.xmradio.com.
Woo! Football.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Socks first, then shoes.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Do it again now. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Getting horny now.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Big hi to everyone that turned on their XM satellite radios overnight.
What's with this music?
You made a wise decision.
Oh.
Isn't this the Bloodhound Gang?
Oh.
That's exactly what it is.
Bloodhound Gang.
Music to do Charles Nelson Riley impressions to. How?
Figgy. We got another trucker checking in. It's Mud Flap from California. What's up, Mud Flap?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Yeah, I just got you guys turned on earlier this week on my way to Los Angeles. And
what you hauling?
I'm empty. I'm back hauling to Las Vegas.
Well, goddamn.
He's empty, Anthony.
I'm empty today.
All right, so what do you got, bro?
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted,
He answers back.
I love that.
I just wanted to say, don't throw Frenchie off. Let him keep calling up. I almost ran off the road listening to you guys making fun of him.
Yeah, people seem to like him getting beat up.
All right, we'll give him another chance. Are you?
Yeah, and in case he's listening, there was a livestock truck just passed me by. I saw Frenchie's mother and his sisters.
Wow. There you go. Wow.
They were spraying liquid pig shit all over my windshield.
Hey, are you at the front door or the back door?
I'm at the front door.
All right, right on, bro.
Opie with his CV lingo.
Oh man, this is better than trying to talk black. All right, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, hey, when you talk CB language, when you after everything you say come on,
come on back.
Yeah, it used to be good buddy, but we all know what good buddy now means.
Right, I think it was what the other guy said earlier about the Strawberry Cowboys.
Yeah, the Strawberry Cowboys we learned about today.
God damn. All right, Mudflap, we're 10-10-10-8.
Sure is cold up here. Over. Is everything all right up there, Mrs. Torrance? Yeah, bad storm coming. Over.
All right.
Hey, thank you, guys.
All right, make sure you turn off your squawk box and turn on the XM, all right?
All right.
There you go.
Jesus.
KDK 12 to KDK 1.
Pat from Jersey, what's going on?
Hey, O&A, this is a great day for me, man. I clicked on my XM radio, and I finally got you guys back, man.
Oh,
yes.
Cool.
So pumped you're back. Hey, I remember in old days you guys used to be some wrestling fans, and I just wanted to know if you knew that Vince McMahon is exploiting retards now because he has like a hero retarded wrestler in the ring now.
Oh, wow, we might have to start watching wrestling.
Oh, you got to
again.
check out. Wrestling stinks, but every week on Raw, Triple H exploits this guy, Eugene, who's a retard, and he comes out, like, the clothes are all disheveled, and he can't decipher who likes him and stuff, and Triple H just exploits him every week. It's the funniest thing, man. It's worth it just for the retard exploitation.
Stop laughing at me! Stop laughing at me! You stop laughing at me! And that's my dinner!
Hey, I just had one more thing to ask you guys. Old Dirty, man. Where's Old Dirty?
Wait a minute.
I love that one.
You can interrupt us when we play
I
the
know,
retard
I'm an
clips.
idiot.
I'm sorry. I don't think everybody loud.
I don't think Old Dirty could afford the XM, so
What
I
do
don't
you
think
mean? He should have stolen about 90 of them already.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
true.
I don't think he knows we're back on the air, or he would have checked in. That's the
Okay,
problem.
terrific, guys.
All right, thank you.
Okay, terrific.
Thank you. You want to get an update on the poker game before we move on here?
Oh, the Sacramento poker game?
Yeah, Joe, what's going on?
What's up?
Hey, bro. Oh, wow.
Oh, what happened?
Uh-oh, the crash effect is starting to
Yeah,
happen.
the crash. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, dude. I'm up $150, man.
Oh, you're doing very well.
I'm doing very well. I'm still drunk, too, so that's cool.
It's now 5 a.m. in Sacramento, but you sound a lot mellower.
Yeah.
Are one of your friends asleep on the couch with "I'm a dick" written on his forehead?
Yeah.
Or are you guys all standing around him with your hogs in his face taking a picture?
I never understood that one.
But I always understood it. That's why I pretended I was sleeping.
Dude, we're going to call you every Thursday night on our poker night, and we're going to listen to you live at 3 a.m., man.
All right, cool.
Oh, it's going to be awesome, man.
Norton
Norton rules. You guys suck.
Thank you, mister.
Thanks, man.
They're a little mellower
Dude,
these days.
Those parties, like I've seen pictures of people's parties where they do. The guy falls asleep, and they take their bags and put them across their noses and take their junk out and put it on the guy's mouth and take pictures. How gay is that? How
just,
gay is
it's
that?
just really funny, though.
It's
It
the
really is.
Funny is stuff. You know, we used to do things writing on the head. You know, you're right. I have a small cock, or would you please fuck me, waitress? Because you know you're waking up and going to the diner. And we used to do that to Joe Curry. We'd write, "Hey, waitress, could you suck my cock?" And we'd wake up and go, "Hey, let's go to Dick's Hill's Diner." And he'd go there, and you'd be sitting there, "I'll have the Romanian steak and eggs, hash browns." And he's got, "Would you fuck me, waitress," on his forehead.
That's funny.
Yeah, or we'd tie his shoelaces together, shut all the lights out, and go to someone else's house to continue the party, and then call the house. And he'd wake up, run to the phone. It would ring for quite a while, but he'd pick it up, and you'd just hear, "What?" Because he got up and fell flat on his stupid drunk face.
Classic.
But never junk in the mouth.
Well,
never the Roman war helmet.
One of Florentine's friends, Tony, used to give crack finger. Which is when someone
See, that's
passes
another
out, you
thi-
put your finger in your crack and you hold it under their nose until they wake up. Tony Bondi, I think his name is.
Hey, let's seg into speaking of that. We got Rich Voss in the studio, and he has to get ready for the big Donald Trump roast, so he's got to leave us. We got to seg into the thing that's happening behind your ear. We talked about it a little bit on the show.
This is disgusting.
Who was there that day in the parking lot? It was me, Adam Ferrara, Rick. There was a few of us, and we were all taking turns smelling.
Norton.
Were you there,
Yeah.
Norton?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Norton was there as well. And we talked about this on the air. There's something going on behind Rich Voss's ear.
Just my left ear.
It's just the left ear.
What is it?
It's like a...
Dr. Steve from Tennessee told me it was probably some kind of a weird cyst.
Dr. Steve, the guy that diagnoses you from hundreds of miles away on a
That's
telephone.
why I like him.
On a telephone.
Did you never
right.
smell it?
Diagnoses other people's stuff.
He was right.
You know what?
I will never smell anything.
No, you got to try.
No.
It smells like blueberries.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
It does.
Rancid blueberries that a homeless man shit on, perhaps.
That guy was... your doctor has been emailing me, and he doesn't seem quite right, by the way.
I called his office. He's a real doctor.
All right, we're going to get him on the show because he just doesn't seem right.
But
But
it
anyway.
sounds like the type of doctor that you'd get prescriptions from.
So what?
If
Dr.
you need-
Nicopolis? He's Elvis's old doctor?
Yeah, that type of doctor.
I told him if he didn't give me a Viagra prescription, I'd buy the whole goddamn drugstore.
So what is it?
Well, I don't know what it is.
Is it pussy?
No, like when I was young or in like out of high school, I used to get cysts like these. But sometimes, and they were big, something would happen, all of a sudden break, in the middle of, eating or on a date or something.
Or
and
some guy would
pus is
grab your
dripping
ear.
out of
Oh,
the side.
God.
Right? But it might be like the scar tissue that's left from behind it, from having, when you have a cyst,
Anthony.
right?
Yeah.
I'm telling
Go
you
ahead,
this
go
stuff.
ahead.
And then, you take it out. I don't think I had the sac taken out of my mouth. And it just, I don't know, it gets a smell behind.
Anthony.
But,
It is the worst smell I've ever smelled.
Get someone in here. Get Steve in here.
Wait,
I
you know
don't even
what?
know if I have it this morning.
Shut up. You always have it. It's in your head. You're
So
an empty
we
sack
were,
skull.
We were giggling like little freaking girls because we're all in this parking lot and we all decided to go for the smell one at a time. Couple of us puked. It was that bad that we were like, I forgot who puked, but it might have been Rick. Like Rick starts puking, and then
God.
everyone we're laughing so hard we can't even breathe or talk. And then the next guy took a turn. It was the funniest thing ever.
Why don't we
man.
chip in some money
Make Eric
each?
smell it.
Let's chip it. Yes.
Should make Eric smell
Bring
it.
somebody in, bring one of these kids at work for you.
Sex bagel.
Let's see if I have. I
He
don't
wants
even,
to make Opie happy. You
I
have
probably
it.
have.
You
I
do.
might have some.
Well,
might have
do you or
some.
do you not?
Well, I
He
don't want to
does.
waste until he gets
Yeah,
here.
relax,
Right,
Opie.
right.
Know the drill.
All right.
You just sit over
You have
there.
enough confidence that this is going to work?
He has it's an unpunctured sack in his head. I have a lot of confidence it's going to work.
All right, who wants to do this?
He lugs it around like venom.
I've done it already.
Venom.
I hope I have some. I gave some to my girlfriend the
You know
other
what?
night.
Oh,
Yeah.
She almost threw up. She
No,
goes,
it
I
is.
can't sleep with
I'm
you
not
ever again.
lying.
How
This is
would
the-
you do that
Where's
to
Sex
your
Bagel,
girlfriend?
I don't know. I just want to,
Come on in.
keep her.
Eric's very curious about
bring him
about this pungent odor.
bring him in.
Steve, I want you to do it too. I've done it.
Me too. I've done it
Well,
3 times.
Eric can do it first. If he throws up,
He
then
won't throw up.
I hope I have some.
I want Ben to do it as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
you will never get Ben.
You want Ben to do it? Yeah, we'll put it on a mirror and chop it up with a razor blade.
Well, when there's a lot of it back there, I can get some oils, and then you can see it on.
Yeah, this is the sickest thing. Get a garbage pail.
No, I don't know if I have
This
enough.
could be a big.
Nah, he won't puke. He'll just go, yuck. That'll be it.
This could be a very big disappointment. Or
He won't have it because he's not sweating. It's first thing in the morning and he's showered. It won't
you
be
shower already?
It won't be
No,
as
no.
bad.
you didn't shower?
It should
No,
be.
That's why you go back.
If it's a sack.
All right, let's see.
Sack.
All right, this is Sex Bagel,
I gotta
Rich.
take off my
I don't
coat
think
a
you've
bit.
met Sex Bagel yet
Let me see if
officially.
I have it. All right.
No faking sniffing either. You got to
you
really
got-
Wait. Where's Ben?
Get right on
we gotta
mic.
get, we
You
gotta
gotta
get the
close
mic
your
and
mouth.
everything.
Oh, here you go.
Hold on. Ben!
Oh, hurry up.
Oh, hurry. Let him get it
Ben,
first.
come here. Wait, get near the
Close your
microphone.
mouth,
Get near
Eric.
the mic.
Jesus Christ, you guys don't know how to do
Scrape some
radio.
up.
Close your mouth.
Oh, he's gagging. He's gagging. Oh.
Don't throw up.
Yeah,
Don't
here,
you
here,
puke on the floor.
Oh, God, he's puking. Voss is like a skunk. He's got a defense system.
Holy crap, look at his face.
Oh, my God, he's
Sex
puking.
Bagel, what do you think?
It's running out.
Steve's got
What
his
does it
nose
smell
almost
like?
Sex Bagel, get on the microphone.
like rotten ass.
Oh,
the worst. It is so bad, dude. You have no idea how bad this is. This is
so heinous. You guys take a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Ben, come in. You don't have to do it, but you got to help with the microphone. You don't have to do it. Ben's like, I'm not.
Ben is not even coming into the studio.
Not
Steve,
gonna
it's
come
right
in the
now.
studio.
Takes him before it goes.
All right, wait.
Steve C is going to take
Hold
a
on.
little.
He's got to go near the mic because you got to get the reaction because people. All right.
Go ahead.
All right, you got some there for him?
Take a sniff.
That is the most disgusting odor I have ever inhaled.
I think the intern.
Master Poe has come in with a garbage
Let's see
bag.
if I got any left. I got maybe one more.
All right, you might have one more. Wait, get near
Take
the
a
mic.
sniff.
Get near the microphone. Here we go.
Close your mouth. Close.
It might be wearing out because that
Wearing
wasn't
off
as
of
bad.
his finger.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Sex Bagel got the worst one.
How funny is that?
It
Wow,
violates
that
your
is-
humanity. It lingers.
It is the funniest thing, man. We got to do that like at our next road show or something.
Oh, he's wiping his finger off. Now show us the paper towel after you wipe it off.
Nothing on it.
No, nothing.
If I had
Dude.
like a mirror, I can show you. Like,
All right,
Really?
dude,
It
just
would smudge?
throw that paper towel away.
Wow.
I'm actually getting nauseous because I know what it smells like.
So do I.
I don't feel like doing it today. But
Instant
that is
feedback. Damn it. Effing stop it. I'm going to throw up.
I have nothing like that.
the next time we're all on a stage somewhere, we'll do it to some of the fans. It'll be the biggest laugh ever because the reaction is just classic. It's absolutely classic.
I might have some belly button.
No, you know we've all smelled the belly button thing. If you don't wash it, it doesn't compare, man.
Think so?
Yeah, it doesn't compare to what is going on behind that guy's ear, man.
It makes Voss throw up. Like he starts gagging when he smells his own rear ear sac fluid thing.
Did you see Sex Bagel? His face turned bright red and he started puking.
He was like,
Not a
you
lot.
see him looking around for something to throw up in?
Oh yeah.
It
Opie
violates
hands him
you.
the garbage pail and he was like relieved.
No, because you prepare yourself. You think, okay, I've smelled some bad crap in my day. You think, all right, whatever, it'll be bad for a second. No, you have no idea. It, like Norton said, it just violates
It
you.
hits your taste buds.
Make
It
Trump smell it at the roast.
It becomes
him throw up.
It becomes a part of you.
Oh, that is some defense system
It
you got.
really
You're
is.
like a porcupine or a skunk or something. He's got a built-in defense system.
All you have to
Someone
do-
tries to mug him, you should just wipe it, stick it under his nose.
Or in jail, rub that on your ass. So that nobody would rape you.
yeah, I know.
Are you right, Eric?
Yeah, I'm doing better now, but it's so rancid that it lingers even though you're not near him.
Yeah,
you still
like
think
dead
you smell
animal.
it.
What does it smell like? I'm
Take a little bit. It's almost gone.
No, I did
Oh,
it.
be a guy.
I did it about 2 years
Hey, you
ago.
want some?
No.
Okay.
No,
No,
never.
that's
never,
something
never.
you do only like once
know?
a decade. It's brutal.
Kev didn't take any.
I don't have any left. I
He
got to
has
let
no
it build
sense
up
of
again.
smell, Kev.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Isn't that screwy? He was born without a sense of smell.
You don't know what things smell like?
You know what the best thing is? When he drives you somewhere, you can fart in the car all you want.
That's great.
Yeah.
You can't smell anything? That
You
is the
can-
weirdest
So you just
thing.
you eat pussy like you don't care where she's been. Now look, I've been doing jumping jacks in a horse stable. I don't care.
You could smell Norton's tongue and it wouldn't affect you?
How do you know it's a bad clam?
You don't.
Wow. That is weird. All right.
Well,
Well,
that was fun.
That was fun.
Oh,
That's
man.
hilarious.
Look at that.
That's
Rich
funny.
Boss's first appearance.
That's right.
you
I-
did
I-
okay. You did all right.
Listen.
You did
Well,
all right.
I'm
Let's
telling-
calm down.
No,
You
I'm
did
just
okay.
saying how fun it is to be back.
Oh,
and,
good.
You know, like it's just it doesn't even seem like the 2 years.
You know what?
Almost. You know what I mean?
I rarely get serious with these
Yeah.
guys in the studio, but I do have to say this, and then we could goof
Yeah.
on them. But Voss had opportunities to go on a lot of radio shows.
Yes.
and he was just showing his loyalty to us, and I just want to acknowledge that because there were other guys associated with with the show that just went
Yeah.
They're gone. They're not going to be back anytime soon. I'll just start doing other shows and this and that. Not that we play that game,
Yeah.
but Voss really, really showed incredible loyalty during our time off. So, and became a big star
I'm not a star.
for a while
I'm not
there.
star.
Hey, dude, I had to take all the pictures of the fat housewives in freaking Montreal that wanted their pictures taken with you.
Unbelievable reality fans. It's just hot chicks don't sit home and watch
No,
reality.
it's all fat chicks.
Oh, right.
It's just little porkers,
Damn.
and they come. Can I have a hug? No, Pete, I got a bad back.
hug.
Can I have a hug? They're just
It was just the worst when we were at the Montreal Comedy Festival, and and you're getting recognized wherever we go. I'm like, oh my God. I was thinking to myself, I used to be somebody. So these girls came up to Voss like, I'm a big fan, and then Voss is like, well, he's. We're just goofing because we don't really care. But Voss is like, he's famous too, and I try to explain why I'm famous, and they're like, oh, that's really cool. Anyway, could you get a picture of me and Voss?
Here's a little hint. Whenever you have to explain why you're famous.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was the worst.
No, because I remember that. Did you ever see that when I was the guy?
You know, it's the worst.
It was the worst.
When he's somewhere, we were in Miami where the other radio show wasn't picked up. And when O&A wasn't picked up in Miami when you were on the air, so now you're really not famous because even if you explain who you are, they go,
well,
regional fame.
The Sex for Sam thing gave us a little name recognition.
Oh, that gave you, that was big.
After we got the boot, I went to Tavern on the Green for dinner with some friends and stuff, and it was during Christmas time, so they had the big Christmas tree up, and I'm sitting at a table, and this couple walks up and goes, "Excuse me, would you take a picture?" And I'm like, yeah, cool, I'm ready to get up. They handed me the camera, stood by the Christmas tree, and I was close enough that I could take the picture, and they asked me to take a picture of them. I was feeling all good, I was recognized.
Oh, good, that no one has forgotten about us.
Yeah.
Then. Okay, we can handle this time off.
Still in the public eye.
Let me tell you what this clod did.
They got no head, by the way, on that photo. Bastards.
This idiot, we're walking out.
Can you not point that finger at
me?
Okay,
me and Norton, we're eating at some nice restaurant downtown. So I walk out, or the waiter recognizes me in the restaurant. How you doing, Mr. Voss? And it was a nice place. Where do you want to sit, Mr. Voss? So I'm outside. We leave. And I'm ahead of him by like 15 feet, having a cigarette. And some, drag homeless person goes, "Oh, you're Jim Norton, right?" So he had to let me know that he was recognized, too. He goes, "Yeah, this is really tough when you go out and people recognize you, And he was like a homeless guy. But, of course, Mr. Voss, where you like to sit,
Well, that's how well-known I am. People without TVs know me.
There you go.
You needed the bisexual servant to make you feel good about yourself.
Wow, what a spin you put on that one.
Right.
That was a good one.
He happened to walk by a window one time, and what are the odds? I must have been on TV. That was a fancy place, too. They had the Duck and Goose Soiree.
Ooh, the Duck and Goose Soiree.
Hey, we were talking about the Opie and Anthony eBay stuff, and Echo from Philly writes, "What is the high bid for Voss's dignity?"
That's hilarious.
Too bad we can't, like webcam girls will send their panties. Too bad we can't send something with that finger stink on it.
That stench.
Through the mail. To capture that.
No, the next time we do one of those live gigs, we'll make it part of the thing, man.
$50 if you smell it, and $100 if you smell it, and then put it in your mouth and clean his finger.
Ugh. Well, if you want to see that stink again, wait till I get up on the roast.
All right.
I'm going to bring it out.
It'll be great.
It'll be okay.
Thank you, Rich, for stopping by.
This was fun.
I think we're going to step aside. We got to talk about Bill O'Reilly.
I got a good roast joke for Voss.
Oh,
you should open with.
What's that?
Unless you look at his hair and go, "What is that? A cunt on your head?"
I got one for Sharpton. The only way you'll make it onto the White House property is with a lantern in your hand.
Oh, you're not going to break that out, are you?
Yes, he is.
I am outraged.
And he's going to be that, right?
Yeah, he's on the dais.
On the dais. On the dais.
On the dais.
Wow. Wait.
Oh, is that one?
What? All right. So when we get back, we'll talk about Bill O'Reilly.
And
no, I'm looking at my notes here. And what happened to the couple from Boston that wants to try to outdo the couple from Tennessee?
Right, they were supposed to have a little sex.
The listeners are part of this show. If you guys promise us something, you can't back out.
No.
We count on you.
Indian giver.
Can we maybe talk about John Kerry referring to Cheney's daughter's mullet? Is that possible?
Oh, yeah. Cheney's daughter is just you kept hearing about her. I never saw a picture of her. Sure. And you kept hearing, oh, she's a lesbian and stuff. And I'm thinking what the Bush daughters look like, only a lesbian, which is kind of hot. Yeah. Looks like Cheney with a little more hair. Just a little more hair.
Although she's also a Bush daughter.
With that, let's play Brother Joe's Dry Vagina, and we'll do a little news thing next and stuff like that. And are you trying to get me? Because you almost got me. Did you get me? Or
who is that?
Did you fart?
Voss is stinking out of everything. His fingers,
farts
his ass.
are always like this. Like those little farts. They're not men farts. Mine are
really
nice.
No, you got to get. Where it's hot.
The type that are warm going through the plumbing.
Yeah.
They're warm on your thighs.
It goes up your shirt and it turns your belly warm. Yeah, real bad. It smells like an oil refinery.
I was watching
Where
Roots.
the back of your jeans puff up quickly like a parachute before, and then it's released through the back. Ugh.
I was watching Roots, and Ed Asner was the slave ship captain, and they're like, "Captain, will you be needing a belly warmer?" And that was what they called the girls they would bring for you to bang. Captain, will you be needing a belly warmer?
What's up, Ben?
I said he has a nice glow to him, doesn't he?
Yeah, Ben. We don't know what's up with
Ben
Ben.
was out in his element last night, so he's feeling good.
He looks trimmer.
He was out at a network party.
Networking?
A network party?
He was networking at a party.
He's like the young Austin Powers when he's out and
Yeah.
about. He really is.
Ben
Handing
networks
out escort cards.
Ben networks with nobodies, though.
Mm.
This is not what I wanted. Thanks.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no, you're starting that?
Oh, boy.
No, this is cool.
Here's a little ditty.
This'll do.
That's 100% carrot juice.
Drive, drive, drive to China. Drive, drive, drive to China. So before my penis starts to get sore, don't pick up some Vaseline lube at your local drugstore. Said go get some Vaseline lube at your local drugstore. Oh, you stink, baby.
And here, as long as we're talking about theme restaurants, I got a proposition for you. I think if white people are going to burn down black churches, then black people ought to burn down the House of Blues. Huh? What a fucking disgrace that place is. The House of Blues. They ought to call it the House of Lame White Motherfuckers. Inauthentic, low-frequency, single-digit, lame white motherfuckers. Especially these male movie stars who think they're blues artists. You ever see these guys? Don't you just want to puke in your soup when one of these fat, balding, overweight, overaged, out-of-shape, middle-aged male movie stars with sunglasses jumps on stage and starts blowing into a harmonica? It's a fucking sacrilege. In the first place, white people got no business playing the blues ever, at all, under any circumstances. Ever, ever, ever. What the fuck do white people have to be blue about? Banana Republic ran out of khakis? Huh? The espresso machine is jammed? Hootie and the Blowfish are breaking up? Shit, white people ought to understand their job is to give people the blues, not to get them. And certainly not to sing or play them. Tell you a little secret about the blues. It's not enough to know which notes to play. You got to know why they need to be played. And another thing, I don't think white people should be trying to dance like blacks. Stop that! Stick to your faggoty polkas and waltzes. And that repulsive country line dancing shit that you do. And be yourself, be proud, be white, be lame, and get the fuck off the dance floor. Now, I thank you.
With all of the amazing channel choices XM has, we also offer the parental control option. You have the ability to block any XM channel that might include explicit language. Because we want to make sure you get the best listening experience for you and your family. All you have to do is call listener care at 1-800-XM-RADIO. That's 1-800-967-2346. And talk to one of our listener care representatives.
Hey, this is Mary Beth from Dubuque, Iowa.
Hey, what's up? My name is Brian. I'm from Pittsburgh.
This is Maggie from New Jersey.
What's up? This is Jason calling from Massachusetts.
This is Brittany from La Quinta, California.
People all over the country are taking control. Finally, a channel that's run by you. Channel 20. You decide what gets played. Call now at 866-267-0441 or log on to 20on20.xmradio.com. Part of 100 channels on XM. 20 on 20. Your calls, your votes, your songs.
It's everything 24/7 XM 202. The O&A virus. It's everything. all the time. Opie and Anthony, they are like chocoholics, but for booze.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and the devil what to make. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You mother, get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
Hey, what's going on? It's Opie and Anthony.
Ah.
Spreading the ONA virus across America.
Oh.
That's right. That's right, Robin. All right, where do we want to go now? I'm hoping that couple from Boston calls in.
Well, that would be nice.
That would be really nice. I think Tennessee started something that could really blossom into a classic O&A bit. Mm-hmm. So we're waiting for the couple from Boston to call us. I don't think it's going to happen, Ant. I don't want to tease that because I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to pussy out on us. Really fast. Dominic in Jersey, what's up?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Hey.
Oh, man, you guys fucking rule.
Thank you, my friend.
Let me tell you, I missed you guys so much. Friggin' Norton, you're the man, dude.
Thank you, mister.
Yeah, it's so obvious that Norton's the man today by listening to him.
Mr.
He
Man.
stinks.
No, but I'm not feeling well, and I still came in.
You brought
with
your
my...
A game and put it on Tough Crowd last night is what you did. Getting
have.
rave reviews that you killed on Tough Crowd last night.
But it's all the same to me. It's all a part of just the Jim Norton experience.
You sound a little sick now. You sound like you're getting sick now.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely. My whole body's aching.
Yeah, the Jim Norton experience. At this point in the Jim Norton experience, we're listening to the drum solo.
Even sick and even achy, I am still...
We're hoping the bass player is at least going to join in to make it a little better.
I happen
Jesus.
to be fun to be around.
That's
and fun
never good.
and
No matter
enjoyable.
That's never good. No matter what band does it.
Oh,
It's time for everyone to do their solos. Ugh.
I hate the drum solo. I remember seeing Van Halen.
Van Halen
it was
is a
like,
classic
oh
example,
my
right?
God,
Yeah.
shut up. Motley Crue.
He's
Oh,
the seller.
stop it.
It's
Look,
like-
Tommy Lee's in the air. They're spinning him around. He's doing the drum solo upside down. It's still a drum solo.
Know what that means? We don't have enough shit to play.
You know who likes the drum solo? Drummers. That's it. And how many are there out there? Not that many. Cowbell. Ding, 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 ding.
Time for the bass player. Boom, 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 boom,
Shut
boom,
up.
Boom, 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 that's when you look at your friend and go, I'm going for beer. You want another one?
We ought to get a drum solo for the show. Like halfway through the show, we could just throw on a drum solo.
Yeah, and then watch and see how many people are still listening by the end of it.
See how many people go to get
Nobody.
that beer.
Everyone's going to get up and get that, O&A concert T-shirt.
Go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Stand on that long bathroom line during the drum solo.
Dude, you want to go smoke some pot under the stairs? This should last 20 minutes.
Yeah. You had to wait for, like, Jamie's crying to get beer because then there's no line.
Yeah,
or go to the bathroom. You wait for the drum solo, everyone's out
online.
there. Like, stop it.
Everybody.
My mescaline's kicking in. I need to go to the bathroom.
I'm hanging up on a lot of people because we're hoping that the Boston couple's just having a tough time getting into the show today.
Oh, perhaps.
Jim from Buffalo, what's going on?
What's up, guys? I can't believe I'm talking to you. It's so good to hear you guys back on the radio. You're killing your buddy Shredder, though, because I'm telling you, I haven't turned him on. I haven't turned this radio off.
Oh,
cool.
There has to be some casualties.
Yeah, there's going to be some casualties in this whole mess, unfortunately. But
bring them on board once they lose their jobs.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Some funny guys. Thanks. Bye.
Cool. Spread the virus for us because we're trying to get the word out that we're back because I just don't think a lot of our O&A listeners know we're back yet.
Spread that virus.
Although the audience is growing every day. All right, so the Who's Your Daddy car sale ad. Yeah, we could talk about that.
Oh my God!
They took the whole Boston phrase thing, and now there's a huge car sale this weekend.
A
saying,
car dealer.
Who's your daddy? Where's
It's
the
the
Daily News?
Who's Your Daddy sale.
You sure? Where is it, in Harlem?
Who would think a car dealership
Hey,
would...
you're making a comeback. I like that.
Every once in a while, I'll just fire one in from my sick bed.
You decided to just be a sniper today. You're just kind of hanging out on that roof, just sniping down with
You
your
guys been flowing
with your
very
one-liners.
nicely. Charles Whitman. So there's no reason for me just to pipe in when you guys are both being very entertaining and funny.
Oh, thank you.
Outstanding.
Exactly.
Whatever. There's a Who's Your Daddy car
Who's your
sale.
daddy car sale? Because the
You
car
got the Daily
dealers
News
are
in front of
always
you?
so
I sure do,
subtle.
Ope. Here you are.
No, go to page 162.
All right.
Of your workbook?
That's called the workbook.
Turn to page 162 of your daily news.
There we are.
Who's your daddy? Trying to capitalize on it. Look at Big Ed.
Who's your daddy?
Wouldn't Opie and Anthony are on XM radio look great? That size in the paper?
That would be really
Nah.
But no, it's a Who's Your Daddy at Major World.
But it just doesn't make sense. Who's your daddy? 50% off. Original.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
It'd be cool if you could work it in a way that it would make sense
Yeah.
as far as selling cars.
Like, who's your daddy? Bring mom, and if she has a black eye, you get money.
All right, well.
I would like to see, but I will tell you, they are promoting you guys, because I went into a Best Buy,
Yeah.
and I'm like, do you guys have XM radios? And they said, yes, we do. And they pointed to them. I'm like, are Opie and Anthony on there? And they're like, they're on the high voltage channel. Heebity hoobity. To me, that's the key with that channel name, is you should have no name recognition with the channel.
Yes.
We're
yes.
changing that.
I want to see it done.
When are we doing that?
When?
Everything takes a really, really long
I want
time.
it done immediately. Oh, that we have to have the pre-meeting meetings?
This is more than a 48-hour thing. These things
Oh,
take
boy.
forever. Washington is they just walk around the halls down there just going from meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting. There's so many meetings that they can't get anything accomplished from some of these meetings because
There's
they're
more
too busy going
conference
to another
rooms
meeting.
than offices.
It's unbelievable down in Washington. We're trying to get a grasp on that whole entity down there. We don't really get how it works. It's a beautiful facility, and they got this huge, master computer that's kind of like from, it's kind of like HAL, actually.
Yes.
I think
Huge.
I think the computer runs the people down there, and
It's the Whopper.
and we want to change the name of the channel, and there's a lot of people in agreement down there, but it's going to take a while. I don't know, but it's going to take a while.
Because things take a while.
Because High Voltage was a really stupid name for this channel.
The name Opie and Anthony is a very recognizable and famous name in the radio industry, and I think that even people non-O&A markets will hear the name Opie and Anthony on the channel and purchase it.
Or
if
at
they
least
hear High Voltage.
Or at least have it Opie and Anthony's High Voltage. I like it to be Opie and Anthony's Virus or something like
I like
that.
Opie and Anthony. That's who you guys are. It's your channel.
How about just O&A?
No, that's not as easy to recognize as Opie and
All
Anthony.
right, calm down.
No, I'm all about recognition.
We got to say hi to Garrison. Hey.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Pretty good.
Well, basically, I'm just calling. I like your show because you guys don't really judge. Because if you guys judged, you would definitely know fucking Norton's gay.
I'm not gay, sir.
How are you not gay? Monster Rain. You like transvestites. What's the deal, man?
This is why you're behaving like a silly goose. Monster Rain, I was very young, and I don't like transvestites, sir. I have respect for the transsexual community. And I think you might want to pony up and have a little respect as well. I don't like some guy that throws a dress on. That's queer. But if that young lady has big, beautiful bosoms and happens to have a cock, who am I to not receive oral treats from her?
That is totally disgusting, though.
Sir, it's not disgusting. It's lovely, and it's all inclusive.
Listen, Norton, come on. Come out of the closet, all right?
Sir, I'm trying to educate you.
Education, nothing, all right?
I wish I was gay. Gay men are very lucky, but I happen to be a slave to women, unfortunately.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So do you have Tourette's then? I mean, I see you on the Tough Crowd, or the daily, Tough Crowd all the time.
Do I have Tourette's, and you can't even get the things right, you dyslexic asshole? You mixed up the 11 to 11:30 hour with the 11:30 to 12, soon to be canceled. Cocksuckers at Comedy Central hour.
Listen to me, you AIDS-infested macrophallus cancer rectum patient, okay?
Was that your Dennis Miller-like rant, you dullard? It's a little ferret's got the attention span of a gnat with a cold rabbit. Ugh.
Let's go to George.
Why don't you slip and crack your teeth on a urinal?
Hey,
I'm trying to be witty when you call the show. Hey, wake up and smell the coffee. That was next.
Hey, Norton's not sniping anymore. Now he's got his AK-47.
Well, if someone's going to call up and insult me, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, good perk, sir. I like transvestites. I don't like transvestites. Don't hate them either.
Welcome back to the show, Norton.
Thank you, sir. I'm 18. I'm
really.
not feeling well.
Welcome the F back. Jesus. That's funny. He's aching. What's up, George?
What a surprise that Norton is sick, given his lifestyle. The guy's a walking National Geographic special.
Yeah.
I happen to...
Hey, that's funny. You gotta give it to me.
I'm not disagreeing with him.
That's a good one.
It's a very good one. I just don't get sick that often.
Speaking of which, we're going to get the review of from the girl that Norton was with, hopefully in the 9 o'clock hour here.
How great is that going to be? Norton actually believing that a $1,000 hooker fell in love with him.
I don't think she fell in love with me, but I think she did like me. My mule looked very good. Oh, I forgot I'm gay. So I was pretending she was Big Kev while I ate her vagina and ass and licked her nipples.
Norton, for $1,000, I'll stick my nose in your neck, and I'll give you the GFE experience.
Nuzzle, cuddle.
Nah, there's nothing. I mean, if a guy wanted to eat my ass, I probably wouldn't let him.
You should never use the word probably.
I'm
trying to make a point here.
All right. Maybe that's not the right way to word that.
Probably. There's a good chance.
There's really nothing wrong with that, but if someone's accusing you of being gay, maybe you shouldn't use the word probably.
I'm just saying, if a tranny's giving you head, you're only a queer if you reciprocate.
What I called about was that Who's Your Daddy ad for the Yankee fans.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to, anytime you're talking to Yankee fans, you got to get down to that lowest common denominator of about an IQ of 25. So that's something they understand.
So are you a fan of the Metropolitans or the Red Sox?
You know what? I hate them both. I'm hoping a blimp crashes into the stadium and kills everyone.
Well, who's your team?
I'm like Opie. I'm a suffering Met fan.
Yeah.
So I said the Metropolitans. He doesn't know the name of his own team.
Absolutely.
I did say Metropolitans.
Yes, you
for a
did.
long time. I'm out, guys.
It's like
Thanks.
saying the Knickerbockers.
It certainly is.
All right. Very nice. Okay. Speaking of gay, Governor McGreedy was out on the town with
McGreevy?
Governor McGreedy? He probably is when it comes to cop. Give me more. Give me more.
Governor McGreedy. I thought that was a new McDonald's character.
I know. Hey,
the Hamburglar and
Yes.
Governor McGreedy.
Also known as the Rump Wrangler.
That slip-up just gave you guys 20 minutes of material. Jesus, what the hell am I thinking today? Well, he was out on the town. The New Jersey governor.
Greedily gobbling up that jizz.
The governor that's from south of here was out on the town last night. McGreedy.
Oh,
Governor McGreedy.
That's what Bob Grant used to call him. Jim McGreedy.
McGreedy. Governor McSelfish.
Oh, wow. But you gotta love the New York papers. They know how to spin everything.
Oh,
there.
I know. They had him out at a play, I guess, Avenue Q. He went to catch a Broadway show. Broadway! He's just flown out of the closet.
Oh, yeah.
This guy doesn't even try anymore.
Yeah.
Is he still married?
I don't know if that stoic-faced idiot who he was married to, who just held his hand at the press conference while he pretty much told everyone that she just couldn't get him off his cock addiction.
Those useless ovaries on his arm as he walked out that day.
Untouched bosoms of hers. Honey, how do I... forget it. She had to call her girlfriend. How do you think this looks? Because old Fruit Cup doesn't know.
That might as well be sealed-up canal chick that walked out with him. Ugh.
Well,
yeah,
he was out on the town last night.
Yeah, he was at the play Avenue Q, and they had a picture of him with one of the puppets. I guess there's puppets in the show,
yeah.
and they had a picture of him in the paper with a puppet kind of on his back, talking to him, and he had a big smile on his face. And the puppet is a Republican character that is struggling with his sexuality, and the puppet's name, Opie, the puppet's name is Rod.
Rod.
So McGreedy had a rod on his back as his picture was taken for the paper. Like the papers don't do this on purpose.
He was awfully close to Rod.
The papers rag us about the content of our program. They're doing the same thing. They know what's funny. They know what's a little off. You don't put the picture of the puppet named Rod on McGreevy's back.
Nope. You shouldn't.
You
might want to put the puppet of Doctor bearing very bad news on his back. I'm sure that's a puppet that might be appropriate.
You know, the governor, he looks pretty loose in that picture, but Rod looks a little stiff. Doesn't he? He's back there. Like right after the picture was taken, Rod spit up some yogurt on the good governor.
Well, I hope no one left him on the seat. Then the governor sat on Rod. And then stood up and realized he had to sit back down again.
Governor, you're sitting on Rod over and over again. Get up.
Right. But be careful with that puppet. You're rubbing Rod all over Jim's face.
Yeah, he just flew out of the closet now. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
I guess, is he going to try to hold on to the job, or is he leaving like he said he was going to?
I don't know.
Too much scandal, I think. Not even him being a poll smoker, but I think it's a matter of the fact that he, put the guy in the position for New Jersey Homeland Security who was an Israeli poll, that type of stuff.
All of the polls are up his ass.
He's done.
Is he?
Yeah,
he's
done.
leaving. Yeah, people are trying to throw him out early.
Yeah.
And the election's when? Month?
Yeah.
Not even?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
When do we vote?
I gotta re-register now because I moved.
Couple weeks.
Oh, you guys vote?
You know, I was going to be a good citizen and vote this time around, but I don't know who to vote for still. And it has nothing to do. Believe me, I know both of their agendas. Nothing either one of them can say right now is going to change my opinion and go, oh, wow, I missed that one. Of course you got to vote for this guy. Like the polls are always swinging back and forth. They have another debate. The third debate, they discussed nothing new. Nothing. And once again, the polls swing one way or the other. Because some rube saw something that they that changed their mind.
Well, there actually was something interesting at the last debate when Kerry pointed at the rug and said, as you all know, Cheney's daughter will be munching this as soon as we walk out. Jesus Christ, John.
I love how he was just bringing up Cheney's daughter being a lesbo for no reason whatsoever.
Not at all. I went into a Jewish deli with Dick's daughter. She ordered the tongue.
He's finally fighting back. He's getting dirty finally.
Yeah. Oh. Was that you, Jimmy?
Don't fart.
It was. It was.
What do you care for, Kev? You can't even enjoy it.
Kev
Yeah, but I'm over here.
enjoy
So
it.
why wouldn't you want to watch Ben tortured? You can't help Ben. You should
And I want to know why.
You should be hiding the lights.
I want to know why we said, was that Jimmy? And Big Kev is nodding if you can't smell anything.
He heard
Oh,
it.
you heard it. Oh, it made a noise?
It made a cute little noise.
Oh, man.
Little button. Typical gay man's fart.
Nice little one. Very cute.
Now I'm doing
Yeah,
fart
so
noises.
I have no idea who to vote for. But it's not because I don't know their agenda. I think they're both a couple of tools.
I'm going to vote for the guy that's against us being on the radio.
Believe me, pushed into a corner, Kerry would throw us off, too. You think radio all of a sudden is going to get better? You think it's going to be regular radio? All of a sudden we're going to be able to go back to the type of radio we were doing on regular radio? There's no way in hell.
Kerry won't lobby as and I hate the left, but he won't. The liberals don't lobby as heavily. You can't come out in favor of porn. I love porn. What else are runaways going to do? I mean, you have to come out against it, but they don't lobby as hard against things like indecency and the stuff that the religious right goes crazy.
I've always hated when these politicians come out against something that's irreversible. Because it's like, I remember out on Long Island many years ago, bottomless dancers. You know, topless and bottomless, fully nude in the bar. You'd go in there, watch fully nude. All of a sudden, they made a law for some reason. I guess fully nude girls were freaking people out and making them murder and rape and stuff. So they had them slap their panties on. Now, you find me one politician who's going to run on the platform, and I will get the panties off of the dancers.
Clinton?
It doesn't. Well, it just doesn't happen. You would love to see it, but once they make those decisions, it's over. So I can't see us going back to the type of radio that we used to be able to get away with and people enjoyed on regular radio, no matter who's in there. Kerry's going to come in, yeah, let's get back to the tits and ass on radio. Believe me, his plate's going to be pretty full if he does, million to one shot win this thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know who to vote for. Bush, no, I can't vote for this guy. He's and I know the spin that the Democrats have put on it. He's a liar. He wasn't straight for the, you could debate these things back and forth, but I don't think he was completely honest, and that kind of infuriates me.
You think that he's pretty much a faker?
I think he's a faker. Liar, liar, pants on fire. And of course he brought up the excuse that he was working on the same intelligence that everyone heard, and that's why he made this decision. But you're the big guy. You're the boss. You have to take the responsibility and realize that a mistake was made on your watch. There weren't any weapons. And he went to war. The war was based on, regardless of what we're doing over there now, freeing a bunch of people who apparently still want to blow us up, all fine and well. Making that a democratic country and this hotbed of terrorism, that's fine and dandy. That isn't what we were told when the war started. The war was started to just go in there and get the weapons out. Weren't no weapons. Well, the intelligence was bad. Your intelligence from your people. And he will not fess up to that. If he just came out, you ask the guy what mistakes he's made over the past years, he doesn't have an answer. So I have a hard time voting for him. You vote for Kerry? No, he's a horse's ass. Franken Kerry. Ma! Fire! The red light went on for the debate. He went, oh! Thought it was flames from torches coming at him. Guy was petrified. Run for windmill! Ah!
That's funny.
Iraq war. Bush! Ah! Cheney daughter lesbo! Ah! Awful.
All right.
Oh, what? That's my whole thing on the election, so I have no idea who to vote
Well,
for.
now I have to read 100 emails. You guys are talking about politics a little too much.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
radio
boy.
show.
Oh, sorry if you mistook the show for Hannity. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
We'll get to O'Reilly. Don't worry about it.
You want to do it now?
All right.
We got to keep hanging up on people because we're trying to see.
And by the way, Bush is after this show. He's trying to shut down this program, Opie.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
We got to get Bush out because he has a personal vendetta against this program.
Oh.
Yes. Trying to bring me down. That's right. The FCC is on me. It's all about me, Robin. Yeah. And President Bush, I know he's got other things to worry about. But, yeah, he's focusing on me.
Oh.
Yes, that's right, Robin. Baba Booey, get me a line to the president. I want to solve this thing.
But I think I think he's too busy doing other things there, Howard.
He's tracking me. I saw a black helicopter following me while I was driving my Escalade out to the Hamptons. I think there was a bug in my Seabreeze.
Oh.
They're bugging me.
What a complete ass to think the
I had to get
president of the
rid of,
United States is after you. What a dick.
I had to get rid of Jackie Martling. He was a government agent, Robin. Yes, he was spying on me.
Oh.
Yeah. After me. Did you see the debate? Every time Bush was mouthing, I'm going to get you, Howard.
Oh.
You could tell that's what he was really talking about, right?
Jackie the G-Man Martling.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Paranoid.
A little
Paranoid much?
A little bit.
Just a tad.
A little bit. Okay. So, yeah, we got to get into the latest on Bill O'Reilly.
I used the OnStar on my Escalade, and the president was on it.
Oh.
Saying he's going to shut me down. I heard it. Used my navigation system to get out to the Hamptons. The government infiltrated it and tried to guide me into the Great South Bay to get rid of me, Robin.
Because I'm such a threat. I'm a threat to everybody.
There was a barrel with my name on it dug up in Queens. The mob's after me, too. I was abducted, and aliens put anal probes in me, Robin. Yeah. Let's get some news, as long as it's about me.
Oh.
Dial a scapegoat, Robin.
Yeah, he's more important than Osama bin Laden. Jesus.
They're hunting for me now.
Sure they are.
Osama bin Stern.
Oh.
You might have to go hide in a cave somewhere.
Hot from my wife. She's taking all my money. $500 million. She gets $250 million. But.
Where did Jim Norton go?
I'm right here, Opie.
I've got Allison. Allison. She's the best friend I could ever have.
With friends like that, who needs enemies? If I may reiterate.
Do you pay all your friends?
Do you give all of your friends $250 million?
Oh, God. Can you play the crashing cart thing? That's
WNBC.
That's right.
That's right.
WNBC. 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 Fuck you.
That's right. Oh, he really wants to say that so bad, but he doesn't have the balls to. Because he only goes after the people that can't fight back, Anthony.
The president.
Oh, God. That is hilarious. All right. Could you keep hanging up on people? We're trying to see if this couple will help us out in Boston today.
I don't think
we didn't
so.
get their
I bet not.
We should have got their phone number, now that I'm thinking about it. I hung up on them. My problem? My fault? All right. I'll take the blame. Whatever that means.
Got Jim's girl.
Whatever that means.
Well, I love when people say that. I take full responsibility. And then the problem goes away.
Wait a minute.
You could screw up in the public eye, but all you have to do is go on TV and go, I take full responsibility.
And Bush should do that.
What the freak does that mean?
It means your head should go on the chopping block.
But that's all you have to say. I accept full responsibility for what I did.
Yeah.
And then you, as the viewer, go, oh, okay, all right.
Well, he took
He
responsibility.
took responsibility, so I guess we're not mad at him anymore.
Does get you out of trouble. All right.
Okay. We brought in our Bill O'Reilly interview where he just tried to kill us with this whole sex thing. And
yeah, according to that lawsuit that was filed against him, this makes him quite the hypocrite.
Well, the big headline today is that he's been told to just keep his mouth shut.
You know what? I'm sure his lawyers told him to keep his mouth shut. It seems, too, he's been asked a couple of times if any of this is true. And no one's heard him deny this in that way. You know, he kind of uses these terms that might save him legally. So, I don't know. Like I said yesterday, I don't doubt he did any of this stuff. I really don't doubt he did this. I don't think it upset this woman as much as she's making out that it upset her. And I think she found a good opportunity. Something may have happened between the two of them. And she wanted $60 million out of him.
I'm still thinking they got a tape of it.
I think so, too.
I think they got the phone calls taped.
That would be gold.
So
gold. Could you imagine we're on this program, Opie? You hit a button, and we have the tape of Bill O'Reilly just going off on the phone with a vibrator buzzing up his ass.
Oh, we would be the only ones that would be able to play that.
Yeah. Yeah. We would be the only ones who could play that in its entirety. I can't wait. Please, I hope there's tapes.
All right.
No spin zone.
All right. Well, let's, do that, and then we'll do this. So you do that. Yeah, that means push the button.
Yeah, you need a driver there, buddy.
Who's this?
This is Jake calling about the job driving. I saw it in the paper.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you still need a driver or what?
Did you fill an application with us, Jake?
Pardon me?
Huh?
Speak up there. What did you say?
You filled an application with us?
No. Look, I saw the ad in the paper, and I'm calling you, fruitcake. I'm looking for a job driving a truck.
We're looking for movers.
Yeah, well, that's what I do.
What class driver's license do you have?
I got 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got them all.
You're class 1?
Yeah, I drive buses, trucks. I'll back a truck through the fucking two-family house garage. One of those big 2-ton trucks.
When was the last time you drove a tractor trailer?
Oh, geez, what the fuck? I'd say about 2 weeks ago, I robbed one down in Jersey, and I drove it up here to New York. Fucking flying. Drove it through the tolls, no stopping, no nothing. I'm good.
I see. Why don't you call back on Monday?
Hey, I'll tell you what. I come in, I'll take you for a test spin. How's that? We go out and we take the truck around the fucking block. I speed, I pop wheelies, I'm good, baby.
Call back on Monday around 10 o'clock.
All right, can I get you? I want you. You sound good. You and me, we make a team. You drive with me. All right?
What's your name again?
Jake.
Jake. Who did you work for, Jake?
Oh, geez, I worked for Moish. I worked for Mayflower. You know? Oh, yeah. Hey, I was good with them, too.
You worked with Moishes?
Yeah, that's right.
When?
About, 2 years ago? See, what I got a problem there, they get fucking scared when I pop the wheelies and all that shit. You know, I pop a lot of wheelies. I'm good with that shit. You know, I don't break no merchandise either. I get it there 2 hours ahead of time, all the time. What do you say?
Say, if you pop any wheelies here, I'm not even going to put in your application.
Listen to me. I don't break nothing, sizzle chest. I'm good.
Okay, call Monday. We'll set up an interview. Okay?
All right, I'll do that there, Rubberneck. I'll call you Monday.
Okay.
All right, fruitcake. See you later.
Richard Pryor changed the way today's comics think. And XM Comedy 150, along with Rhino Records, is presenting a 9-week tribute to Richard Pryor.
You know, I first met God in 1929.
Hey, Tony, stick up.
Each Wednesday night at 9 p.m. East, starting October 6th, we'll present one of Richard's 7 CDs, unedited and uncensored, exclusively on XM Comedy 150. The Very Beast of Dio. Saturday, October 9th, 3 p.m. East, 12 noon West. The Boneyard will play all the tracks from the new Rhino release, The Very Beast of Dio. Saturday, October 9th, 3 p.m. East, 12 noon West. Another XM41 Bone Fragment.
If you love an intelligent, well-observed song, join us at XM50, The Loft. It's an eclectic mix of tunes by both up-and-coming singer-songwriters and classic artists, from songwriting legends like Joni Mitchell and Jackson Browne, to newcomers defining the future of mellow rock, like Norah Jones and Ryan Adams. It's The Loft, where guitar-toting modern-day troubadours sing the stories that chronicle our lives and times. Hear it at XM50, The Loft.
Ask not what your country can do for you. What are we fighting for? Don't ask.
Do I think America belongs in Vietnam? I don't know. I belong in Vietnam. I'll tell you that.
Can I quote LBJ?
Nam Jam.
I will not.
24/7, 60s on 6.
Radio to the power of X. XM Satellite Radio.
Evil and loving it. The Opie and Anthony Show.
I almost broke my vagina.
Drink until she's pretty.
It's a freak show.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, it's the Opie and Anthony Show. We wanted to do the O'Reilly thing, Anthony. But
What? Sorry.
What happened?
I'm looking at the latest Anna Kournikova pictures.
Yeah.
Her in a bikini on top of her boyfriend.
Sex bagel rules. He really does. He had a little. He slipped a little this week, but he's back on track. And what he does every morning is he trolls the internet and gives us the latest celebrity photos for us to check out and get ready for the show with. And now he's got some Anna Kournikova pictures for us. Thank you.
She's a dirty girl. Look at her laying on top of her boyfriend with her legs spread.
Oh, and
yeah, look, Anna Kournikova.
Thanks. Be careful, Jim, because we got your girlfriend on the line.
You don't want to upset her.
We don't want to upset your girlfriend.
We know how much she's attracted to you, and you might break her little heart.
I don't see the attraction to this tennis player at all.
You don't like her?
No.
Because
you don't like this?
You're convinced that your girlfriend likes you.
She certainly does. I don't like this Kournikova.
Kournikova.
She's overrated.
Really?
I like brunettes.
All right, we'll do the O'Reilly thing in a second. We brought in our interview when O'Reilly tried to slice and dice us.
Yeah.
Because he was obsessed with sex when he was...
It's all about the sex, isn't it?
When he was interviewing us, it was all about the sex. So we'll get into that in a few minutes. But the other day, for all the people that just turned on their XM radios... By the way, I think they rerun all the shows from this week during the weekend, so you could do a lot of catching up if you just got your radio turned on.
Get caught up, right.
We had a fine couple of girls come in from a certain agency called nyconfidential.com.
Escort.
Yeah, they do the girlfriend experiences.
Yes.
And
dinner companions.
They were great, lovely, and it turned out that nyconfidential.com gave us all a free hour.
Mm-hmm.
And no surprise, Norton was the first one. First one, he did it, I think, 3 hours after the show, 2 hours after the show, I believe.
Yeah.
He had to get some food in his belly, and then he went and got his free hour, right?
I certainly did.
And we got your review, I think, yesterday, was it? Or 2 days ago now? I don't even know.
It was yesterday. I gave a glowing review.
You sure did. And your fine girlfriend is on the phone right now, Natalia. Hey, Natalia.
Hi there. How are you?
Hi, Natalia.
Very good.
I'm so upset. I missed the review. I can't believe it.
It was a very good review of our experience and of the whole thing.
Top notch, top notch.
He said,
awesome. I'll have to listen on the weekend and hear it. But.
Yeah, he said you were unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Actually,
yeah.
his quote was the best escort experience he's ever had.
That's the goal, right?
And he's had quite a few.
And here's a guy. I think he's lowballing, but he'll admit on the air that he spends $20,000 to $30,000 a year on this type of thing. So he's had quite a number of dates.
Yes, and
dates.
This was the best one I've ever had.
And he's done the whole Vegas
thank you so
thing.
much.
He's been to some of the ranches and this and that. But he says
Wow.
you, Natalia, you're the best one he's ever had.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Because it was the kissing and the hand holding. It was nice. It wasn't just some people you feel like you're just doing a business thing with, but this didn't feel like that.
So, what was your first thought when Jim got naked? What was the first?
I'm laughing at your quote. Shut up.
Oh,
I'm laughing at your question.
Fat body, Father Kyle.
That's terrible.
Well, Natalia, we could all be honest here. Jim's a little mushy when he takes his shirt off.
Oh, a little mushy.
I'm being polite.
Jim is an unbelievably attractive man. I have to say this.
Oh,
thank you.
Hey.
I'm sure none of you will ever have the pleasure, but it's really once you spend time with him one-on-one and all that kind of stuff that it really comes out.
Is this on Bizarro Planet or here on Earth?
I don't know. I've been told that maybe I'm from another planet, so hey, maybe.
Oh, Jim's toying with himself now. He's got both hands in his pockets.
I'm just standing here listening to
jerking.
Natalia. She was great.
Where's the studio again? Maybe I should come over.
We'd love you to come back.
All right, so what was your thought when he kind of, started disrobing?
Well, it was a whole flurry of fabric type thing, and then we were just kind of there. It's not really, I don't know. We had a blast. We had a freaking blast. I mean, you have to say that. I don't know. It was really, 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 really good.
Wow.
Thank you.
His style and technique, what would you give it?
Now,
that's my articulate review. It was really, really good.
I know, Natalia, I got to call you out on this just a little bit. Are you paid to say that, though? I mean, was this better than other experiences, and why?
Absolutely.
And why? A two-part question.
Yeah, but why was the experience with Jim Norton better than others? Because I'm convinced you're going to say it's great no matter who you're with.
It's not great no matter who you're with.
All right, but why? What was special about?
Because well, obviously, he's
yeah, just as
I'm
I
not,
thought.
No, listen. I'm not.
Just as I thought.
This is why I'm on this end and I'm not writing the reviews. I'm really not that.
No, you're fine. You actually did a good job in the studio. You're doing fine on the telephone.
No, but it's just
You can't tell us why Jim is a little better than most, huh?
I mean, look, I'll admit.
I hope I'm not being I was there with you. It was all good. I had a fucking awesome time. I just said that on there.
All right.
I just woke up.
No, it's okay. I got a couple more questions.
Okay, ask me more questions, please.
Were you a little surprised when Jimmy decided to I want to try to keep it clean, Anthony, believe it or not, even though we're on XM satellite radio. Because I don't want to get... When Jimmy decided he had to check out the Das Dumpier.
The balloon knot.
Yeah. Jimmy said that
Jimmy said he went around to the rear.
Yeah.
Only kissing wise, though. I didn't say we did anything more.
Yeah. He likes tonguing the rear.
way to clean it up.
Yeah, right on. Were you a little surprised when he pulled that move on you?
Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
Huh?
That's becoming more and more popular these days.
Oh.
Especially in the last couple of weeks. I'm like, what is there some...
It really is all the rave, isn't it?
It's sweeping across America.
Sweeping America.
Coming in at number 5, it's eating ass.
Ass munching.
Working its way up the charts. It's eating ass. Now number 3.
I wonder why that's
and
becoming
now
so
at number
popular.
1 this week, it's eating ass.
I wonder why that's taking over there.
Very popular.
Very popular. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's autumn. Maybe it's the season. Who knows?
So when Jim
don't just stare at it, eat it.
Yes,
that's right.
So
help me, please. Help.
No, you're doing fine. I think one more question.
I'm doing fine. I want to be saved from you guys.
I know. Was Norton packing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's. Most of his friends have seen his mule, and yes, he's definitely packing.
Really?
Bigger than usual. Like, where would you put him on the scale?
You would have an enormous Schwanzstücke.
Norton, this could help you. Trust me. I'm helping you out.
Yeah,
here.
I know. Every Pickle Park cruiser and what do they call Sleeper Leaper guy and
Strawberry Cowboys.
Oh.
Where does it fall?
Okay.
Where does it
fall? I don't know. Yeah.
Way above average.
Average. Way above average.
Way above average.
No, but in addition to that, I know this is like a really super cliche thing that people say it's not. It's how it's what you do. But really, in this case, it's got like double exclamation points on both looks and performance.
Oh, he's packing and he knows how to use it.
Thank you.
He had a lot of confidence. Wow, you knew what you were doing, Jimmy. Very good.
I was very happy.
Have we covered all the questions, Anthony?
Wow. Well,
and she was very diplomatic.
Very satisfied with the experience.
And then he was very happy that you did the cuddling thing.
Who doesn't like cuddling? What the hell?
No, he was.
No, it's good stuff. No, I don't
Well,
understand. I don't understand when people don't. I mean, I understand some people are more affectionate than others.
Oh.
I don't understand girls who just don't. It's
Jim's more infectionate. I may make up a word.
No, he was very happy at that. Usually when he's picking up the girls in Newark, they for some reason don't like cuddling in the car.
No, they want to cuddle money and a crack pipe.
Would you like to cuddle?
Hey, Daddy, I'll cuddle with you.
Now it's time for the cuddling.
Jesus.
You haven't been having a scratchy throat today, have you?
Or a scratchy butt.
I'm getting a very sore throat. And,
you are? No, I'm
she's
fine.
perfectly healthy.
No, we know. We don't want it. We know that, so we don't want to.
Her immune system's probably worked up like the Incredible Hulk. Little cells in her, kicking ass.
Little green cells that
having
get
to
bigger.
deal with guys like Jimmy all the time. Her immune system is like steel.
Here's our immune system.
Bad germ kill.
Yeah. Wow, well, she sounds like she had a good time.
She was great. And here's the final question, Natalia.
Just so you know, I am naked right now.
Oh, no.
Hey, just throw that in.
Wow, hey.
All right.
Hey, look at that.
Okay,
was there an attraction to Jimmy? Jimmy feels like there might be something going on between you two.
No, there's definitely an attraction. He's an awesome, amazing person, and when he looks at you, you feel him looking at you. He's right there with you.
Yeah, that's what other witnesses have said on the stand, too. When he's looking at you, it's like he's just looking at you. Having to face him.
So let's be honest with each other. There was no real love connection, though.
I don't think it was love, but I did enjoy Natalia very much, and she was a great person, and I think we had fun.
It's so hot. She says she's naked, and she's talking to Jim about the experience. The truth of the matter is she's probably working right now. No? It's like, wow, you're naked? Yeah. Hi, can I get something over here, please? Yeah. Some guy in the background all pissed off.
Some guy yelling, "This is my hour!"
Who's this Jimmy guy?
Are you cheating on me? Pay attention! All right.
Well, thank you, Natalia. I had a very nice time with you.
Yeah, you're definitely a good sport, Natalia.
Thank Jason for me, too.
I didn't do that. Oh.
There she goes.
I really didn't do that.
Well, it sounded.
Could you call her back and
sounded
tell her
like
I
she
didn't
had
hang
a good
up on
time?
Because I don't think they get the XM at the at the house.
Yeah, just let her know that it wasn't an intentional hang-up.
Yeah, because we want more free hours for Jimmy. New York checking in. Will the escort services ad from now on carry a best escort experience ever? Jim Norton of the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, right. Little endorsement.
Ooh.
Mmm.
Yummy noise.
Okay, here we go. Tony from Boston. O'Reilly has a book, The O'Reilly Factor for Kids, a survival guide for America's families. He writes about sex and booze for kids. Scary effing thought.
Yeah, his whole pitch in that book is how you should shield your children from all the sickos that are out there and all the sick media that's on the computer and television and those darned rap videos that are just full of boobies and booty, Opie.
And
he's the guy.
He's
the guy. And shock jocks, of course. That's going to save the world and save the children.
Didn't he cost Ludacris a Pepsi endorsement?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. There was a little story back in August 2002. Jenna Jameson was on the O'Reilly Factor on his show and talking about pornography, the porn business. And, of course, he's just ripping her apart. Not in the way she's normally ripped apart with a big, huge cock, but in the O'Reilly way. And after the interview, he requested copies of her films.
I told you guys that yesterday.
Oh, really? I wasn't listening.
Oh, yeah, no, I did.
Yeah, requested copies of the films after the interview. Not like he needs them for research before he interviews her.
Most of these guys are just full of ass, man.
Remember that guy who was that? I've sinned against you, my Lord.
Right.
Jimmy Swaggart.
But
I'm talking
about the biggest perverts ever.
I'm talking about the reporters and these media guys. We had a New York Times reporter in here. he acted like he loved the show and really got what Ant and I are about and this and that. We were going to get killed in the New York Times.
Do you
I understand
think?
that.
He seemed like a nice enough guy.
And people in Washington called me yesterday afternoon because they had then interviewed them. And they're like, why would you hire these guys? You know what they did. We don't get,
What?
Oh, yeah, dude. He totally changed his tune after he left the studio.
Are you kidding?
Not kidding at all.
Let's see how it looks.
No, it looked like it would be a great ad, right? I'm a great ad. A great interview? No way.
Let's see
We're
how
going to
it
get
looks.
destroyed in the New York Times a week from Sunday.
Well, if that happens...
Which is fine. I mean, if the New York...
the Times, for God's
Right,
sake.
if the New York Times
Come
is
on.
writing good stuff about Opie and Anthony, then we're not doing our jobs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm convinced of. And then we've had other experiences. Remember the time in Boston when we had all the illegal girls getting naked in the...
Teen girls? Illegal girls.
Yeah, it was
just
smart.
Just a joke, people. No, this local reporter for Fox up in Boston comes in to do a story on Anthony and I when we were doing our whole Whip 'em Out Wednesday thing when it became so huge up there that we were told to stop it.
Yeah, they were doing a story on it, and they sent some reporter over in a T-shirt and jeans. He had an earring.
Remember, he had the earring?
And he's like, comes over, guys, I'm such a fan of the show. Dude, this is going to be so cool.
Right.
And he videotaped everything. And that day he came in, oh, my God, one of the sickest days we've had.
Yeah, and there were naked girls giving them lap dances and stuff when the cameras were off.
Lots of nudity. The girls are going at each other.
Right.
And he was filming some of the stuff and filming us and doing an interview with us as our friend, Guys, it's going to be great, man.
Great exposure for you guys.
So we're all psyched and we're all naive. We sit down to watch the newscast.
Later
all of
that
a sudden,
night-
the cool guy in the T-shirt with the earring, he didn't have the earring anymore, and he was dressed in a suit. His hair was all slicked back, and he was standing there in front of on an overpass of the Mass Pike with his microphone going, "Whip 'em Out Wednesday. This is a promotion done by two shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. A danger on the highway? Should this stuff be permitted?" And just started railing us. It wasn't the same guy. Showing pictures of, showing the video of the activities of the day.
Yeah.
And we were the Antichrist. We were the worst.
And all these guys do it. We're learning as we move forward here, We were really stupid back then. And even when we did Bill O'Reilly 2 years ago, we were pretty stupid. Remember, he meets us, and he was really, really cool to us. And, congratulations, guys, on all your success and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then proceeds to try to, destroy us on camera.
Well, then you have to address that once it happens, and you have to address it relentlessly if it happens that way. I think you're wrong. I don't think it's going to be that bad.
What, the New York Times article?
Absolutely not.
Uh-huh.
If it is...
That's fine if it is,
we'll discuss it.
But, I wish the guy was a little... Well, we'll see. I guess we'll see when it comes out.
I'm tending to believe Opie now. I'm kind of siding with you now, especially if he was doing an interview with the rest of XM.
They're asking all the questions.
The questions.
That we've heard a million times.
Well, maybe he has to ask those questions. They may be very standard questions. What made you think that these guys won't self-destruct again? Maybe they were questions that,
We'll see.
Maybe.
So
who knows?
Chris from Boston, as we seg into this Bill O'Reilly thing here.
Again.
Bill O'Reilly, hey guys, how much of a pompous ass can this guy be? He told a reporter last night, famous people are targets, and I'm a big target.
Yeah.
Wow. Also has a big cock.
That's what the guy writes. He goes,
he's
I didn't
got.
know if he was talking about his celebrity status or his hog.
He must love that part of it, really.
Yeah.
You get all these accusations and stuff, and then it says, big cock.
Well, yeah, he's like, everything is false about this report.
Everything's
except for
false.
one thing.
Except for big cock. I want to stand behind my big cock.
Yeah, get rid of one of them. Thanks, Ben. Not too distracting. So we got our Bill O'Reilly interview. The latest is that he's been told not to talk
not
about...
to talk. That's what the lawyers tell you to do.
What is it? He's pompous even in the paper. I've been told to keep
my big mouth shut. A little self-deprecating humor there. Keep my big mouth shut.
So
should have kept your big mouth shut on those telephone calls there, Bill. Allegedly.
And maybe keep your bunghole shut, too.
Keep that big bunghole shut and keep the vibrator out of it, according to reports.
Yeah.
According to many, many reports.
As reported in the lawsuit.
As reported on,
as allegedly reported.
As everyone believes.
Very allegedly.
You like to talk
We really
dirty.
don't know. We weren't there.
Not at all, but we're just taking a guess that you like to talk
we
dirty and have
weren't
things in
there.
your
We
fairy
don't
ass.
know. This is allegedly.
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 You decide.
Yeah.
It's the no spin zone. Fox News.
You read and then you decide.
Yeah.
And there was some good reading yesterday on this program.
Use that vibrator.
All right, so this is actually pretty entertaining. We never played this on the radio.
No.
Our exclusive interview with Fox.
Stupid Bill.
Talked to him for well over an hour, and this is the piece they put together. You know, it's not that bad, but the funniest, when he goes off on the sex thing, it's like...
It's the sex thing.
Now you look at him like, what a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Opie and Anthony. These radio geniuses were fired from a multi-million-dollar gig last week after they aired a play-by-play of two people having sex in, of all places, St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Wrong.
These two radio geniuses. Hey, at least every girl that's ever come on our show that has done things on the air has been willing participants. Not like as reported in the lawsuit against you, Bill O'Reilly. Where you're making these phone calls and it's against this girl's will.
That was Shepard Smith. You know that.
That was the Shep?
Yeah, Shepard Smith setting up the bit.
That was Shepard Smith, the guy that was arrested for running a woman over in a parking lot once?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, Anthony, you mean you've never called a subordinate and masturbated with a thing in your ass?
Ben, but...
But you've never called a girl while you're talking about yeah, my wife has a vibrator, then put one in your tuchus?
And talk as I crank it and ejaculate?
You ever did that?
I don't remember. Okay. No, I don't think so. Yeah, that was the Shep Smith.
Yeah, he's just setting up the bit. But so far, one false account there. It wasn't a play-by-play. Whatever.
This may be the first time you've heard of them, but not Bill O'Reilly. Oh, no. Factor this. He's been onto these guys for some time and actually sat down with them a few months back. Donna Summer once sang a song about hearing it on the radio. But 25 years ago, Donna Summer had no idea that radio in America would come down to the likes of Opie and Anthony. These two shock jocks have made big money by dreaming up sexual situations and then convincing low-life listeners to act them out.
All right, I got to agree with him there.
Well, yeah, that's true.
All right.
Seems like he's dreaming up some sexual fantasies and having ex or current or former of whatever you want to call them employees acting them out on a phone.
Low-life listeners or your own producer. How about that?
Hell, when I got my cell phone, I had no idea the things you could do with it, Bill.
Yes.
So we got something in common here.
I got a vibrating cell phone in my ass. Call Bill O'Reilly.
You're learning about radio, and I'm learning about what I could do with a cell phone. Thanks, Bill.
Call me now, please. Be dialing, people.
Jesus.
I need a little vibe on my rectum as I spank one out to an unwilling participant on the telephone, as according to the reports.
Allegedly, and
lawsuit,
we
allegedly.
have no idea because we weren't there type of thing, yes.
But I believe it personally.
But O&A finally blew it. No pun intended.
It's like you blew a load on your stomach during those phone calls, Bill.
And let it dry there? Well, we don't know, but...
And started talking about your appearance on the Leno show to the girl that was disgusted on the other end of the line.
Who blew what, huh? What?
Oh, I got a little on my phone. Hello, Moto. Gotta clean that up.
So who are Opie and Anthony? Well, we were onto them way before everybody else.
Yeah. Those are the low-life listeners.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Yes, it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. If there's a wow on your vehicle, they see the wow, pull up next to you, and flash you their beautiful breasts.
This is what used to happen when Opie, otherwise known as Greg Hughes, and Anthony Cumia were still on the air.
Otherwise known as Complete Tool.
I know, but why did you just say that?
Otherwise known as, see, we know his name. This is Bill O'Reilly, otherwise known as fucking pervert. Allegedly, according to reports.
What a pompous dick.
This guy, just listen to his delivery on the whole thing. Listen to how fake disgusted he is with us. He's a pompous ass.
Take your bra off and take it off now.
Hey, what color panties you wearing? Well, those two clips didn't make us look good in that piece, huh?
But you know, I was doing the Vince McMahon impression,
and I was doing my Bill O'Reilly impression.
I think you were doing the wacky DJ impression.
I guess that audio of us talking intelligently about politics just didn't make for a good story that day, right?
No.
Sex was the staple of the program, especially sex that involved public display, women flashing their chests, people having sex on the air. Tastelessness, the pair thought would appeal to male listeners during drive time, was also welcome.
Hughes and Cumia have always pushed the envelope. They were fired from their previous radio job in Boston. In a 1998 April Fool's Day prank, they claimed Mayor Tom Menino had been killed in a car crash. 2 weeks ago, it was this couple's sexual escapade at St. Patrick's Cathedral, they say it was simulated, that was broadcast live on the Opie and Anthony show.
Oh, there he goes. They say it was simulated.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
It's like us saying,
I don't think everybody laughed.
Bill saying this didn't happen.
Yes. They say.
They say, because he's basically saying there, I know what happened, even though I wasn't there and didn't hear the program.
Wink,
they
wink.
say, yeah, okay, whatever.
I say I never called this woman with a vibrator in my ass. I say. She says I was jacking off with her on the other end of the phone.
We have no idea what happened
The truth?
during those phone calls.
Who knows? According to her lawsuit, I like putting fake penises in my ass and jacking it on the phone.
Bill says that he didn't have a dildo in his ass.
Right.
Yeah.
You decide. It's a no-spin zone.
The couple were arrested, along with the producer who provided the play-by-play of the encounter over his cell phone. A firestorm ensued, the FCC started an investigation, and Infinity Broadcasting gave Hughes and Cumia the boot. A possibility the pair weren't thinking about when they sat down with me.
That is such bull. Because we discussed all that on his show.
Yeah.
Remember, we said, look, we got the type of jobs, that where we're so edgy, we have no idea when it's all going to end. We told them all this stuff.
When they sat down with me, and I sat on a vibrator.
And you know what's funny? He tried to make this look like we gave an exclusive interview. What you're about to hear happened at least a year before we got fired.
It was a year before we got fired.
That's what these people in the media do. They find whatever tape they can and put it together to meet their needs and make believe they got the exclusive interview. We never talked to him about, After Sex for Sam, and they called like crazy.
Women. Love them, right? Here it comes.
See, I know.
Here it comes. All right, Bill.
He looks at us. Women. Love them.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there like, all right, here he
Here
goes.
it comes.
That's
I
what
do,
they-
too. I love calling him up with a vibrator in my ass and jacking one out as I talk dirty, according to lawsuit reports.
Sex
Allegedly.
objects or, what?
Sure.
Toys?
In a way, that's part of the way men look at women as sex objects. You walk down the street, you see a girl, especially a nice summer day, wearing a little top and shorts. You're gonna look. All of a sudden, that place is her. You don't know her from a hole in the wall.
You're not thinking about her IQ scores.
Yeah.
You're just thinking
Good
about,
one.
You're just thinking about what her phone number is.
Good one.
Good comparison, though. You don't know her from a hole in the wall. Very nice and accurate.
I like that little digital noise that's going on. Did we do the interview from the Millennium Falcon?
I don't know. This is the
Sounds
best,
like we're broadcasting from
this is
space.
the best copy we could find.
Yeah.
We're back to wave files and yes, Steve.
Yeah, it was really hissy audio. I had to run it through several noise filters
You're
to
a
get it to
hissy.
that sterling quality.
Thank you.
Have a hissy fit.
One of the articles I read, you had an interesting phrase, cringe radio.
Right.
It's like cringe telephone.
What's cringe radio?
We like to make people cringe. We like to do things where people go, I don't know if I should turn it off or listen, but they're listening.
Painful to listen to sometimes, where you're sitting there going, "Oh my God, is it going to go further? Are they going to stop right now?" Or,
"Oh my God, is Bill going to go further, or is he going to stop right now?"
Please, Bill, stop.
I just messed this up. Hold
Yeah.
You're doing good.
Okay,
I got the family, friends, and dildo up my ass plan on my phone. I call it my dildo up the ass plan.
We like pushing buttons. We like getting reactions.
How crude does the audience want it?
there's a lot of different levels. I don't think you can just pigeonhole our listeners into, this guy wants it this crude, There are some people that get turned off by it and switch the radio off. There are other people that are like, why didn't you go further,
Right.
And we know at this point what our audience likes. We know how to do it, and that's what we give them.
Well, what do they like? What do they want?
They like to be entertained and traffic.
Be specific.
They like to
be specific, though. You
they
just
like
said,
to-
wait. You just said, we know what our audience likes and we give it to them. I want specifically what they like.
Okay, you know what men like, Bill?
No, I'm...
Yeah, you don't know what men like.
Know what men like, Bill? They like calling up women on the phone and jacking to it. That's what they like, Bill. Don't you know? Can you sprint? Can you hear my vibrator now? Good.
I was looking at him going, you're just like us. Who are you kidding?
I know.
Who are you kidding? You're a guy just like Anthony and I.
He's a guy. He's got some success, so he's got some fame. He's got money. You know what he's doing? Stop it. He's calling women.
Allegedly. We have no idea.
I tend to believe it. Personally, based on what I have read and my meetings with Bill O'Reilly, I would believe this story. I believe this woman. I believe that he was doing these things. Calling up this woman with a dildo in his ass.
Are they saying that's where that was? Or was he using it just to kind of...
Where else would it be?
I'm saying where
Maybe
it is.
he was using it to just, vibrate his
He
area.
says, according to the lawsuit that she
What?
According to the lawsuit she filed, Opie.
Why is Ben hackling?
He said he owns a dildo that's shaped like a cock with a battery in it. That's his vibrator. So you don't hold another cock vibrator against yours and use it like that. You would stick it up your keister.
Unbelievable.
I think you could use it a few different ways, though, I'm thinking.
I don't know. He's a sick puppy. It's funny.
Yeah.
And the other thing about O'Reilly, from what I've heard from people that work over at Fox, you can't even touch his chair. You can't even go near his stuff. He's the biggest
Who the
dick.
hell want to touch his chair after what we read yesterday?
But got batteries on it.
Because it vibrates. Whoa. The chair.
And we give it to him. I want specifically what
Here it
they
is
like.
again. Listen.
Okay, you know what men like, Bill?
No, I'm
talk about sex, talk about sports, talk about
entertainment,
hanging with their friends,
talk about
TV
sex,
shows,
talk about sex.
Ooh, we got to get that clip for our
Let's
little
talk
machine.
about sex, baby. Let's
Right,
talk about you and me with a dildo in my ass.
That's a great sound.
Talk about
bite.
sex.
Talk about sex.
Talk about sex.
Talk about sex.
Talk about sex.
Where's my phone? Talk about sex. Talk about sex. 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 Sex.
Yeah.
Sex. 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 Sex.
No,
Sex is
there's
number
sex.
one.
There's sex in there, sure.
We wouldn't consider sex number one on our show.
No way.
No way.
Every time I turn in,
the media likes to
well, wait a minute.
to
Every time
pigeonhole
I
it
tune
that
into
way.
your program, there's a babe taking off her top, or there's a discussion of lesbians.
Listen every day, Bill.
You see?
It looks like he listened to us.
I guess so.
We might have influenced him. I think he might be right.
He might be right.
These shock jocks have got to get off the air because it's making responsible journalists do crazy things when they're not doing their show.
If we can influence a conservative like Bill O'Reilly to do things like call up women with a dildo in your ass and jack it on the phone as you talk dirty to her, just imagine what the poor impressionable children are going to do now based on this program. I'm stopping this show. It is a danger. Bill O'Reilly has proven that to me.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Every time I tune in, there's a sexual theme. I'm not hearing the ball scores.
Every time you call someone, it seems like there's a sexual theme.
The ball scores are two of them in your hand as you jack it with a vibrator in your ass.
You think he ever pulled over a car and went, spit your gum out. Show me how you produce a show. Oh. Stick your tongue out.
Yeah.
What a pompous ass.
He probably listened to the show. It gets him so worked up. There are some people out there that cannot listen to sexual content, cannot watch sexual movies. They get so charged up that they got to do something. And it can't just involve, spanking one out or maybe some kind of normal sexual relation. Especially maybe if you're married, you have a problem, intimacy with the wife after a while. Who knows? But some people can't handle it. And it seems like maybe he's one of those people that has to go out and do things like phone sex with women. Amazing.
Yeah.
It's like Jimmy, maybe, a sex addict.
You can hear the frustration in his voice.
Very frustrated. He's got to sit there and be all straight-laced.
He's pissed
and
off
he wants to call up and talk about getting two stewardesses in a car in JFK parking lot.
He's pissed off that we get to live in this environment and he has to do his stupid talking points and try to get rap stars in trouble.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
If you took sex out of the Opie and Anthony show, you had a lot of dead air, you know what I mean?
No, we don't. We fill it up.
Is there anything you won't do for ratings? Because it's all about money. That's what it comes down to. You want to get good ratings, you want to succeed, you want to make money, you want to stay on the air. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's exactly why we got into this business.
Maybe you, Bill.
Did we fall into the money after 10 years? Sure. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
We made no money doing this for many, many years.
Yeah, the last thing this was about was money. And he's like, it's the money.
The money. Well, who said that? He pulled that out of his ass. Well, had to make some room for a dildo. But, you know, where'd that come from, Bill?
Yeah, where did that come from?
Is there anything you won't do on the radio for money?
For money.
Because you're mercenaries. I mean,
that's clever.
Aren't you mercenaries? Am I wrong?
No, we go out and we want to do a good show every day.
Yeah.
For the reason of?
Not money. Just
you know what?
We're artists, too, and we like creating and we like entertaining.
Strange as that may seem.
You're artists?
Yeah, we like what we do. And when we come off of a great show that we feel we did a great show that day, we're feeling good about it. And as far as doing anything for ratings, no, that's another misconception. We're not going out there trying to do this sensational stuff to get ratings.
The people you work for, the big operation, the big radio operation, do they care what you say on the air?
Without a doubt.
We do every day.
We have guidelines. We have FCC, rules we got to adhere to, and we do a very good job at that.
Well, you skirt it. You're smart.
Yeah,
we're
very smart. We know where the line is, and we tiptoe on the line, of course. They just don't want us to lose the license of the radio station.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
As long as you're adhering to FCC regulations and making money for
they don't want to get
the company.
fined.
Yeah. That's bad for business.
Some of the rules are very clean cut and plain and simple, and some are a little gray. And the job, our job to entertain in the type of radio we're doing is to carefully tread that line.
Well, it looks like Opie and Anthony didn't tread carefully enough. But even worse, Aunt B will never forgive them.
Bill made him funny. Dick. Hey, Bill, do me a favor when you're jacking it. Do me a favor and listen to this. None on us.
None on us.
None on us.
Responsibility? None on us.
None on us.
There's certain guidelines you have to adhere to. Yeah, like not calling your subordinates with a dildo in your ass. That's a good starting point. That's a good jump-off point of things not to do. Bill O'Reilly. Defendant Bill O'Reilly, as it's stated in the report.
In the reports.
Which I've read about 5 times already. I just laugh my ass off.
It's great.
When he starts talking about how she should have a vibrator and how he's the guy that can take care of her until she finds a boyfriend, that he can give her lessons and train her. He can train her to be a wonderful lover.
And what kind of a real man?
That bit on
I know. Isn't that the creepiest?
It's so
bit?
creepy, man.
Me and my lover eat large portions of pork and make love. O'Reilly's one of those creepy kind of guys, though. He doesn't have a sexuality to him. He's so straight-laced on his image that you can't picture him getting down and dirty. So when it comes out, it's almost like that Frank Gifford story that came out years ago about him tooling some chick in the ass in a hotel room.
Oh, my God.
Makes it that much creepier.
This is what he said on Regis and Kelly, or is it Kathy Lee, whatever the blonde is.
Regis and current whore.
Kelly.
Regis and
Kelly
current,
Ripa.
Current blonde.
Ripa a new ass.
During an appearance to promote his children's book on Live with Regis and Kelly,
children's book,
O'Reilly said he'd been repeatedly threatened with lawsuits and bodily harm over the past few years. He said he knew that by filing his lawsuit, he could perhaps ruin his career.
Yeah, filing your lawsuit.
No, he's trying to save his career.
That's a preemptive strike.
He's so trying to just save it at this point. Pete from Jersey, what's going on?
Oh, and hey, how's the guys going, huh?
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you something about Bill O'Reilly. He was talking to you guys about it's all about the money.
Yeah.
You guys don't charge people to view your website, and he does. He charges a premium membership that it's 15 cents a day.
We only charge people to listen to us.
That's right. And that's because we had no choice.
Bad example, my friend, but I see where you were trying to go there.
We went this route because we had no choice. But we still try to give as much free stuff to our listeners as possible. So
yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, buddy. Pete from Connecticut, hey.
Hey, guys, first time, long time.
All right.
Whack.
You know what Bill O'Reilly was doing, don't you?
Huh.
He was doing the no-spin jerk.
The no-spin
jerk. When no one's home, you make a phone call to your producer, and you start to jerk. Get out the lube. But you gotta have the dildo in your ass, don't you, Bill? For that no one home, chick on the phone, dildo in the ass, jerk. Great.
You gotta love when things like this happen.
To a guy like him.
You know what pleasure people took when we got thrown off the air?
Oh, yeah.
You know the reporters, and they were all giggling and having a good time, and Shepard Smith was calling us idiots and buffoons. And they giggle and love this. And I gotta admit, it is fun. When it happens to someone else, it's a pisser.
It's actually it's a fun party to have.
Yeah, when people are on top and they fall on their ass, God, it's so much fun.
Joe from Jersey.
Glad I could pile on.
How we doing?
All right, Joe.
Hey, I'm an ex-cop, and just the way this guy was interviewing you guys, I don't remember. Was that when you were on NEW, or was that just recent?
Your name Volpe?
No, that interview was done about a year before we actually got fired. Well, maybe not a year. I'm trying to remember now.
I don't know. That interview was 1977, I believe. Opie.
It was at least. Well, now I'm thinking about the one-armed bandit and all that, and the slot machine shit.
Slot machine.
I wouldn't be surprised if like the FBI profilers were looking at this asshole.
When he was asking those,
with this guy.
Well, no, I remember sitting there in front of him, and when he was asking all that stuff, I was just getting a creepy feeling from the guy.
Yeah,
really, just.
I would have made him stand up. I bet you he had fucking wood. I mean, he sounds like he was getting off on this interview. This guy's he's a freak.
All right, thank you, Joe.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Frank.
That was right when you guys got syndicated. That's when that piece
was it.
Yeah, the original. Yeah.
So, okay, the original. So that was about a year before we got canned.
Doesn't Bill O'Reilly have a small child, like 4 years old? Nice role model.
Yeah, no, he just had a baby recently.
Yeah, nice role model. How would you like it, Bill? How would you like it if your daughter grows up, gets a career, becomes a producer somewhere,
and then goes to a concert and allegedly has a little too much fun at the concert, and then ends up in the emergency room while you're trying to have this big huge career?
Wow, I wasn't even going there.
Yeah, and your wife shows up at the hospital, or your ex-wife, very upset.
What are you talking?
I was going somewhere else.
Oh, you're talking
Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Bill O'Reilly page. I was on the wrong page. I'm
sorry.
I saw that. Oh, what?
No. Go to the O page, not the S page.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
There it is. All right.
I got mixed up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Your daughter, grows up, gets a job, goes in there, and her boss is calling her up on the phone, dildo in ass, and talking dirty to her against her will. Would you enjoy that? Would you enjoy that, Bill? I don't think you would. Even though, according to these reports, you're kind of a sick bastard.
You're supposed to be protecting the children. You're one of those guys on TV, protecting the children.
Yeah, you're a protect the children kind of guy.
Ugh, there's a lot of you out there. The protecting the children
Boy,
guy.
He must love the fact that all this is coming about when he's trying to promote his kids' book.
Oh, that's great. And if you can't protect the kids, just shoot some on your stomach while you chat on the phone. Creep.
You gotta love it, man. Gotta love when these things happen to these people. At least us, we're a couple of screw-ups. You know what I mean? If we get thrown off the air because couples having sex in a church, we're asswipes, and it's expected of us. We're not trying to be anything else than who we are. When you're a Bill O'Reilly and people like him, and you're trying your best to get on the air and put out this persona that you're holier than thou, you're saving the world, you're getting people fired from their jobs, you're getting people thrown off the air because all in the name of protecting our society and the children.
Because you know better.
And then behind the scenes, as reported in lawsuits, you're doing awful things, awful perverse things. You're a hypocrite. That's how I see it. Hypocrite.
Okay. Why don't we go and take a break? And we'll play What Did We Learn on the Opie and Anthony Show next.
You know, honey, I knew it was hot and sunny before I even got out of bed today. Ask me why. Say it. Say why. Repeat after me. Why? Because my balls were hanging low. Let's say that real tight. We're talking rainstorm. Half mask, cloudy with a chance of showers. That's right, honey. The penis thinks for itself. It's got its own brain. Why do you think the head's bigger than the rest? I could prove it's got a mind of its own. You ever get up in the morning and he's already awake? He's dressed. He's ready to go, right? He's in the kitchen making fucking flapjacks. You're in bed going, come on, Joey, 5 more minutes. And your penis is going, take me shopping. I need a new hat. But you remember when they first came out with the hard-on, huh? 3rd, 4th grade, you're leaning over like the hunchback of Notre Dame. Teacher calls you up to the board and you're like, I don't think so, honey. You're the teacher, you figure it out, all right? I got some kind of ligament over here, I don't know what's going on. This thing is like alien, it's drilling into the desk next to me. Call a cop. Maybe we'll throw a donut around. But you grow up, you learn to accept the hard-on, to deal with it. Accept the pee hard-on, you know? That's God's joke. You get up, you're late for work, you gotta take a squirt, and Joey's admiring the chandelier. You gotta stand there like a moron and talk him down. Come on, Joey, I dig you. We'll dot I's and cross T's later. Work with me. Yeah, the morning hard-on. I'll put that up against that Ginsu knife any day. It'll slice, it'll dice, it'll pump your car up if you got a flat tire. See what I'm saying, Carol?
Heather. Your boss knows where you are. I'm Kevin Eby with Chip Talk. If you have a job that takes you out of the office, new technology allows your boss to follow you wherever you go. The product is called GPS Time Track, and it's made possible by the new technology in cell phones that was originally designed to improve 911 service. That new technology pinpoints your location for 911 operators so they can send help quicker. But a company named Zora figured out how to use that same technology to help bosses figure out if their employees are where they say they are. The product works with Nextel phones, and it can even set off alarms if employees go somewhere they shouldn't, like ballparks or taverns. The company's CEO jokes that violators are not electronically shocked, at least not yet. Zora says more than 1,000 companies are using its product already, and it claims they've saved more than $100 million by giving them evidence against false overtime claims and other charges. You can read more at xora.com or at chiptalk.com.
XM News, talk, sports, and information. It's everything, all the time. XM 202. The fat girls.
Do you have an outie belly button?
You ever eat an entire chocolate cake?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, thanks for checking us out today. We appreciate it. Couple things. Don't forget, I believe if Washington has their S together, all the shows you heard this week will be rerunning on this channel all weekend long. So if you know of people that are just turning on their XM satellite radios, there's a lot of great stuff they could check out and catch up on.
It's not going to be the first show we ever did run 5 times, is it?
Well, I don't know. And the George Carlin bits are still playing.
Oh, my God,
There's
I know.
no reason for more phone calls. Just fix it, please.
Please. Please.
And don't, if you have to rerun an older show because of something with the master computer down there, just give us the most current show. I don't want to hear the first week of shows. They were okay, but we're doing much better now.
Yeah,
shows getting more gooder every day, so why are we going backwards in the process?
We're getting up to speed every day.
All right? All right. Let's go to Chad in Minnesota. Very pissed off. Yes, Chad.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Chad.
I'm a new guy. I never even called a radio show before.
Oh, there you go.
This is my first experience. No, a couple of things I just wanted to mention. I called once before, and I'm another truck driver. But in any case, hey, the whole thing about Howard Stern, I wanted to mention that guy, stopped listening to him because, it's like listening to Grandpa talk about having sex with Grandma. The guy's an old guy. It was time to move on, in with the new, out with the old, so to speak. So, and that whole bit about O'Reilly, that whole nonsense about doing it for the money, listen, man, I was in it for like 8 years. I wasn't getting anywhere financially, but it was a hell of a lot of fun, and that was why I did it. So I took on a whole new line of work. So here I am, man, driving a truck. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Am I getting a bunch of weird noises with my bit? Is this that what's
Minnesota,
going on?
huh?
So this is the first time you ever called a radio show, huh?
Yeah. Is it obvious? Am I sucking? Am I blowing or what?
No, I would have thought that you've called at least 100 times.
Hey, man, I could have given you a joke, like you hear about the 2 nuts in New York and one was assaulted. Yeah, okay. I'm getting a lot of laughs off of that one. Okay, man, you know what? I'm killing the airtime, so you guys have a good day. We'll talk to you later.
He knew. He knew to punch out, Maverick.
Yeah, he punched out.
Wow, he punched out a little late, though. I think he got singed.
All right, so we got that going on the channel. They'll replay all the shows. Also, Anthony, I don't know what it's going to look like tonight, but we're going to be on VH1's Best Week Ever.
Oh, right. That's tonight?
I forgot we even taped that. We were asleep when it was happening, so.
Jesus, really?
Hopefully they'll be able to make something out of the mess we gave them.
That was after yesterday's show. We went down there and did that before the big party that I pooped out of.
Yeah, so I guess we'll be on VH1 tonight at 11? That's when it's on.
Is it at 11?
And then they rerun it about 100 times over the weekend like everything else on MTV and VH1.
Yeah.
What did we learn on the Opie and Anthony show today? Mormon
much.
from D.C. writes, I learned little Jimmy is a farting sniper. George from Philly, I learned that an escort's ass is Cuba and little Jimmy's tongue is Florida. He also learned little Jimmy's body is like a National Geographic special. And the only way Al Sharpton will get on the White House grounds is holding a lantern. Thank you, Rich Voss, for stopping on by today. Lewis, I've learned that Bill O'Reilly has the friends, family, and dildo up the ass plan. Allegedly. Tool bag from Nolans. It's so funny because your interview was shot earlier for the O'Reilly Factor and then replayed on the Pulse after Sex for Sam. Now it's your turn to replay the interview and expose O'Reilly. O&A always win in the end.
There you go.
Thank you, Tool bag.
Good example.
Muttbone from North Carolina. I learned today Asians had the best poker faces. Yes, we did learn that. San Francisco checking in. It's Tad. Today on the show I learned Opie's cousin is Moby. Yeah, we're going to have to get him in here soon. Buffalo. Hey, Jay, what's up? Oh, my God. The phones definitely let us down.
Hello.
They started off strong today, and
Yeah.
then just the phones killed us today.
Yeah.
The phone participation on this show today stunk.
Awful today. Yes, Jay.
Jay?
No, this is Chad. They must have got the name wrong.
Chad?
All right, but you
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
knew that we were talking to you now, didn't you?
Yeah. But, how many people from Buffalo are calling in? I got to know, what do I learn from yesterday's recap, or replay? I learned that my picture of little Jimmy Norton that I hope to get signed at your appearance when he wasn't there is probably floating in the Erie Canal.
Yeah.
What?
I have that picture.
Oh, you have the
Yep.
What picture do you have?
It's the one
when I went to the Buffalo appearance, I had a little picture of Norton that I had with him from Bonnaroo, and I wanted to get it signed, but he wasn't there. So you guys said you would have him autographed and mail it back, and I just, after yesterday's show, learned that it's probably floating in the Erie Canal somewhere.
Oh,
absolutely not. It is in the mail as we speak.
Oh, Jay?
Nice.
Jay.
Chad, but yeah.
Chad.
Whatever. Tommy from Brooklyn. Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Friday, I wanted to give out an FU if it's possible.
Yeah, I want to put out an FU. We still don't have the FU line. We're 2 weeks into the brand new Opie and Anthony show, and we want the FU line so you guys over the weekend can, record your FUs, and then we can play it on the show.
Right.
Absolutely.
Where are we with that, Ben? Or Steve?
The FU line is actually functioning, only it goes directly to Eric in the studio at the moment, so we're working on that.
That means it's
that
not
doesn't work.
functioning.
That's great.
Are we? Is that going to take 48 hours to fix, or can we fix that maybe later today?
Well, considering I told Jaime about it yesterday, this would be 24 hours. I would assume.
No,
another
Jaime's the
24
man.
hours.
Yeah.
Jaime's the man.
Don't you diss Jaime.
I have a lot of confidence in the Jaime.
Jaime.
And so does Bill O'Reilly.
No, that's the Jaime.
I know. All right. So we're going to fix that? All right. So what was your FU, Tommy?
FU to XM. When you take your breaks, there's no need for me to know where Branston is. There's no need to hear calling. I can't stand the effing guy. All right, and FU to that guy Jeff who called just before me from Buffalo, boring the crap out of me.
Okay.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, he doesn't like some of the bits that are being played during our breaks.
And they still got to fix the levels, I guess, huh?
The levels, the Carlin, a few things have to be fixed. Hopefully, people will work very diligently over the weekend and repair these problems.
It just amazes me how long it takes to fix these problems. It really does.
Yeah.
I know there's 130 channels on this service, but come on, man.
Do the repair requests have to go up to the satellite and then back down, and the workers have to go up and back down?
I think to fix the master computer, we got to wait for the next space shuttle launch.
Oh, right.
So they could go up there and fix all these problems.
Right. That must be it.
I do believe. Big FU to that Boston couple, definitely.
Yeah.
Boston, you let us down. Kind of like how your Sox are letting you down.
Oh, boy.
Had to go there, didn't
Here we go tonight.
Thanks, Opie.
Yeah, but I mean,
we're done anyways. I've already settled on the fact that the Sox suck, and it's time.
No, have faith. So your disappointment is even more
done.
so.
We are fucked. We're done.
Please, I want you to believe so you can really be disappointed.
All I believe is in Tom Brady on Sunday. It's all about the past.
He stinks too.
It's all about the past.
He stinks. Yeah, you
Nobody
got a good quarterback
cares
on
about
Dallas.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, your
I know I get
Cowboys.
excited to talk about football. Who
Thank
cares
God,
about football?
the second you go, to baseball now, they just go right to the friggin' pass. Right to the pass.
World champion, Super Bowl
They
champion.
really are a great team. Too bad none of them can pitch. Your team stinks, and they're going down 4 straight.
Dude, your Cowboys are awful this
Let's
year.
talk about Vinny Testaverde. Yeah,
he
he's
stinks.
great.
I agree with you. He ought to pitch for Boston. At least his little faggoty ankle won't give out. You actually needed me if my leg hurts.
Schilling's such a fat. Schilling is a stud.
He's a fairy. He's not a stud.
He's a stud.
Studs don't go down the first game of the playoffs. They tough it out, young Ben.
He set the whole mood for these playoffs.
Yeah.
Set the whole mood. Just a big downer. Big downer.
His ankle sheath is flopping up like a window shade.
Oh.
When they really need him. That shitty town hasn't had a win since World War I, and they were relying on, of course, a blonde-haired white man. And what happened? He let you down, dummies.
All right.
So Kurt's going to get us in the World Series, man.
That's all I was hearing before. Well, Kurt Schilling, man. It's going to be Schilling. You guys, you Yankees, Schilling.
That's
it's gonna...
right.
And he set the whole mood of these playoffs.
You know why he didn't do well? Because he has hair like Sex Bagel. Nobody wants to look at Sex Bagel hair on the mound. Perfect and blonde with a little spike, unshaven. Maybe he was supposed to get his stupid foot fixed, but he slept through the alarm, and that's why it's flopping up like a window shade.
The smoke alarm thing went off, and didn't get enough sleep.
So the Boston couple, they were supposed to come in and do it live on our show today, and for some reason they decided not to. So Tennessee so far has given us the best sex act so far.
Tennessee has the best sex in the country.
Maybe we'll get another couple on Monday from another
I hope so.
part of this fine country to try to beat out Tennessee. Okay?
Represent your state, people.
Poke Smart from Dorchester. I learned today ass munching is climbing the charts.
That's right.
Dave from PA, I learned that Norton has a sore throat and a pimple on his bag, but it's nothing to worry about. South Philly, checking in. Today I learned that Newark escorts will only cuddle with a crack pipe. Also from South Philly, today I learned that Norton's escorts have the immune system of the Incredible Hulk. Gabe from the dump in Staten Island. I learned that little Jimmy doesn't love and doesn't hate transvestites.
Mm-hmm.
All right. God, is this coming to a slow halt?
No, it's not. We're just a bunch of guys. Locker room talk.
Bellboy.
Locker room.
What's going on? I learned that I'm going to quit my job and become a scuba dive boat captain.
That seems to be a good gig down there.
You really should. Yeah. They're getting a lot of action down there.
Later, boys.
All right.
Bye, sir.
Erica from Long Island, what's up?
Long Island, Rhode Island.
All right,
That's not
Rhode
Eric
Island.
Either. Erica?
Yes. Well,
Tiny little state.
Actually, I
Rhode
live
Island
half in Rhode Island, half in Massachusetts.
You know, the only one that cares that you're from Rhode Island is you?
How do you live half in Mass and half in Rhode Island?
Well, because I have 2 houses.
Oh, look at you, overachiever. Mm-hmm.
What the hell show is that? Is that the tone? Oh, Regis and Kelly?
No.
It's like a Michael Jackson party. Bunch of little kids jumping around on the television.
No, if it was a Michael Jackson party, the mother would be in a cage being kidnapped, and a bunch of little kids would have tear-stained faces. Mommy, the king of pop put things in my bottom.
Allegedly.
God, they would show Michael writing a huge check to the parents.
That's why he wears that glove, because he doesn't want to get ink all over his little, what is it called, Litivigo fingers?
Vitiligo.
Whatever. Litivigo is the treatment in Clockwork Orange. Litivigo. The punishment element, perhaps.
Not as good as Voss thinking that the name of the slave ship was Amadeus.
No, we did not.
Amistad, yeah, Amistad. He's like, Amadeus, isn't that the name of the slave ship?
Amadeus.
Yeah, Amadeus.
If I would have known why that dummy was asking, I would have said, yeah. Just to watch
it was so stupid, we couldn't even identify it as being stupid.
Because he would have fired that reference out at the roast in a couple hours. And
man.
Brought over on the Amadeus.
On the Amadeus.
Oh, you should have let him say it.
I didn't know what he was asking for.
Okay, all right. Man.
Dimwit.
And I thought the governor of New Jersey was named McGreedy.
McGreedy.
Erica, what's up?
Well, I offered you guys a lesbian couch, and I never got a phone call back.
You going to bring it down from Rhode Island?
Yeah, we're going to ship it down.
Oh, you'll ship it
Ship
down.
it.
All right, stay on hold. We still need a lesbian couch
Where
in
are
the
we gonna
studio.
put it?
You got a minute, Ope.
So?
Okay.
They just cut us off anyway. Who cares?
Where are we going to put
All right,
the lesbian couch?
Michigan, what's going on? What did you learn today?
Hey, I'm really enjoying your show. I think you ought to send Bill Riley a gift. I think you ought to send him a Makita drill.
Ah, the drill dough.
We should send him a bunch of drill doughs.
Imagine him.
Don't.
Bill O'Reilly here. Don't stop calling me a whore. Yeah.
Hey, I'm listening. I'm listening to you on my XM. I've been listening to you since day one. Since you've been on XM, I'm spreading the virus here in the Midwest for you guys.
Thank you,
Rock.
buddy.
George is saying he learned that eating ass has a 12-hour incubation period.
Mario, real fast.
Hey, I learned Bill O'Reilly thinks I'm a lowlife, and Anthony doesn't remember using a vibrator on the phone with a subordinate.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, we
Yo,
don't really...
Anthony, 3 rights make a left.
Three
That's
rights
right.
definitely make a left.
Box of wine.
And the dog was already sick.
Yeah, we know, Steve. Thank you.
Yeah, stop signaling
Is he
with those
telling us,
thick
or is
Lebanese
he,
fingers.
is he ordering that drink?
Yeah.
Like something really great is going to be said in the last 5 seconds of the show. Trax.
I think that's, I need another olive in this.
Yeah. Put on another shirt with stupid iodine symbols on it. Skull and crossbone, folks.
Feeling low? The best way to not feel like a worthless douchebag is to listen to an even bigger piece of crap.
I am awful.
With the Jim Norton motivational tapes, you'll feel better about yourself instantly.
I stink.
Hate your body? Take it from Jim.
I'm a meaty-breasted little nothing.
It could be a lot worse.
This sucks.
Problems at work?
I effed up an ABC audition today.
Hey, at least you have a job.
Everything I do, I look like the Manchurian Candidate.
You'll be amazed at how much confidence you have after you listen to a mushy little nothing tool on himself for hours on end.
Shut up, chinless. I'm nuts. Almost 13 years I'm doing comedy. God, there is no justice in this world. It sucks. You have the warmth of a trout. What a retard I am. Does anybody not see the disgrace in this?
Everyone loves Jim's inspirational live appearances.
It's a night of pale, meaty-breasted dullness.
Coming to a town near you.
Oh, in Margaritaville. I don't sing ever, you idiots.
Stay tuned for details.
Just listen to the station and get tickets, you douchebags.
Love yourself. Hate him.
I suck.
With the Jim Norton motivational tapes.
That's me, Jim Norton, folks. Ugh.
I was walking down the street, and some construction guy was shouting at me, "Hey, show me your cans!" So I did. And he plummeted 17 floors and was impaled on a forklift. But my tits looked great.
Please, wow responsibly. A public service announcement of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the O&A virus.